Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on YouTube, join our cult. Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. You're listening or watching to the dulcet tones of myself, Maffew, these esteemed friends and guests, Jack.
Hello.
And also Ross.
Our esteemed friends, did you say? I wasn't listening there.
Esteemed. You know what? I like that even better than esteemed.
Fair. Aye, good. Canny. Did you ask? I don't know.
I did.
Didn't listen?
Subconsciously.
Good start.
Yeah. How you doing, pal?
I'm not too bad. I just don't sleep anymore.
Do you not?
I've stopped taking that CBD oil for a week, right? You don't want to get too far. Is it a gateway drug? I don't know. Is it?
Well, it depends what you're doing now.
Nothing.
That's not a gateway drug.
No, it's not. So I
or
stopped
you're
doing
very
it.
bad at doing drugs.
I stopped doing it for a week and I just can't sleep anymore. Went through the weeks. Like, I got my Fitbit back on just to monitor how long I've been sleeping roughly.
Right.
There's a 1 hour 48 in there. There's a 2 hour. There's a 4 hour. Then last night I got 6 whole hours.
Oh.
Great. Knackered. How are you?
So are you thinking about going back on the CBD? Because I've seen it in
Probably
Holland
buy
Barrett.
a bottle per night. See it all off.
Fair enough. I hope that's going well. This is a good way to introduce yourself to a podcast. This is going to be a magnificent.
Hello,
few
I'm Ross.
hours.
I'm tired. Let's hear for the next 6 hours how tired we all are.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
No, I've got a good night's sleep. Me and my heavy blanket now have a good relationship.
Oh.
I'm like, no, you smother me, and then I don't throw you out. And they go, all right, fine.
How can you breathe?
Like that.
Fair enough. I would love. No, I wouldn't. I was about to say I'd love to see that in person. You sleeping like that, but that would require me to be in the room at the same time.
Yeah. No, but you would, because you wouldn't be sleeping. I'd have a lack of CBD, and I'd be fast asleep.
Yeah. Danger.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And I'd go, and the TV's gone. I'm miserable. Jack, how do you sleep?
All right. So it depends on whether there's been a pay-per-view that week or not. There's a pay-per-view this week.
Oh, no.
it's about to get
you thought we
bad.
were about this week,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
But I'm generally doing all right, Matthew. How are you?
Oh, grand.
Lovely.
Grand. Flying out to Germany tomorrow.
You are?
Hopefully. It feels weird saying that because part of me, because of everything that's happened, thinks, nah, I've seen Apollo 13. There's always some little thing you've not foreseen. Got my NHS app sorted. Obviously, I've got the triple vax. Obviously, I've had the little thingy test things that say, yeah, you're okay, good lad, go
Remember
kiss people.
Kevin?
You got the what?
You've got Kevin.
Got Kevin.
I forgot Kevin.
What?
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
That Kevin. And I'm just expecting something bad to happen, but nothing bad appears to be happening. So this will be happening.
Lovely.
First thing involving wrestling that isn't outside this postcode in quite a few years.
I can't wait for you to see Hayde Vancy Wanson live.
Yeah.
Your favourite wrestler.
Exactly, your favourite wrestler of all time. So it'd be lovely if you see us there, say, hello, Maffew, and tell us what you like about the podcast. Tell us what you don't like about the podcast.
Just asking about Botchamania.
No, it gets boring. So
What's-
Let me tell you about Jack.
What is cultaholic? They'll say.
Yeah.
And then they'll go Uber die Brücke all the way home.
So that's going to be great. But that's just me. More to talk about in reality in life. But now we'll get the news out of the way because there's quite a lot of
week.
news. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because we do these podcasts recorded on a Thursday. Like people call it the Friday curse. Well, what happened last week? Well, a lot of stuff happened in the world.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
we're going to obviously cover what's happening in wrestling just to, keep each other's ticking away. Because, God, there's times when I'm very glad that I'll come in here to talk about wrestling and
mate.
silly crap just to get, away and hopefully help people in similar situations just to get away from all the crap that's happening, shall we say.
Yeah. What was the Friday curse last week? Was that Cesaro?
It was Cesaro.
It was middle of the night, wasn't it?
It was the middle
We
of the
woke
night.
up to Cesaro being, leaving of his own accord.
I was going to say, yes, he was not fired. He was offered. I've got the news here straight from Cultaholic's news oven, all hot and toasty. As part of WWE this week, after the negotiations of a new deal and able to agree to terms, it was reported by, who else? Dave Meltzer, that he was offered substantially less than Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn before re-signed in recent months. So it was an offer that they made, but they didn't like. So Cesaro also reportedly did not receive a backdoor offer from AEW. He was in talks to be over a new deal. So Fightful further said that Cesaro felt reasonable disappointment how he was used, things he felt left off, and spots he didn't fill during his WWE run. During his 11 years with WWE, which still doesn't seem real, Cesaro became a one-time United States champion, which is the only singles title he held, which, again, I got told that, no, that can't be right. He must have won the IC in the US loads. No, he won it when he first came here. came to WWE, and he was speaking the 5 languages bit. That's what I remember.
He had his knees taped up his thighs taped up like a rugby player.
That's right. He was like, I am in English, I am great. In German, I'm good, etc. And going on like that. I remember him having that. And then, do you start yodeling before or after?
I'm not sure.
Was that after?
I think it was after.
And then Oksana came into the picture.
Oksana, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7-time tag team champion on the go with Tyson Kidd once. Nakamura twice, I believe.
What?
Or once.
Oh, was that Pandemic?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
the
when
one
it
of
was Sami
the
Zayn's-
New Day in the
I've
tables
got
match.
no
I was
recollection.
rubbing-
Oh,
of
yeah,
that time
the
at
tables
all.
match. There was a big powerbomb off to the outside through a table. Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
that's like when Kofi got buggered up.
Yeah.
By gum, I can't picture those two men with the belts at all.
Oh,
I forgot about it until you said that happened. I go, oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
It's a proper Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes tag team there. And also, obviously, with Sheamus as the bar. The 41-year-old was also the winner of the inaugural Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. A memory that you couldn't forget. Wow. Couldn't forget if you saw it, because bloody hell, picking up Big Show and slamming him out the ring. You went, okay,
Now what?
can't mess with this, right?
Yeah.
But if only he would have connected with the crowd. If only there was the numerous instances where we had thousands of Cesaro section signs in every arena around the world, but he couldn't quite connect with the fans, as Vince McMahon said on that podcast back in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got
well.
I've got a segue into another bit of news from
go
that.
on.
Vince is going to be doing an interview with Pat McAfee.
Tonight,
Yeah.
innit?
Oh, is it?
I can't wait.
Is it going to set up?
the curse.
Is it going to set up not Vince versus Pat, but a match at
Austin.
WrestleMania? No.
Yeah, because Austin was on Raw going, this is Austin Theory, not Stone Cold
Oh,
Steve.
right. Yeah, probably Austin Theory.
Oh, you.
He was like, hello, Vince, I would like to defend you if Pat tries to jump you.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's just like, he did you alive, kid.
I can't wait to see just Vince speaking. Pat's like, how are you doing today, Vince?
yeah.
What do you say?
It's going to be awkward.
Good one. Remembers he's being paid by him. Just like, yeah, I was about to say that exact same point, Vince. Yeah.
What are the shorts? Get those shorts off.
But he will understand it because you'll have him like doing that in his ear in commentary. What's that, Vince? Yeah. 3 times,
You know the little table Lesnar broke? I hope they've replaced the table just with another table that can take the weight of just amount of cocaine just for Vince. Take it back to the 80s, pals. Just so Vince McMahon can be heard.
Yeah, cocaine and 1 egg. So yeah, any other thoughts on Cesaro there? Or?
Oh, no, just that well, there's obviously rumors that he could be going to AEW. Bischoff said something that I thought was actually quite sensible, and I don't normally agree with Bischoff. But he knows what he's talking about sometimes.
This is like the first 40 minutes of 83 weeks I have to skip to get to the topic of the thing I've clicked on.
He said that Cesaro might be better taking time away and maybe going to Japan or something, because at the minute AEW is so oversaturated with big names, ex-WWE names and stuff, that he could be buried a bit. Not buried, but like he could come in and not get the push that he deserves. And I thought, But on the other hand, I kind of want to see him in AEW straight away because it's Cesaro.
Now that Ethan Page and Christian Cage match is a thing, I think Eric Bischoff's way is better. Because you can't really shoehorn him in anywhere else, can you?
Oh, because that's the final spot.
Yeah, that's the final spot, isn't it?
That could, yeah. Is there only that many spaces confirmed?
Yeah,
I guess they could always do it anyway.
There is
but-
one TBD. Then no more spaces.
And it's Ethan Page or Christian Cage. Right.
Christian Cage, innit?
Yeah.
Can't be Ethan Page.
Well, Scorpio won.
No, I don't want Christian Cage in a ladder match.
yeah, you did.
What?
In 2022. Come on.
He took a one-winged angel off the middle rope.
He did a class one once where he was getting pushed off the ladder and put his foot out and bounced himself off the top rope and was back on the ladder.
Yeah,
Oh.
He did. He was beautiful. But wait. Isn't this the brass ring ladder?
Oh, yeah, it is. So that's
Christian
why-
Cage needs to grab the brass ring.
Oh, God,
Multi-time world champion.
The face of the revolution.
Yeah.
Christian Cage.
But they kind of... It would have been perfect with a bit more weeks' notice if this had happened because, wait, brass ring,
Yeah.
Cesaro, that's where that thing comes from. But
They could still get him in if they wanted to, in a way. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame because Cesaro is maybe like the ultimate example of wasted potential in WWE. So good.
Can't miss, missed.
Yeah.
They could have made it work if they wanted to.
Yeah, they just didn't want to.
They had it ready with Heyman.
Several times, wasn't it? The Heyman guy, yeah, and then that just didn't happen.
An interesting point, saying like he was only put with Cesaro to keep Brock Lesnar's name on TV.
Oh, God.
Yeah, while Lesnar was gone after the streak was broken. But he's got to be, let's look at the silver lining of the massive cloud that was Cesaro and WWE. Got to be like one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time in kayfabe. A specialist of the tag team. Right?
Absolutely.
The
Him and Billy
bar,
Gunn.
the bar were great.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the feud there before they were the bar was great as well.
And him and Tyson Kidd with the 50 million things on their heads. They were,
they were
great.
Team Cat.
Towel,
yeah.
headphones, cat ears,
Yeah. It was him and...
sunglasses.
What's his name?
Tyson Kidd.
No, the other one that was very briefly a member of that little stable.
Natalia.
Davey Boy Jr.
Whoa.
Adam Rose.
Oh, Adam Rose.
Yeah, there we go.
Adam Rose was
Cesaro, Adam Rose, Tyson Kidd.
Was
Cat.
it?
Yeah.
No.
fun fact.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember that one.
Exactly.
I remember thinking Adam Rose was going to be fantastic with those vignettes.
Right.
I was going to be like Russell Brand in that film
Yeah.
where he strokes the furry wall. What's that film called? Getting Rid of the Greek.
Getting rid of the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, shouldn't have been like the Russell Brand film. Should have been keep me employed by some other actor. Anyway, so Cesaro could go many places. He could go to AEW, go to Japan. He could go to Ring of Honor because Tony Khan revealed by starting off AEW Dynamite by going, bloody hell, guys, guess what? I've only got on board Ring of Honor.
He shouted
With
a
the
lot.
change
I
in me
wish he said
pocket.
it like that.
I wish
Yeah.
he'd said it like that.
I've only got Ring of Honor!
He was shouting.
That's right.
It's like he didn't realize what the microphone was for.
Look, when you're Tony Khan and you're that rich, you can sound a bit like.
He cuts a promo like a drunk person trying to get their girlfriend back on a night out. No, I didn't mean it. Come back.
That's good.
Someone's paying for the meal deal themselves this week. Oh, God. I thought it was a great promo. I love you. 5 stars.
If I just found it a little bit funny at the start where Tony Schiavone introduces him and then he goes, "Thank you, Tony." And for a minute I forgot that Schiavone's first name was Tony. So I thought he just misspoke and got nervous and said his own name. Like, "Thank you, Tony." No.
Come on, Tony, let's do this.
Yeah.
Good for him for not doing like what is the fate of the Ring of Honor. The Ring of Honor
Yeah.
is in these hands.
He did say, "Shane's not here, it's me."
Yeah.
He did make a little joke.
The name on the dotted line is Khan,
It would have been
but it's Nick.
Nah. We're going to do just cuts Ring of Honor in half, a giant pair of scissors.
I hope that I tweeted this as well. I hope that he gets a video library sorted for Ring of Honor.
I think that's what they've said, that he
Right.
is getting the Ring of Honor video library, because without that, it's not worth 50 pence.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point. And it is weird, like the giant, yeah, cheer from the crowd. It's like, hang on, if this many people bloody watch it towards the end, there wouldn't have been on this issue to begin with.
Well, yeah, but that's the same with.
Nostalgia.
I mean,
Aye.
yeah. But the,
Guess what, guys? Also bought by Power Slam magazine.
I was gonna make a really weird comparison, but it's not. They're not similar at all. But like, for example, like we've all done series and stuff before on YouTube, and when we've stopped doing them because they've not been doing enough views, people always complain and say, "Oh." So I
right.
mean, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm sure those people saying, "Oh, I want it back," watched it, but it's not.
All the waiting for Tony Khan to buy it.
Yeah. Tony Khan's gonna buy Wrestlers of the Week.
It is
Or
nice though.
WTF moments.
You can have it. Tony Khan. It was nice for Tony Khan to do that because I saw someone found a tweet from 10 years ago where someone must have asked him like, "Oh, what do you reckon of Ring of Honor these days?" Then Tony, Big Tone, Out Tone, and he was like, "Oh, it's not going to be the same without Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Claudio as well."
Yeah.
No.
And now look what's happened.
Yep.
Nearly come full circle. We're a Cesaro beach ball gap away from a full circle moment there.
Aye. Yeah, I loved it so much. I bought the company. Fantastic, Paul. I can't relate.
What was it? 20, 30, 40 million?
Oh, was it?
Are they on some money? I don't
know.
Is that cheaper than Joe
No
Linton?
way.
And with every reason as well.
He could have bought Joe. Yeah, he's been doing all right.
Oh, since we're transforming
But
into
he
a centre midfielder. Woohoo!
He could have. Imagine if he just bought Joe Linton instead.
You put the two together. You're the new GM of Ring of Honor. All right, Paul.
You just go around smashing folk. It'd be like having Brock Lesnar as your GM. That's what Joe Linton's like on the football pitch. Anyway, yes, cost a lot of money. This is just from the new, I don't know what the source was, but it was from Adam and Tom's news video this morning. Those figures were bandied about.
Oh, pocket change.
It must be nice, though, to have a dad, right?
I was going to say, yeah.
Who goes, you know what, before I die, just so I can see what you do with it, go and piss all my money away. Please. I want to watch my own money burn.
Yeah.
And then you release your secret evil son into the other company and see what he does.
Yeah, the low key to Tony's Thor. Right.
Yeah. I thought you meant low key there.
Yeah, because it was
Is he
funny
named
you
after
said.
a character, is he?
No, it's Loki's all one word in Thor.
Yeah. Wait, what? They're both. Yeah, they got confused.
No,
there.
Loki, the character's like
Yeah.
Loki, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Loki, the rest is K-O-N and K-N-O-B. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter.
K-N-O-B?
No, K-N-O knob. I was trying to. Absolutely.
That was nearly great.
I've balled it.
You were that close, mate. That was almost really good. Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
So K-N-O-B, that's not how you say. Oh, silly me.
Loki's from Star Wars. No, I didn't. I was so close. I was so close.
So, speaking of contract news and have lots of money, AEW apparently have picked up Brian Cage's option year. Everyone assumed, because he's not been on TV for months and commentary's been less than flattering towards Brian Cage, he'd be leaving. Presumably going to some other promotions out there that are more suited to him. No, Fightful Select are upon that Cage's option year has been picked up, meaning the machine will be with AEW through to February 2023. Cage seemed a bit surprised on this on Twitter. It's like, oh, really? Is this a response? There was an actor on Star Trek Voyager who complained about the show. He did not like it at all. And he always asked for more money every year, hoping they'd say no. And they always go, yeah, and just pay him. And he'd go, I have to do the bloody show now.
Fair enough.
It's interesting.
Cody, the guy with the... whatever. But
it's interesting, though, because I don't know if it's in your news notes as well, but the whole, what's his name? Chavo Guerrero situation.
I was going to finish with that, yeah.
So he had no
We'll go
idea.
back to that then.
He had no idea what was going on with his contract, because apparently Tony said, you go away and do whatever film it was. You'll have your job waiting for you when you come back. And he's obviously been removed from the AEW roster page and gone, what's going on here? And Brian Cage didn't know either. Interesting goings on.
Chavo says, that's news to me. I guess having at Tony Khan telling me to go film Young Rock Season 2, my job will be waiting for me when I'm done, didn't mean much. Then deleted it. Yep.
So there must be some sort of malfunction at the contractual junction or something like that.
Yeah. But I didn't notice Chavo had gone.
So, me neither.
Yeah.
He booked the limos, didn't he? That's all he did.
Well, it was meant to.
Right. He did very well.
It was meant to be when they were going to get Ric Flair in. Before with Andrade.
Yeah.
But then obviously Dark Side of the Ring. That episode came out and
So
Flair happened.
Chavo
was going to be was Chavo like their backup?
I thought you were going to say like Chavo was going to bring in Flair. I was like, what?
Well, they got
Chavo, what's the link? Yeah, Chavo, horse, Ketamine, Flair.
Chavo horse. Chavo golf.
Okay. Yeah.
White privilege, Flair.
Yeah.
Moving on. So, Brian Cage has been signed. I don't know if he wants to be signed, but he is. So,
good for him.
Well, nothing. Yeah, I think.
Look forward to seeing what he does.
What he doesn't do, yes. He's not been on TV since October. So, where we at now? Shotzi reveals reason for recent absence from WWE. Shotzi has been dealing with lower back pain. Right now, my lower back, I've actually got x-rays on it. It's nothing crazy. They said my pelvic bone is tilted forward. She does take some horrific bumps.
Yeah.
So
I must have been hard carrying NXT for that.
that's also true, yeah.
Hey. That's two wrestlers with tilted pelvises now.
Matt Hardy
and Shotzi.
Isn't Matt Hardy's fused?
Is it fused pelvis?
Oh, that was his.
Yeah, mine's got, because I remember laughing in an appropriate way at the idea of having a fused pelvis with a spine. So I'm trying to picture it going, I can't even, what does that look like? And people, and I'll... Thank you, Ross.
Just no lower back movement at all.
Yeah. And then Kyle O'Reilly.
You know those droids in like the Phantom Menace? Like,
oh, no.
No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. Yeah.
See what I was saying? I was very inappropriate and I laughed, and then you're making
not the tall, skinny ones, the little ones that pop up the shield. Yeah.
That's even funnier.
Thank you.
But I mean, inappropriate.
I feel bad, yeah.
God, you guys are horrible. Look at you with your bad sense of humour. Kyle O'Reilly says it's in my best interest to stay near Adam Cole.
Probably fair.
Yep. It's two best friends that anyone could have had, and they'll never, ever, ever leave each other. Says the headline there, and Cultaholic, the news hounds have written that. I think that's very
sounds like a Jack Atkins one. That he's a playful man. Yeah. He said upstairs they got a Greg's order in for lunch, and he was like, "Ross, you're not getting anything?" I was like, "No, I'm trying to be a bit healthier these days." And he's like, "Oh, I want you to get a yum yum with me, and then we can Lady in the Tramp it together." And he just turned back around. So, flattered.
And you didn't take him up on that offer?
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
I am.
Shame.
Recently, a couple of weeks ago in the pub.
Where's this going?
Kieran from Triple Jump. And Jack Atkins wasn't there. He's straight edge. He has been out. He just doesn't drink. But Kieran confessed. He was like, he is so funny. But Kieran's never said anything, so I can just imagine Kieran like tittering shyly in the corner whenever Jack pipes her. Jack Atkins he's a funny man. Yeah. He uses the word feral a lot, very well. Often describes himself as feral. Just a feral, balding scouser.
Just a miserable old man. Catch him on the classic Raw review with Tom Campbell.
No, I bet he's I need to listen to that, but I bet he's really happy on that.
Yeah.
I bet he's buzzing with it.
I mean, he has to to make it through. He literally leaves the office and goes to buy the strongest coffee he can or an energy drink just to keep up with Tom.
Keep up with Tom.
Oh, I mean, it's like trying to put a cat in a bath sometimes if you're not in your game. Absolutely. So.
Me, Tom, and Ross did it was actually a very measured, well thought out video. We hope the other day. So that'll be coming out soon.
Oh, what's that about?
It's literally called Objectively, who is better, AEW or WWE?
No,
We're really
Objectively.
we're really measured in it.
Oh no.
Subjective opinions on an objective matter.
Yeah.
We've got several categories, laid them all out. We said that we try to take the fan out of it and just said what they do well and what they don't do well for each promotion.
Okay.
And then, like, obviously at the end of each category, they got a vote. And then at the end of the video, whoever had the most
Tally up
votes
the
was the winner.
points. Wait and see.
Wait and see who won. It might not be who you think.
Or it might. I mean, who knows?
It could be. It was a 2-horse race. It's one of the other.
It doesn't matter. A lot of people are going to be like, this podcast, they've already put the comments at the bottom.
Yeah, I know. People make their mind up before they click on it. So.
Yeah, of course they have.
Yeah.
But good job putting the effort in. Like you putting the effort in with the weirdest episode of
Matthew
99
was
Raw.
watching my series, everybody. Yeah, I know.
It's going to snow tonight, isn't it?
No, thank
It's
you
been
very
because
much.
Ross has been like, oh, it's nice of you to get the shows next up and not watch any of them. I'm like, oh, God, they're right. I need to watch more of the shows.
No, thank you. Luke, I've got to give credit to, did an amazing job on the edit. It's so funny. I've never seen anyone do what he did where he put me like in the crowd at one point. Or the funniest one was when I'm explaining how Farouk and Bradshaw are having an argument and all the rest of the corporate ministry are around them going like, lads, calm down. And he puts me in the crowd with them going, lads, calm down. It was really good.
That was some good work.
I enjoyed doing it. I'll give it, you know what? I'll give a preview of what the next one is.
Oh, go on.
Go on. No, it's me, isn't it?
Yes, you told me to go on. You're the one who's going on.
Read my mind. It is one of the early weekly TNA pay-per-views. Oh yes.
no.
We're staying on the Russo
Is
train.
it the one with a certain wrestler in a certain bin?
No.
Okay.
It's not that one. It's a little bit more obscure, but people will have heard of it. Some people will have heard of it.
The Johnsons?
No, they're not.
No?
Yet.
Oh,
no,
wow, all
it's I'll tell you in the break between
Okay,
segments.
go on then.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. There's a tease. And that's all the news we have. Oh, there's a little thing about Cain Velasquez.
Oh my god.
Allegedly,
This is just a sad story now. Now that more's come out about it.
some of it feels a bit good, but was it allegedly he
man.
allegedly shot against a man who was alleged
Yes.
to be doing
I don't know
stuff?
how you
Molested,
word it.
molested,
Yeah,
molested.
All right,
molested.
there we go. Something like YouTube algorithm, but yeah, molesting children, and he allegedly shot him a bit.
Man.
I mean, I'd say fair play to Cain Velasquez.
I
for doing
know,
what he did.
but I'm sad for him though. It's a horrible situation.
Yeah, it is really bad.
I mean,
I think he might be getting sentenced like today as the podcast goes live, isn't
right.
it?
when it first happened, before that extra bit came out at the end, I was shocked and I'd only met him for like an hour, but I interviewed him.
You
and
did,
he was,
didn't you? God,
and he was he was such a nice guy. And I remember thinking, because when you read that story, you just think he's just lost his mind. He's just shot. You didn't.
No,
You,
right, right.
you never
Cain
think
Velasquez shoots somebody.
You never
like,
think it's because of what it might probably or is alleged to have been about. And I was, and the office were like, Jack, come on, he didn't. Like, I was like, he seemed like such a nice man. They were like, yeah, but you don't know him. I was like, yeah, you're right. But he did come across very genuine. So, as much as it's a horrible and sad situation, it makes sense now. It makes more sense. But it's just sad, isn't it?
I went through something like that this week. After Glenn Jacobs took to Twitter a few
oh
times.
God, there we go. I'm getting all the
There's
happy stuff out of the way.
6 years of me going, Kane's my favourite of all time. Documented on YouTube. Multiple times.
Cain the wrestler.
No, Cain the wrestler.
I know, but nobody
Who's
ever...
Glenn Jacobs? I never heard him
Nobody
before.
ever
Who'd he ever
separates
be?
the art from the artist, do they?
I think you have to now, or you're
You
screwed.
do.
I know. But
You'll never be able to listen to a whole lot of love. Watch you.
Yeah. On that lovely downbeat bit, we're actually just, on roller coasters, they go down and then they chug. We're doing this bit with all the miserable stuff because up next,
Well,
it's the Hall of Fame.
well, there's a miserable bit coming next as well, so it continues to go down.
Whoa, just tease, go on.
Down, deeper and
Down,
down, as
down,
the
down,
quo
down.
said. Rock on the quo. Like Les Battersby now.
What's the downbeat?
Huh?
What's the negative bit?
The Hall of Fame segment.
Oh, right, I thought there's a bit of news I missed. Fantastic. Can't wait for it. And you don't have to because it's right now.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Now it's time for my personal favourite segment right now. Ross is hitting the microphone. It is the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
I'll be hitting more stuff if this carries on for a few weeks.
In condescending order from last week.
I'll happily. I feel like I'm going to be last, and I'll take it.
You were
and
just
sit
happy
back.
to be
I'm just
there
gonna
last
sit
week,
back
Jack,
and just
yeah.
watch the fireworks.
Small village pubs, 14%. A
Not
lovely
bad.
story,
not
though.
Bad,
lovely
not bad.
story.
I'll take it. Thank you, everyone.
You painted a beautiful picture. We could picture all the people looking at you with disgust as you walked in.
I've been the squash match. Now on to the main event. Here we go.
There we go. World peace.
Right, so world peace, everyone. That's the opposite of war. World peace came second in the Hall of Fame this week.
30%.
It just sounds awful.
The fans have made their mind up. They don't want peace.
I know what we want.
They want Hank the Tank,
Yeah!
who someone
Hank
has
the
helpfully
Tank.
edited.
Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank, in capital letters, who is a fraud. Well,
Yes.
funny you say that, because yes, not only is Hank the Tank a winner of the Hall of Fame segment, Hank the Tank is a big bear.
He's not even real.
He is
No,
real.
no. Hank the Tank was a bear who was accused multiple entrance and befouling, besmirching of trash cans and discarded pizza slices across America. Not only has he won the Hall of Fame this week, but he's won his innocence. According to the number one name in journalism, TMZ. You've heard how authorities use DNA to nail scofflaws for what's a scofflaw? For a variety of misdeeds. Well, sometimes DNA can absolve a suspected offender. ... for dramatic effect. And that's the case with Hank the Tank. The Jamie Clarkson delivery there. This poor bear.
No, he's a
bear.
fraud. He's a liar. He's a
bear
myth.
Was about to be euthanized for allegedly breaking into at least 28 homes in South Lake Tahoe in search of food. Authorities believed Hank was the culprit and they were taking steps to possibly kill the bear. Here's how it all went down. There was another bear break-in last Friday, and the immediate thought was to pin it on Hank the Tank.
Gotta be Hank.
A DNA test was performed, and lo and behold, the bear burglar was a female who was on file with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. So Hank was on the
Fish
clear.
and wildlife.
You know, what are you, a bear? Well, you're not a fish.
Put it in the wildlife folder.
The good, yeah, hang on, let me open them. The good folks at the DFW, my favorite wrestling promotion, decided to look at the other break-ins Hank was accused of and discovered in their investigation and thorough DNA evidence that 3 other bears, 2 being female, were responsible for many of them. They are unsure how many can be pinned on Hank due to DNA not being available for all of the break-ins. Yeah, those ones who wore a glove. The DFW were relying on police reports and witness statements for property owners who may have falsely identified Hank.
Oh, dear
So
me.
authorities now have a change of heart, and the spokesperson of the Department of Fish and Wildlife tells us no bear will be euthanized or even relocated. So he got away with it, just like OJ.
Oh my God.
So
hang
happy
on.
behind the day. Justice for Hank.
Another California-based.
There you go. Yes.
There's just a hole like in between 2 bins. Like, does your nozzle? That bit of the face on the
Yeah.
bear? Nozzle? Does your
Snout.
Snout. Does your snout fit there, Hank?
Oh yeah,
It's too
if
small.
the snout doesn't fit.
You must have quit.
Oh dear me.
But still, it's bollocks because he's a fraud.
Oh, why is he a fraud?
Because he's 4 bears. It's 3 or 4.
He's
Four.
He's one bear, but he was framed
He's
by
one
2 other
bear.
bears.
Hank the Tank
Yes,
is
but
real.
we-
His crimes were not.
You laced this Hall of Fame nomination with the legend of Hank the Tank, not just the actual physical bear. So I think a lot of people have been swindled here against world peace.
The weird thing is,
Who do you ever beat?
I'm confused how they framed this story as if Hank's done none of these crimes. Presumably, he has broken into some
yeah.
houses,
Yeah.
just not as many as we
Oh,
thought.
they couldn't get the DNA evidence to link him to the crimes.
Hank's a free man.
The guy, how bad's that going to be if you're a homeowner? Well, I went outside, me bins are in half, and there was a bear walking away with a big smile on its face. Yeah, but did you see it do it? No. Well, can I arrest him?
Someone, because a lot of people tweeted us about this update.
I've had
thank you.
loads of tweets.
And I like the one who was just the meme of the guy with his lawyer looking really relieved in court, just like that.
Yes, the patron comments have been running rampant, rather like 3 bears in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah. 3 bears, not just 1.
3 bears, that's it. So can't wait for the other nicknames to kick in.
I can't believe if that's won over world peace.
I
I
can't.
can.
The notion of world peace, harmony for all, not in the Hall of Fame.
Boring.
Funny bear story. Whoa.
Funny bear story. A
Maybe
bear
me.
with a funny name for the event. Oh no, the Avengers of Funny Animals can't fight him now.
The funny thing, if he was called like Fuzzy the Bear, I think it's because he's got a person name that it's funnier and
Yeah.
it rhymes.
Yeah, if we just a bear's been eating food, like, oh,
Yeah. Hank the
no big deal.
Tank.
Hank the Tank, oh, sign me up.
And the picture of him.
Yeah.
Which looks like that picture of like the little sumo and the big sumos in the
Yeah.
background. And yeah. Is it Akibone? It might not probably isn't. I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's like that time, the picture of the kid trying to like drag his really fat dog for a walk. He goes, come on, whatever, come for a walk. He goes, Jesus Christ, kid, I don't need to walk, I need a pizza. Anyway, so that is Hank the Tank. Thank you very much for putting it. Hopefully, Hank the Tank can be like up to scale in the rest of the Hall of Fame. So we have to put everything else really small to the left. And obviously the three of the bears who helped. So it's a bit weird now because this has become a battlefield. There's no world peace in the Hall of Fame selection.
No, there's not.
I liken it to, it's like a chess match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I want is a win for the air, and I'll just stop. I'll relent. I'll just go back to picking bollocks.
Yeah, but now you've said that, you really have taunted the Patreon people on the comments because now they're like, all right.
But I'm banking on, because a lot of people made a big hoo-ha about when the poll goes live on the Patreon, because they haven't seen the podcast and you're just going off what's said there. And I always put them in different orders as to who said what.
Oh, yeah.
Just to try and catch people
And
out.
you edit them to say
that's
that
why
is a fraud at the end as well. Didn't help you at all.
I think that was just after.
I was just after.
Sure it was.
Oh, yeah, I'll put the poll live before this shocking revelation came out, this latest development about Hanks the Tanks. Not just singular.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the Hank engine.
Oh, where's that edit? Anyway, so
Oh, yeah, that'll be one.
yeah, I got 7 Mac 11s, 8 30. Anyway, sorry. Hall of Fame pick has been weird this week because I was trying to think of something this good, but nothing's really come to mind. So I've gone for an old favourite that I don't think has been covered. It's the wonderful world of the Cultaholic Podcast. Yeah, one of the finest TV moments in the history of English TV. We've had Dirty Dan.
I think I know, because were you watching it on Twitch the other night?
Yes, I was.
I think you've mentioned this on the podcast
I think I have before.
but I don't know if
think-
you've nominated.
But now it's Hall of Fame time.
Yeah.
It's a touchdown. We've had such moments as the journalist.
Oh, I thought
from
it was that
Blind
one.
Date.
Sorry, I thought you were
No,
going
no,
for
I
the
think
journalist
we could cover that to death. We've definitely put that in the Hall of Fame. haven't we?
Okay, right, fair enough.
But that's nice we saw that.
Maybe.
We've put that. We've put other great moments that I can't quite think of the head. The point is, this is a moment from the wonderful little TV show for kids. There we go. Nightmare.
Oh, yes.
Which, back in the day, they get 3 kids to watch another kid with a big bin over his head, and he'd walk around a chroma keyed background.
Go forwards,
Yeah.
go left.
Where am I?
I'm just going to say, I don't think we should play it because I realised on the back end yesterday that the podcast where we played the animal footage got demonetized.
Oh,
Can you
I
describe-
wondered if copyright was the
Can
thing
you
on this.
describe?
Oh, you know what? Can you play the audio and I'll just do it? So, can you show like a screenshot of it? There we go. If you show that and then cut to us, and we'll dramatically reenact it with our lovely friend.
Oh,
I've got no idea what's going on.
himself,
mate.
Jack. No worries. So is that the do nightmare? So yeah, 3 kids tell another kid what to do because
Yeah.
obviously you can't see. He's walking around the CGI'd world of fantasy and myth, and they're trying to. The guys, the adult friends, are trying to help them out because kids can be dumb sometimes, especially in a weird fantasy show. So they go, all right, the instructions: go forwards, go right, go there, no, do the thing, kill the goblin, that type of thing. So obviously you can't see anything because there's just nothing there in reality. So in this scenario, it's a guy called Simon. And if you go back a bit, if you just play the audio, obviously come off here so we don't get copyright struck. There we go. You start playing the audio from the start, please.
It's probably risky to just play the.
Oh, even the audio's bad. All right, never mind
Well,
then. In the previous room, he's just stopped talking to a monk, and he goes, all right, Simon. And so they see the dark room to the right, and they go, all right, you just go in the dark door there, go to the next bit. And one of his friends goes, sidestep to the left. And his other friends go, no, right. Oh, all right. So he goes, all right. So he goes that way. He does,
Criss-cross.
right. Yeah. Charlie Brown. And then he's like, all right. So it's foreshadowing. Because then he goes through that door and he scroll forward, keep on going. There, stop. There we go. So it's the where am I? I always say that. And they go, you're in a room. And then the really overdramatic actor goes, warning team, the bricks are falling apart. You mustn't take much time in this room. So like, oh God, it's falling apart. There's obviously a huge big pile of, gone out talk, a hole to the left, a big pile of a hole to the left.
Oh my God.
So, can you see where this is going?
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm painting a wonderful picture here, even if I can't bleed and talk. The guy who gave the instructions last time panics and goes, oh, he's going to die if I don't say something. So obviously with the big hole to his left, His mate says, Simon, sidestep to your left. And then he does so, and watch what happens very quickly. If we can just like frame by frame. Boom! And the skull appears, and the two adults there, if you scroll on to the right, if you can see the blurry quality, having to cover their entire faces with their hands. Especially the one, the elf twink is having to just like, oh no.
The elf twink?
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the day. And Traegar's like, oh no, methinks you did not mean to do that to you. You know, like, because you can't go a bunch of kids, stupid kids, to left and right. And the kids look good.
Do they have lives, or is it just one chance?
No, that's it. No, it's brutal.
Oh dear.
It's all like set up. It's like, well, you have the mirror of fortune. You've got the cake of goodness. It's like, well, these kids are doing right. Sidestep to left. You're like, well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? So yeah.
I used to be on Challenge with like Takeshi's Castle and stuff.
Yeah.
I was too young for the original, but yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good stuff. We should, if there was a way we could do that for a series on the
I'd
channel.
love to do that.
But like wrestling, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
Do it on Triple Jump.
Yeah. Hey, I'll catch you next time, kid, on the payment. Warning, team, we will not pay you. Get the hot dog now.
Can you be the guy if we do it?
I'd love to do it. So yeah, it's one of those happy little memories, because Nightmare was a beloved show that just never came back for some reason. And there's many bits, but that's it's like going to make fun and asking about Hell in the Cell to be like, hey, remember that one time that guy died? Because under to left and right. There's another one where there's a big stone head that appears and goes, what's the password? And the guy's like, the kids look like just terrified of the CGI head wall, like, oh God. And the guy's like, looking through the notes. Jim, say red, blue, green, yellow. And he goes, red, grey, blue. And they go, no. And he's like, nom, eats a kid. And then it's like, Traegar's like, I'm not going to be too mean on you children, but whoa.
I wish you would come back.
I'll do that for the rest of the show. So yeah, that is my pick. We're going to put that in the text.
You've done really well considering that we couldn't really play it.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Yeah, you've described
that.
it really well.
Nightmare, that one kid dying.
But well enough to
enough
to win the Hall of Fame for a third week.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
New brave adventurer Ross, what do you have?
Well, I feel like I could put Vladimir Putin in after last week's
Oh my
vote.
God, are you joking?
No, I'm not.
What?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you are?
Instead, I'm going to go for the very brave and valiant people of Ukraine.
Oh my God.
No.
Because I want to win. I want to win. I want to win.
They both got me. Summing up a TV show from 30 years ago, whatever Jack's going to put in, and the Ukraine situation.
I want to win the Hall of Fame. Just once this year, that's all I'm asking for, people at home. I'm going to continue down this route until I win one.
I've got 2 points why maybe you shouldn't do that. One, we don't know what's going to happen a week from now.
Oh, no, we don't.
2, what if it loses?
Princess Diana.
You should have picked a better country, team. Oh, God, no.
I've tried with Princess Diana. I've tried with the concept of world... Well, not even the concept, just world peace. That's failed.
I mean, in fairness, Maffew was picking like NHS workers and stuff.
Yeah, he was pandering. Shop workers.
This
been
is
down
a new-
there.
This is a new
You
level.
keep on bringing that up. They absolutely deserved it.
This
I was
is- yeah,
watching
these people
firsthand.
deserve it.
The people of Ukraine not deserve it, Maffew.
I was watching firsthand people getting like treated like crap by people. Like, I have to queue longer now. COVID's a thing. They were being horrible. So that's why
Would
I
you
said
rather
it.
have an RC pensioner shout at you for incompetent service in their opinion, or a war going on in your homeland? How dare
No,
you?
when you put it like that, I'm just not going to say anything. And I'm going to put a jack.
So, yeah,
but
the people of Ukraine
shocking.
for the Hall of Fame.
I don't even want to make a nomination.
Yeah, so no, Jack's like, well, no pressure, pal.
I'll just say what I was going to nominate.
I'm not
but
gonna win, am
obviously
I?
I don't. Yeah, of course you are.
You're not going to win. Yeah, but at what cost?
I nominated
yeah.
world peace last week.
Oh,
no one wants that.
This
The
is more
day a war
specific.
started, I nominated world peace. Didn't happen.
Anyway, so on Reddit,
Go on, Jack. The concept of cheese or something.
on Squared
Go on.
Circle,
Oh, here we go.
some guy got Brian Alvarez.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Oh, this is definitely
so-
beating Ukraine.
No, it's not, but it's really good though. Is it the Shrek one that you've seen? Because I've seen the Shrek one.
The Shrek one. Oh,
Will I be able to play a bit of it?
No, it should be
I should be
Cameo
alright.
should be fine.
Can you find it?
Wrestling Observer Newsletter,
There was
copyright
these-
strikers.
He started with the Spider-Man one, didn't he?
Yeah. So Brian Alvarez has been doing Cameo. Brian Alvarez is, of
I've
course...
just checked my phone and I've got really bad news. My girlfriend's had a delivery of flowers at her work for one of the students that she works with, and she thought it was from me for her, and it just wasn't. And this is now my fault. She went, "Oh, I feel silly, ha ha ha." And now I'm like, "Oh no."
Get us some on the way home.
I know, yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you can get flowers, or there's...
I've got a couple of days. I'm not seeing her until the weekend.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Get them now. What if all the flower shops are shut
sells
tomorrow?
flowers around here?
Richard Tubman's mom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but she's up like further north.
Mates race, huh?
She'll get them
Maid's
delivered.
rates. Oh.
I'm sure she'll get them delivered.
Anyway, the Brian Alvarez thing. Sorry. So he's reviewing. I don't know if we should.
Jack forgot
Wait,
to get
instead of-
flowers
instead of-
for his girlfriend.
Instead of me talking about it,
We should have got a transcript, just had Maffew do it.
yeah. Instead of me talking about any of this, should we just play the whole thing? Because it's like,
3 minutes
is it 3
long.
minutes long? I think it's worth just, and then we can end the segment.
Hopefully the kids today know what Shrek is.
It's so good.
Had Shrek and the
he's
Donkey
looking good.
versus the Knights. So it opened up with there's all these knights, and then there's a castle, and there's a dude. I presume he's the king, and he's explaining some convoluted. There's a princess, and he wants somebody to go rescue the princess, and blah 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 blah. It was straight out of one of those old TNA where they put like 8 screens of rules, and then Mike Tenay goes, "It's really quite simple." So then Shrek shows up, and after all of this talk about what the rules are, now plans change. Now the rules are whoever kills Shrek, whichever one of you knights kills Shrek, you, I guess, are going to go save the princess. Which I don't even know what. I mean, do they get the princess afterwards? I have no idea. So Shrek gets this metal cup, and he takes a big swig, and then he bangs the spigot of this keg, and all of this liquor flows out and presumably drowns half the night. And then all of a sudden, Ronda Rousey's music hit, and I'm waiting for Ronda Rousey to come out. No Ronda Rousey. So it was either the music dude hit the wrong button, or she missed her cue, whatever. So
Matthew, bad
Shrek,
reputation for
double
using this scene.
clothesline, running drop kicks, high cross, latter of which looked worse for him than for the other guys. He put one of them in the hurt lock, and they're actually...
So we couldn't leave the whole thing in because Brian Alvarez swears during it. He just explains the Shrek versus the Knights from Shrek in very Brian Alvarez terms. So there we go. That's my Hall of Fame nomination. Check it out if you want. People can check it out for themselves on Squared Circle. It'll still be somewhere near the top, I assume.
You seen the Spider-Man one?
Yeah.
When he
No.
goes, and then whatever it was, like, Spider-Man gets his web. He says web.
When he talks about Donkey again later on, he goes, "The donkey, the ass, kicks one of the Knights." It's very good. It turns out Brian Alvarez is really self-aware. Matthew, is everything all right?
Yeah, Nom's asking Brian Alvarez if he'll do the same for the last fight scene in Street Fighter the movie.
Oh,
Van Damme and
yes.
Raul Julia.
But I think you might have to pay him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
If I pay you.
Oh, please.
We ask him if you'll do Straight to Hell.
Also, my friend
Oh, God.
asks if you do podcasts. Not your own ones, obviously. He knows who you are.
Look at this flex from
As my
Matthew.
friend asks if you do
Oh,
podcasts.
just got Brian Alvarez on speed dial.
I emailed Alvarez about a year ago.
He's a big fan.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand any of the jokes, but he loves you. Yeah, so that's a good pick. Brian Alvarez
Thank
is only
you,
becoming a meme or self-aware, I guess, because he has such a beautiful, distinctive voice. When I grow up, I want to be him. Because, my God, it was the real sign of how bad the COVID lockdown thing was when Brian Alvarez started looking nearly his age.
He looks great now. He looks younger again.
Yeah, he's normal
He's
again.
ageless.
We're back. So that's good. So Brian Alvarez doing Shrek.
The
Some
people,
kid who can't tell it's left and right on Nightmare. And what's the other thing again, Ross? Do you want to remind us?
that would be the valiant and brave people of Ukraine.
I'm not annoyed that he's picked. I'm not annoyed. Obviously, it should win. But he's dragged this Hall of Fame through.
Didn't
the
we
mud.
have the honorary Hall of Fame segment for a bit?
Yeah, well, that could not just be
because enough
just be an honorary one.
shop workers in or whatever. Yeah, and it was
Just get it in straight away, and then
Yeah.
Ross can pick. I don't know.
Ross is doing that thing where he pretends
jeans.
not to hear us.
I've nominated the valiant people.
Oh my God!
Ah.
This is
So
a
how-
new low on the podcast.
What
all I
are you
want
going
is
to
one
do
win.
if it...
You've
I
won
sound like,
loads,
I sound
you've
like
won
Hulk
loads of
Hogan
these
now, but
before.
what are you going to
You've
do
won them
I've won
before.
when
precisely.
Ukraine doesn't win?
Sorry?
What are you going to do when Ukraine doesn't win?
I'll have to think about that, won't
I
I?
think Ukraine will win.
Are you going to go and turn the other cheek and then vote another country in?
No.
Okay, good. As long as that doesn't happen, sorry.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, you've won before.
I've won 0 this year. I need to go.
What
It's
year
only
was
March.
it? When was last?
It's only March, he says.
Who was president when you last won?
Clinton.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Taft.
Tweeting from his bath. So, on that weird note, the nominees again, just to remind you, that one kid dying on Nightmare, brackets, ha ha ha, he fell down.
Brian Alvarez reviewing Shrek.
Brian Alvarez reviewed Shrek,
Yeah.
and then the brave and valiant people of Ukraine. You too can be a part of history by voting in this Hall of Fame by going to patreon.com/cultaholic. Please leave your comments on there, if nothing else, because God, we've been getting a lot of them recently. Probably a bit more after this, I imagine. See you next week if we're still here.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
This week in wrestling.
But before that,
Oh.
breaking news from Louis Dangour.
Oh, him.
Louis
Danger
Dangour.
Door.
Danger Door.
Danger Door.
Matthew always says that in his head when he reads his name, he reads it as Danger Door.
Yeah.
Danger Door saying that Tyson Fury has confirmed to give me sport. Whether that isn't that he's coming back to WWE.
Does it say what? Does he say for what?
Money.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. He's fighting obviously Dillian White soon, so
Yes.
that's the Wembley. So
That's
I
gonna be
assume
good.
after that we'll have a summer of
Is it
Tyson.
going to be good? Or is Tyson Fury just going to box his head off?
Tyson Fury batter.
That's what I want to see.
Okay, right.
So it's going to be good.
Because isn't Dillian White? I don't know what he's like. Is he not a bit more of a swinger?
Dillian,
Yeah, he's like.
yeah.
Is he like a smaller?
He's the
Deontay
Louisville
Wilder?
Slugger.
Yeah, so
from somewhere
But
else.
if he did that against a guy with bigger range than him, then it's like, all right, he's trying to
I'm
out cardio,
trying to be Tyson
you know,
Fury. With his little
Cesaro.
little feints.
And also,
I can't say the
Kyrie,
word, I don't know if it's allowed.
Kyrie saying going back to Stardom. There is your news. We're all
What,
caught
she
up.
boxing Dillian White? Or what?
No,
Oh,
she-
yeah, I forgot that. That was part of the news. Yeah,
against
sorry. they
Starlight
dabbed
Kid. That's
Yeah.
Dillian White's nickname.
Oh yeah.
Dillian White, the Starlight Kid.
on it. Put the J-pop on the way of the ring. Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
going to look so silly now if Dillian White wins. Oh, and Tyson
Don't
Fury's
say
just going
that.
to box his head
Don't
off.
say that, no. It could happen. It's boxing.
No,
These
no,
things
yeah.
happen on a regular basis. But
Well,
still.
Usyk bloody beat Anthony Joshua. I watched that one.
Well, no, but I mean,
Oh,
he's good, though.
he was-
Like,
The commentary were like, oh yeah, Joshua's bigger. He's going to use his size and that. But the other guy was.
Was this
Usyk-
Adam Smith?
I don't know who it was. I don't really know my boxing pundits apart from Bazinga, the YouTuber. Anyway,
I watch is it Boxing Legends TV or whatever?
okay.
Or-
Oh, the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Can't remember
Is
the
that
name.
one with the really
Office
deep voice?
Boxing. No.
Back in the day, Roy Jones Jr.
Oh, no, that guy's good. Yeah, that is the one, yes.
Wrestling news now. Back in the day,
Roy Jones Jr. was a
had
boxer.
and he had an intercourse with Adam. Stop there.
We'll move
Wrestling
on.
news now.
This week in
Stupid-
wrestling.
Stupid YouTube channel.
Yes, we are. Ronda Rousey opens the show with an in-ring interview where she talks about that match with Shrek. No, she talks about her absence from wrestling and wanting to come back for her mother. She says she wants to make Charlotte Flair submit at WrestleMania. Charlotte interrupts and says that she's going to make Ronda tap instead.
She's going to
Yeah,
tap
so
instead.
she can leave again and work on her second baby.
Yeah, I remember that
That
sentence was
difficult
confusing.
second baby.
I remember that sentence was confusing, so I tried to put italics in, but I think I've messed it up more. Yeah.
That's fine. I appreciate it, though.
Second baby syndrome, a thing? You have second season syndrome when you're a football club, just
You have
newly promoted.
the difficult second album when
Yeah,
you're a
different second
musician.
albums
yeah.
also, yeah. Sonya Deville attacks Ronda from behind, and Charlotte slams her leg in the ring post. Sonya taunts Ronda, who hits her with a judo throw. Sonya bravely runs away like all the bad people in WWE do. Afterwards, Adam Pearce books Ronda versus Sonya for next week.
By the way, that's just reminded me there. Seems like there's about 4 baby faces in WWE now, especially
Right.
after Raw, which
I was
we'll
going
get
to
to.
say,
but
yeah. Not a lot of them, yeah.
I thought it was interesting that Ronda said she wants to be the first woman in half a quadrennial to tap out Charlotte Flair. And I Googled what a quadrennial is because I'd never heard of that word
Yeah.
before. 4 years.
Oh, right.
So she
Oh,
wants to be the
that's what it means?
Half a quadrennial. So 2 years.
stupendous. It's stupendous 2 years. Half a quadrennial. I do like the little doubt they've put in, though, with the leg.
Yeah.
The surgically repaired leg 8 times or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was okay.
7 times, sorry.
Yeah.
But then Sonya and Ronda's next week, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
okay.
That'll be a steamroll affair.
Yeah.
I mean, if she really wants to beat Ronda, she'll just focus on a standing game and fighting. But, sorry.
It seems like the feud with Naomi could be over now. The Sonya Naomi feud finally.
Oh yes,
That was just to get them
But it didn't.
up to this point.
So it didn't really have a satisfying ending because the ending was Naomi didn't get revenge. She got saved by a one-armed Ronda Rousey.
Oh no, she got the big win in Saudi Arabia. That'll teach Sonya for saying she's got
No, I assume they're going to
leading lady. What was it? Leading lady chutzpah.
Yeah, you're a supporting character who thinks you're the main actor.
Yeah, that showed her.
Yeah, there we go.
Having her friend Ronda do the dirty work for her.
Yeah. The New Day beat Los Lotharios after Big E threatens to run Humberto over with his ATV.
What's with this ATV then?
Because it's a
toy.
toy.
Oh, it's a new toy. They're promoting a toy. Right.
I thought it was going to be
New
like
toy.
dropping Stone Cold Steve Austin references in before he came back, but no, it's a toy. Big E rides a quad bike for some reason now. Do you reckon he's ever ridden a quad bike?
No.
Down the streets of Orlando where he lives? I don't think so.
I reckon Big E can do that if he wants to.
Yeah, he probably could.
Backstage, Sheamus and Ridge Holland tried to intimidate the New Day, who ride off on the ATV.
Why is the ATV a thing now? It's not. It doesn't strike me as very New Day.
Toys, don't it?
I think they can get away with it. New Day.
They've all been about breakfast food and big colourful things.
Now
and
they're rootin'
lunchboxes.
tootin' farmer boys.
Now they're sassy Southern Bells.
They've seen JB and BJ. JB and BJ on NXT 2.0 and thought, I want some of that.
Yeah.
So you want some of that? Oh, you.
They've been watching old TNA and they saw the Dups. They said, I want to be the Dups.
Yeah.
Kayla Sparks, though, before you continue, made
on.
history because she was on Rampage and on SmackDown nearly at the same time.
Oh.
She was on the kiss cam for the Lethal Lovers Los Lotharios.
Oh, I didn't even know this.
Oh.
Aye.
Wow. She's crossed the line. Crossed the line.
It was a good little match, though.
It was just
But
a little
Pat
mini
McAfee
feud.
was
Pat
like,
McAfee was
this
like,
is historic.
Yeah, right. This is the greatest tag match. It's like, it's not really, though, is it, mate? Maybe we just used the high standards, but like, there's no drama.
I still like Pat.
Yeah, I still like him, but I think, who was it pointing out the show? He's like,
I've ruined him for Ross. I've ruined him for Ross forever.
you know, the opening contest. My God! Yeah.
I saw it was the Super Bowl a few weeks ago, and he put like an insane bet on just the result of the coin flip at the start. And there's live stream footage of him going like, "Come on, Tails, come on!" And then he's like, "Oh."
That's him watching Sonic 2.
Because I think the tennis player, Billie Jean King, the old tennis player.
Oh, yeah.
I think she comes out to flip the coin. He's like, "Come on, Billie Jean." I've spat everywhere there, for God's sake.
Nakamura and
Do my
Rick
pie
Boogs drive the all-new Toyota Tundra down to the lake to go kayaking. Damn, that's a fine vehicle. So are they doing a toy as well, or what?
No, this is just to promote the new Toyota.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? He's just lost the IC title. He's never been worse. He's never been more pushed. His ex-tag guy's left. Let's go for a drive.
I
Go
assume
down the lakes.
they need the resident wrestler driver after Samoa Joe left. Because Samoa Joe had that series, didn't he? Where he'd drive a massive pickup and then pick up a wrestler. Then they'd put the tailgate thingy down and sit down and do an interview. It was on the Outjobes.
I literally have no
I
memory of
feel
that.
like I want to watch that.
I watched one with Rhea Ripley.
What was it called?
Samoa Joe goes driving
probably
with
like
a wrestler.
tailgating or something. Yeah.
Produced by Jerry Seinfeld.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay, yeah, this was a segment that happened. This segment escaped from NXT 2.0.
Yeah.
And appeared on SmackDown.
Yeah. American cars, man, they're so much bigger than normal
Yeah,
cars.
it's because the roads,
crap.
man.
We
They
get,
do
like-
roads properly over there.
That's not it. That wasn't a Yaris they were driving, was it? That was a monster
and
truck.
their parking spaces. Their car parks are fantastic.
But all
over
of
there.
America's a car park, though. There's
I
car
know.
parks everywhere.
But ours are like as big as this laptop. You have to get four
That's
cars in this
quirky.
gap.
Because we have history and medieval villages and that.
No, we should
Damn
knock
it.
down the old buildings and make
Yeah.
lovely big car parks so we can have bigger cars.
Do you not love a listed building? Newcastle's full of them.
No,
We've
because
got a lovely looking town.
we can't extend the stadium because of a listed building behind the East Stand. It's in James's Park.
Which one is it?
I don't know what it's called. Lee's something or other.
Oh.
Is that why? That's why St James's Park looks like that.
That's why it's like,
Yeah.
can't extend it backwards.
Ha 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 ha.
What a shame.
We're in League One. I can't.
Well, see you soon.
Yeah.
So,
No, you're doing well now.
Oh, we're flying now.
We'll see. What was I talking about here? Yeah, that's why,
Wrestling.
I'll move on, from cars. The Viking Raiders attack the Usos backstage.
Yeah, because the Usos beat them up. Remember? They
That's
didn't
right.
have the match in
It's a
Saudi
feud
Arabia.
that never starts.
Yeah.
This was funny, because they were like, you can smell them when they're coming. And then they came and they didn't smell them.
God, what were they like?
Those
Oh.
those Vikings, eh?
I'm sure the match.
Smelly Vikings.
I'm sure the match will be good when they have it.
If they have it.
Just have it. Have it now. Have it next week.
Yeah, but
Is this a
then
WrestleMania feud, is it?
It has to be. There's 2 bloody nights of it.
That's a long way to go of segments just going like, oof, they're smelly Vikings, them. Oof, they're really well put together royal family members of a tribal chief.
I think they can do that. They only need to do it for about 4 weeks, don't they? I think they can drag it out. It won't be good, but I think they can do it.
I believe in them.
Yeah.
I'm skipping ahead. Xia Li beats Natalya. And what I guess is kind of revenge, but not really.
She's a
beating up
protector.
Alia. Yeah, it's protecting Alia, but she was late doing it.
The Protector.
Crowd loved this. Apparently, Natalya live insulted Hershey's chocolate, but that was not shown on the episode. So out of nowhere, the crowd started chanting Hershey's chocolate.
No, they didn't.
No,
because this is
Pat McAfee said
my move of the week.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Pat McAfee saving the day.
Yeah.
Saying Xia Li's got it. Instead
Amazing.
of Hershey's chocolate.
Nothing gets that man down. Not even
famous-
gravity gets that man
That
down.
famous wrestling chant, X has got it.
Yep.
He is good, isn't he, Pat?
Yeah. it's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
It is funny.
Even though I was criticising, go, haha. No, he is. I generally like listen to him.
Oh, yeah.
Best commentary duo by a mile.
Currently going. Oh, in NWE.
Of the big two promotions.
Oh no, I'm Excalibur and Taz.
On
Yeah, but they
Dark.
don't. That is YouTube show on the main shows.
Main show. Oh, so not going to count Henry and show.
They're probably the best on the main shows. On all the main shows. Unless you're a big fan of Jimmy. Jimmy Smith. Remember Jimmy?
No, I
Jimmy
forget
Ross.
his name every time.
I know. He's
Yeah,
not.
okay,
He's
I
not a
don't
wrestling guy.
Me
is
and
he?
Tom didn't know his name either.
No.
While shooting this video.
Who was the dude? His name began with a V. I
Adnan
can't
Burke.
remember.
Adnan Burke.
I remember
Adnan
his
Burke.
name. His name I'll never forget. I'm like Corey Graves, Brian Sexton, and
Saxton.
Brian Sexton.
sorry, this is me thinking out loud. And
He is a
Jimmy
handsome
Smith.
man. Jimmy Smith. Yeah.
I only remember Adnan's because of creating a little thing for videos where it's like Adnan. That was the thing. I got paid money for that.
Sami Zayn arrives for his IC titles celebration. He says he wants a new challenger. Is answered by Johnny Knoxville.
I like how the only thing we said about that match was the chant.
Yeah.
She's got a cool finisher, Xia Li. Kick the bleeding head off.
Yeah, there wasn't much else to it, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
I saw people saying online that she should have it should have been easier for Xia Li, but instead she had to sell like submissions for ages.
Yeah. It took Alia, the lucky person, got to beat Natalya better than Xia Li got to beat Natalya, and she's the protector. She's Lord Raiden, as we've said before.
She is.
Sammy doesn't want to wrestle Johnny Knoxville, who says that he doesn't have the balls, which is just completely ludicrous. We've seen the film. He gets hit by a bull.
Johnny says that Sammy doesn't have the balls to face him.
Oh, who said... Pronouns, pal. Okay, so, yes, that's right. The bigger pardon. Knoxville says that Sammy doesn't have the balls.
Sammy just batters him.
Sammy batters him.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because we're meant to think in the Rumble, Johnny Knoxville tackled Sammy and started like actually hitting him. And I was like, no, I know that Sammy's like Weasley and like a cowardly heel, but in wrestling, even cowardly wrestlers should always be harder than
Celebrities.
civilians. Yeah, right.
Right.
Civilians. Celebrities, yeah. Unless it's like Lawrence
Stephen
Taylor.
Amell or
Lawrence Taylor.
whatever. Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville was on a scholarship for amateur wrestling at the University of Texas back in 1993. Yes. That's what Jim Ross would be saying. Can we speak about the Ricochet bit after this promo, after this segment? Because the segment was what it was.
remember,
Sammy got some boos, Johnny
yes.
got some cheers.
Alan Pearce is angry about this backstage and books Sammy versus Ricochet in a title match for next week.
Did Ricochet say at the end, "See you later, blue balls"? When he just had a little laugh.
I'm not sure what he said.
I swear to God,
Oh,
I
that's
watched it a
not
few
to listen
times.
See you later, blue balls.
He says to Sammy, "See you later, blue balls," and then goes away. That's the number 2 baby face on SmackDown, by the way. Officially, according to the Dirty Sheets. Maffew.
Oh, you're right. At this rate, yeah.
No,
he's
no.
just-
Apparently, officially, do you know who the
Officially.
source was? I can't remember who the
Ricochet.
source was.
I think it was the Observer, but yeah, apparently internally at the minute, the 2 top babyfaces on SmackDown are Drew and Ricochet.
See you later, blue balls.
In which
made me
reality
think-
is this?
I know, but then who else?
The winner of one
But
match on
but
TV
who's-
this year.
But who's the bigger babyface now on SmackDown in the men's division?
Nakamura, Boogs, I would say, then Ricochet.
Yeah,
Right, fair enough.
absolutely.
Well, Ricochet is the second biggest babyface. There's not a lot of faces. Vikings.
Ricochet will never be a babyface as long as he continues
Oh
to not
no!
laugh.
Sorry. In the story, it was
I'll just talk.
In the story, it was included that Nakamura and Boogs are classed as a tag team. This is singles babyfaces.
Oh.
Sorry.
They're not a tag team.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
They drove that Toyota.
Nakamura's a singles guy. You know, he's defending the IC title all the
To
time.
be fair, I reckon this year, Boogs has wrestled more than Nakamura
Yeah,
on
probably.
SmackDown.
He's probably got more
Throwing
wins.
fools
more
around.
wins than him. Yeah.
Sasha Banks beats Shotzi Blackheart in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, Shotzi's had everything interesting about her taken away for some reason.
She's just that heel that everyone beats,
Yeah.
which is not where you want to be in WWE.
Afterwards, Naomi gets on the mic and reveals that she and Banks will be going after the women's tag titles at WrestleMania. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this bit. Yeah, they have just completely got rid of the Deville bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Team
right.
Bad getting back together, but without
Yeah.
the A part of Bad.
Yeah.
Which, of course, was
Beautiful.
Adam Rose.
No, it was Tamina, the glue that held them together.
that's
where
right.
She was the and.
She's in love now. We'll get to that. We'll
dangerous.
get to.
Oh, yeah, she's too busy. Happy Corbin is set to face Drew McIntyre, but says this is a WrestleMania caliber match. Lies. And convinces Madcap Moss to take his place instead. Drew wins in a match I assume took place just so people go, no, look, he is all right.
Yeah.
He has just got massive traps. It's fine.
He's a trap queen
Thank you, John.
by Fetty Wap.
Trap beat.
Yeah, trap beat.
Yes. Any other thoughts here?
No.
Why would you have any?
Are they actually going to do Drew versus Corbin? Of
course they are.
Mania?
Yeah, that's a wrestle
Yeah.
in their minds. Big handsome Corbin versus number one babyface Drew McIntyre. That is a WrestleMania match.
It can't miss.
I want to hear more.
I think Corbin is handsome,
I'm not saying he's not.
but it's just that it was just weird when Vince apparently thought he was, because he is handsome. But there's lads on SmackDown and Raw who look like models. Whereas
Martin
Corbin-
Madcap Moss is more
Yeah,
handsome.
but if you're getting,
but
he's
doesn't make Corbin
big.
doesn't make Corbin not handsome.
But if
It's
we're
just
making a
that
tier
there's
list.
a lot which
Oh, yes.
which I think we did at the end of one of the tier lists. We did a handsome one as well.
was
just
it of
for-
the Nexus people?
Yeah, it was handsome. Yeah, Otunga was
the original
Otunga was
Nexus,
top. Otunga was top tier.
Yeah, it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, Justin Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's more of a pretty boy, but
Yeah.
Brian was at the bottom.
why are we just doing this now?
Who's at the
Brian
bottom?
wasn't at
Brian,
the bottom.
wasn't it? I think. Maybe. I can't remember what it was.
He was the ladies'
But
man
Daniel
on
Bryan at the
SmackDown.
bottom.
Both the Bellas were after
Back in
him.
2010 when he had his weird little shaggy haircut.
I thought he looked nice when he. Do you remember when he came back and wrestled Gulak and he had shorter hair?
Yeah.
Ooh, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
I'll call you Daniel.
I need to say something about the backstage interviewer, Megan Morant,
Please do.
who after the segment where Sasha and Naomi made their intentions clear by saying, we want to win the women's tag team championships, she said, and I quote, "I'm not too sure what Naomi meant by next women's tag team champions."
Why? What does she mean? What does that mean?
We don't know. It could mean anything.
It only means one
Did
thing,
she say
doesn't
that?
it? Yeah.
Does she not understand wrestling?
Words.
Yeah. Oh,
I've
Whoa,
done
that
a-
sounds like a challenge. Yeah, it was.
okay.
Yeah. Just thought I'd mention that.
No, they hope they just find the tag belts lying around backstage and goes, oh, we'll have these then.
And just to please the comments as well, just to not skipping over everything, Sasha's got a new move, right?
Oh.
Oh, she?
So it's like a code breaker, but from her knees, and she swings around. It's quite devastatingly looking thing.
Oh,
That's cool.
Aye.
not going to for move
Just
of the
thought I'd
week, though.
mention it. No. Well, it's already been taken by Pat. With a David Seaman-esque save.
Nice. Reigns and Heyman arrive with security for the contract signing, and Heyman builds up Roman versus Lesnar and bigger than any Rainier match. Bigger than Hogan Andre, bigger than Rock Austin, bigger than Lesnar Undertaker.
Because Lesnar's involved.
That wasn't even a really big match when it happened.
It was just
Remember
after.
how like non-plus people were in the build-up to that? Like, oh, whatever. Brock's not winning.
Yeah.
Then it became such an important
Maybe
match.
was
afterwards.
that? I forget which build-up it was. Did he not stick a pen in his hand? Yeah.
Stick a.
Here's a free.
We were signing the contracts, weren't they? Was that for the WrestleMania match?
Oh, I
And
can't
Taker
remember that.
Pinned his
Maybe.
hand down and went,
Oh, I thought you meant he beat him up, then put a pen in his hand and goes, there you go.
just drew a smiley face. Ha, ha.
Drew that S.
That's a Sharpie. It'll take ages to wash off.
Lesnar arrives and admits that he's very impulsive. He says the only thing stopping him from attacking right now is the contract. And I thought of beating Roman at Mania. Both signed the contract, and Roman says Brock doesn't stand a chance because he owns everything about the show, including the security guard. Lesnar beats up all the security guards, and Roman looks nervous on the ramp.
That was the best bit. Lesnar just
Yeah.
smashing fools. No one can do that like him. That was
Yeah.
fantastic. I liked him calling Paul Heyman Mr. Dick. I liked when Paul said he beat the streak, not Brock. Paul beat the streak. Other than that, it was just a segment that happened.
Remember when Heyman was saying, well, I'm not sure that the streak ending was supposed to end.
I was there.
Yeah.
we were there. Yeah.
We were there.
Shocking.
Were you there?
Nah.
Oh, we were there.
Nah.
Anyway.
Surrounded by ICW people
Yeah.
at the height of WCPW.
Oh.
We were in enemy territory.
Yeah,
mate.
we were in ballers territory, and we were the Grove Street families.
And then one
You're
of
like
them,
JBL at one night stand.
and one of them who'd been bad-mouthing us all over social media came up and said, "Would you mind taking a picture for me son?
For my son there.
Oh.
Yeah, we said yes, we did.
Was this anybody of...
Yeah, you'll know. who it
You'll know
is,
who it
yeah.
was.
You
Yeah.
gonna say
Like,
it on
most
the-
people know who it was.
But anyway,
Are you going to say in the podcast?
no.
No.
Oh, shame.
Anyway, but yes, we had a private balcony, and we were bouncing checks and no. Mark Dallas got on stage and went, "Dragon freaking ice!" Oh god.
AEW Rampage, which is good, but not as good as what Jack just said. Andrade challenges Sammy Guevara for the TNT title and loses in a very good match. Matt Hardy and Private Party attack Sammy afterwards, but Darby Allin and Sting make the save, setting up the six-man tag at Revolution. And backstage, Dave Lambert promises to get Scorpio Sky a TNT title shot before...
Dan Lambert, Dapper Dave.
That's it, Dapper Dave of the America's Top Team.
Yeah. Anyway,
What did I say?
you said Dave Lambert,
Did I say that?
but I don't know if
Dan Lambert.
I've written Dave.
No, I've said it's definitely Dan Lambert.
Dan Lambert. Yeah.
Are you saying Dan Lambert, as in like, is he a
I'm
Frenchman?
not sure it's supposed to be like that.
Dan Lambert, isn't it?
Is it Dan Lambert?
Is it
Right.
actually
From
Lambert?
Yorkshire.
I think I'm just making up stuff in my head.
Daniel Lambert.
No, Dave Lambert. Dan Lambert. There we go.
Yeah.
Promises to get Scorpio Sky a TNT title shot before the winner of the Fatal Revolution match, which I thought was a nice thing because obviously Scorpio Sky did win that
He did. He
and
did
got
win it.
absolutely nothing as a result.
Did he
Ethan
not get a
Page-
title shot off the back of it?
No, he did, didn't he? He lost a derby, if I'm right.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, maybe. Oh,
But that was like a year ago.
yeah. Ethan Page reassures Sky that Lambert word is good.
Okay.
Lambert. Just say Lambert, Maffew. It says ERT. Just say Lambert.
Now
alright?
you're saying it, I keep thinking of the Foxcatcher guy, DuPont,
Yeah.
which is terrifying.
Oh, God. Landed well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah, good match here. Any thoughts?
Taz's revelation about getting suplexed on the ramp. He said, "Freaky kind of feeling from your buttocks to your feet."
Sounds like a lyric.
I love that lyric.
Makes me want to take one, to be honest with you. Must be quite nice. It was just a good match, wasn't it? DDT on the apron I thought was fantastic. And I liked how it got more desperate towards the end. A story was told.
Yeah.
And Matt Hardy's involvement was weird, though. Did he hold or did he give? Did he hold or did he give?
And do it at the right
Did he do
time.
it right time? Slow or fast?
These are more another song lyrics from Taz there.
Was it deliberately weird or was it like
I don't know, I
accidentally?
couldn't work it out,
Because he's
yeah.
being weird recently, isn't he? But I don't know if it was part of that or just an accident.
Couldn't help. The commentators were confused as well, where he was helping or hindering his business partner, or as you would say, business partner. Silence.
QT Marshall cuts a promo on. See, that's pronounced like
That's
that.
Marshall.
I think it's
Because he's a pompous arsehole.
not Marshall. Cuts a promo on Hook, taking credit for all his success because he trained him.
Taz was good on commentary at this
Oh,
point.
he turns on. He's already on, but he's double on for when his mates are involved.
He turns on.
Turns on.
Damn it. Yeah, he gets another suplex in the room.
Damn it.
He calls Hook out and sends a group of factory students after him, but Hook easily deals with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the song.
also Jack's reaction
Richard
to
likes Action Bronson.
You don't even know me.
Yeah, you don't even know me.
You think you know me.
So Action Bronson live once, it was a terrifying experience.
Why you see that?
Primavera in Barcelona, in Spain. Yeah, Primavera.
Oh, nice.
Me and my mates, three of us left some like proper like hipster band like Air or something halfway through to go and see Action Bronson. A good decision. Launching water bottles into the crowd and stuff. No one got on stage, but there is compilations out there of him like suplexing stage invaders off. It was fantastic. Sorry, Hook's good as well.
Yeah, Hook was good.
QT's promo I thought was a bit weird. He was flapping. He's like, I don't know what to say here. Bit like Tony Khan. So it was good to see.
Nothing like Tony Khan, our Lord and Savior. 5 stars. Wardlow beats Nick. Says Camaro here?
Nick Camarado.
Camarado,
Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say it's misspelled there. In typical Wardlow fashion, which I thought was surprising, but not surprising at the same time, because I like Nick. But
I was more surprised on Dynamite when he wrestled his bigger mate.
Yeah.
And he just easily... Anyway.
Right.
It was good how ugly this match was, I thought.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a dance routine. It was like two big Goliaths trying to wrestle each other.
Slapping meat.
Aye.
Big meaty man.
Sean Spears talks to him afterwards and tells him that his powerbomb's not going out. He needs to go back to basics.
Classic.
Oh.
Classic Spears.
Sean Spears is great when he's doing nothing. He's the
actually-
Linda McMahon of 2022.
He's actually really good now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that little promo at the end.
Yeah.
Just works, doesn't it? It's too obvious to do it, but they did it and it worked. So fair
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. Serena Deeb continues to win in a 5-minute challenge.
Who did you take on, though?
Kayla Sparks.
Our friend Kayla Sparks. Getting kissed on SmackDown and wrestling Serena Deeb. Which would you rather do?
Ooh, have some time to think about it.
I'd obviously not want to wrestle Serena Deeb.
was
She'd
gonna say.
stretch him.
You're making this argument harder, Jack.
Oh,
yeah.
Awful, man.
That's what you're into, isn't it?
Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa both signed the contract for the title match. Britt says that Rosa is jealous because she'll never be the face of AEW. Rosa attacks and gets beaten down by Britt and Jamie Hayter, but Mercedes Martinez arrives and puts Jamie through the signing table.
Boring.
Oh.
The fake crowd noises were too much here for me.
They don't usually do them in AEW, but when they do, it's really noticeable.
Yeah. But Thunder Rosa did call her a bitch in Spanish.
Of course, there we go. Puta.
They're becoming more and more WWE the more this goes on. Bitch, that's a trope of WWE. The fake
yeah.
crowd noises, that's
Yeah.
a trope.
Oh, contract signing, table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Britt's best feud. And it's a shame because they're both really good.
She's never losing this title, is she?
I think
She needs to.
I thought she was. We'll talk about it on Dynamite, but I thought
not
she was
after
gonna
last
lose it. But now I'm like, I don't even know.
See, it's becoming more and more WWE. They pinned the champion before the title
Yeah,
defense.
that's
of the weekend.
quite tropey. Yeah.
Hey.
Who's booking the women's division now? Kenny Omega's
No one. Loads of things.
Vince McMahon.
And then main event, Orange Cassidy easily beats Anthony Bowens with a little help from his scary
Easily?
friend Danhausen to qualify for the Face Revolution ladder match. Well,
Yeah.
come on. I like Anthony Bowens, but he's not beating bloody Orange Cassidy.
Oh, I would have bought
That man
it.
beat Adam Cole, and no one remembers.
I would have bought it if he'd beaten if he'd beaten Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I'd buy Bounds as someone they could push. In the Battle Royal later on in the week, he looked strong, looked really good.
You got plenty of time in there. I got the full rap written down here. If you realised how weird it was,
Go ahead.
right? I am the acclaimed.
Yo,
Yo.
listen.
Yo. I am the acclaimed. You gotta be stupid. This guy's as popular as Vladimir Putin. That's the bit that was cut out.
Okay.
Why was it cut out, Ross?
Because a war started the day after this taping happened.
Well, I'm just thinking of the Hall of Fame segment, to be honest.
Just leave that out of context with people that skip it.
Orange Cassidy won.
Word to your mother.
Stop, corroborate, and listen. Monday Night Raw begins with the Kevin Owens show alongside his best friend, Seth Rollins. The guests are Alpha Academy, and the teams argue about who will win their match next week and get to defend the belts at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Owens hits Gable with a stunner, and the two teams have a non-title match, which Seth and Kev win. Wasn't that big of a fan of the talking beforehand, but the match between the two of them was beautiful.
Seth and Kev are a really good tag team.
Yeah.
I know they're both really good wrestlers, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise, but they wrestle like a tag team as well.
I think this segment laid out the return for one Stone Cold Steve Austin, because they mentioned getting distracted. Nothing will distract them to win the Raw Tag Team Championships. And of course, they won that match later in the night, so I think Austin will come back next week on Raw.
Oh, on Raw.
Yeah, I think he'll make his big return on Raw.
If for once, I just can't say it because whenever someone of Austin's magnitude returns, they always announce it ahead of time to pop a rating and pop all of our
hope they don't.
boners as well.
Oh, there we go.
Have I done that for? It's a silly thing to say.
Smashing glass with the excitement of watching Steve Austin.
Anyway,
Big old throbbing cock. I love how much Americans love their universities.
They do, don't they?
oh, aye.
Imagine if like a heel came to Newcastle and was like that glorified Polytechnic Newcastle University. You can't say that, man.
Hey, I'd rather be a
It's
poly
all like
than
the-
someone else.
It's always some of the like football arenas and stuff for colleges are massive.
Oh, it's a different thing over there.
The Ohio State University. I know that's one I
right.
know of.
That's right. And I've got the... you took a photo of me when I had the airplane neck thing that I got from an Ohio airport that had Ohio State on it.
Oh, really?
So I had people go, yeah, Maffew, your favorite college team is Ohio State. That's awesome. I knew you were a man of taste. I'm like, I didn't want to say I got it because it was cheaper than having one without one.
Are they the Buckeyes? The Ohio State Buckeyes, I believe.
Whatever you say, Jack.
I don't know.
It's
Anyway,
like Conrad's into his university
Oh, God, I know.
football more than his NFL.
Yeah.
I think it
college
depends.
football,
I think it
whatever.
depends where people are from. Like JR is as well, because Oklahoma's not got a NFL team, so they all just love the college team, which is weird because it's effectively 18 to 21-year-olds.
Bunch of nonsense, eh?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
God.
That's not what I'm saying. Just it doesn't matter. It's just weird that fully grown men are cheering on.
Almost squashes T-bar.
Oh God. Oh, poor Donovan.
They billed him at 6'9", 275 pounds.
Almost.
No, T-Bar.
What?
T-Bar.
Surely that's
T-bar's
a
not
mistake.
6'9". They
6'9".
said he was 6'9", I'm sure.
They've got what? No.
I was like, why doesn't Vince fancy him if he's 6'9" in kayfabe?
To be fair, T-Bar should be a Vince guy.
Yeah.
What's Almost builders then? 10 foot?
Yeah.
I don't know what he is billed at. Can you have a quick Google there, Richard? See what Omos is actually like billed as. It must be like 7'4",
Yeah.
something like that.
How big was Carly billed as? 7'4"?
7'4", yeah.
Yeah.
But it was it was one shoulder block off the apron, and T-Bar was finished. T-Bar
Yeah.
was finished.
7'2".
7'2". Interesting.
6'9".
Buckle
though.
my shoe.
Wow.
3-4. But
No, not 3'4", about 7'2". I once saw a rap battle where one of the rap battlers told the other one on YouTube, not in person, that he was as short as the Thunderbirds theme. 5'4". I was like, that's really clever.
Oh, mate.
That was really good.
I wish I was 5'4" so I could say that.
Yeah.
I've got my tippy toes for that. But yeah, just Almost continues to be like, all right, it's him in a singles match where I don't want to see him in.
And he was like the sympathetic babyface here when he got beaten down off the apron and he's sort of going, no, I can carry on, referee.
Yeah.
Well, why would people care after what
Come
we've
on,
seen from-
T-Bar of reckoning.
Yeah, we can remember the halcyon days of Dijakovic in NXT. So we would care, but main roster people who haven't watched NXT Black and Gold back in the day didn't give a hoot. And it showed.
Look where
Maybe it's this deliberate attempt to get over the black and gold people. Like, no, Triple H, bad.
Hi, but look
T-Bar, we'll either just bury you or you can quit, whatever.
they could make Dijakovic at least a bit of a star if they wanted to. I think.
Nah,
Okay.
they've changed your mind. Bianca Belair teams of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan take on Becky Lynch, Nikki Ash, and Doudrop. Becky grabs Belair's hair at one point, so she whips the hell out of Becky with it and wins the KOD on Nikki. Leaving many, I come myself to go, wait, did they just add sound effects to that? And then fan cam was shown on Twitter, and no, it was all real.
Whoopah!
Yeah.
Just like that. I was thinking they've done a WrestleMania moment there. How do
I
you
know,
how do you take that to the next level at WrestleMania? And if you want to involve the hair, just snip it off.
Whip her twice.
She went to like 4 times.
3 or 4 times, wasn't it? Yeah.
She's got
Oh,
all the,
yeah, right.
all the
5 times. 5
Hair
times.
was whipped.
Do
both-
10, but instead of the 10 punches in the corner, it's whip.
Do you think, could Becky reverse it? Or people have used Bianca's hair to beat her before?
I reckon she might cut it off. Imagine that.
No.
Boo! We'll all go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're
Probably
right.
effective, but
well,
not
where
obviously.
do they go from there?
Yeah.
And if the
Have to wait
finish,
until the hair grows back to get a rematch.
if the finish of that match isn't as good as this spot, then that'll be a shame, and they shouldn't have done it.
The match action was fine, but again, some of those promos beforehand. So Liv Morgan talking to Rhea Ripley. What's your match strategy? Brutality. Oh, I like your idea. That's great. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, it's fine.
She might be watching this, Rhea Ripley.
Why?
We've had intel, haven't we? It was you, wasn't it?
No.
You've had intel.
What? I don't know. I'm scared. Oh, yeah, I can't remember what it was though. I shared it in the. Oh,
We all missed it. Apparently,
What did she do again?
a source of Jack the Job has told him via internet.
Yeah.
That, Rhea Ripley had us on in the background of her, I don't know if it was the podcast specifically, but some sort of Cultaholic video on in her Instagram stories in the background.
So
We are her brutality.
this is.
Rhea Ripley, that was not a negative about you. You are great.
Oh yeah. Hang on, I'll try and find it. Thank you to Adam Harris, who DM'd me on Instagram, and I didn't reply.
Like the
Sorry,
message
Adam.
says, Adam Harris
Sorry.
wished to remain anonymous.
But FY, no, I didn't. FYI, Rhea Ripley has a Cultaholic video playing in a recent Instagram story of hers. You and the team have friends in high places.
If only.
Oh.
About 6'1", quite high.
Ah.
I needed a Mr. Bean laugh.
I love his laugh. Tommaso Ciampa has a new worst theme and beats Robert Roode in a singles
I'm not
match.
too arsed, me.
Really?
No one, that one. Never did it for me, that one.
I mean, if he's being happy Tommaso Ciampa, the bouncing babyface, it makes sense for him not to have, no
one will
gonna
survive.
It's like,
Oh, but even when he's a face, he's like quite sadistic.
yeah.
I liked it. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for them, but this is obviously a new day.
It's just like every
Era.
other wrestler now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Bald.
Yes. After the match, the Dirty Dogs beat Ciampa down, and Ziggler promises to outclass Ciampa and Braun Breaker tomorrow in NXT. And what is this, a crossover episode? Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
They've done a horrible job of putting Ciampa on Raw to showcase something to make you then go and watch NXT.
Yeah, kind of just was, hey, it's
boring,
Ciampa.
eh? Got-
But it's only a short-term thing, right? Because Ciampa's said in the past that if he's not on NXT, he's just going to quit.
Money. Maybe, I don't know. Good to see Michael Hayes there as well, though, at ringside.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh, what was he doing?
in Robert Roode's corner.
Oh, wait, hang on. Ziggler was...
Ziggler in a hat.
Oh, right, okay.
I thought it was Michael Hayes when he first came out. Obviously, Hayes from like 1991 or something.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can't do
With
it.
just the long hair.
How does he do that walk? I can't...
Still
yeah.
20 years older than Ziggler is now. Dana Brooke,
How does he do that? Strut. Yeah.
lifetime of training.
Have you seen the video of Larry Sweeney and One Man Gang having a strut off?
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
I miss Sweeney.
Made me realise One Man Gang's a big man.
Yeah,
Bloody hell. If you were
because
big...
it was one man.
Yeah.
But it was a plural.
If you were
like
big...
a certain bear.
Yes. If you were big...
Oh, perfect. Oh, you're so good, Ross.
Hakeem the African.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Anyway. 10 large, sweet and sour, all that stuff.
Dana Brooke and Reggie with a mixed tag match between Akira Tozawa and Tamina. Dana's overjoyed. She kisses Reggie and he falls out. For some reason, Tamina also kisses Tozawa.
I thought you hated him. Why did you kiss him? Because he's just undeniable. You can't.
He is
he's so
undeniable.
good-looking.
He was the
totally
highlight.
irresistible.
The fact he couldn't take his eyes off her at the start and then the little walkaway at the end. He should be. We all say this, don't we?
Tozawa,
Yeah.
he's a comedy genius.
Underutilized.
Oh, but yeah. Anyway.
Pointless, though, segment, wasn't it?
These have been. When was the last time these segments were relevant?
I can't believe that when it was Drake Maverick, I think.
Yeah.
I can't believe the 24/7 belts lasted this long. And
Listen to the Brew Crew. Is that getting picked up,
I can
Richard?
hear the
We are
Brew
the
Crew.
Brew.
Raucous.
Oh,
Hello, Richard.
It won't be too loud.
He's just staying quiet because it's part of the.
He's listening
He's
in.
not going to grasp
The
on his
Brew Crew
boys.
text him going, he's still hanging out with
Just
those losers.
just crying inside.
I can't hear it when he's at all.
Oh,
Oh, that's fair.
fair enough.
Well, that's an important thing, isn't it?
What about when we're quiet?
No, it won't be picked
Who's that booming? Who's that booming man?
It's that fellow who sits on the end here.
Ryan.
No,
Ryan Luke, yeah.
No, my lord, a great big booming voice. The Mysterio says they're going to teach Miz, and oh god, Logan Paul, I'd almost forgotten. Miz interrupts and says nobody wants to be tag champions again. They want something new, i.e. himself
Miz
and Logan. Yeah.
and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mysterios have a match with the Hurt Business, and Miz gets ready to chase him off, leaving Dom alone to lose the match.
They should have Dom just cut all of Ray's promos from now on. That was my main takeaway from
Was
this.
he was better?
Just like bumbling over his words. And
Oh, right.
Classic Ray stuff, you know?
I can't remember the promo.
Yeah, it wasn't
Exactly, Jack. I can't either.
Ray's done good promos before.
He doesn't need to do good promos.
doesn't.
He's
much.
Rey
Yeah, he
Mysterio.
never does, yeah.
My knee.
Booyaka 619 knee operation surgeries. There you go.
Oh.
Her business looked good in the early stages here. I feel
They
like
did.
we're having sorry if we're shouting a bit louder, but we're fighting a battle here
Yeah.
against the Brew Crew.
Brew Crew.
We're doing a podcast in a pub, it feels like.
Yeah. Oh, we should do that.
No.
Okay.
We should find a local Indian takeaway and do it there, like Peter Crouch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Samrat. What's Newcastle's version of the Samrat?
What is Newcastle's best? There's quite a lot of Indian takeaways.
Richard Tumnell, no. He's a cultured man.
Yeah, what's Newcastle's best Indian?
takeaway?
Indian takeaway.
Or just restaurant actually, restaurant.
I live on down the road.
That one, yeah?
Tally trade, but that's a bit hipster.
Oh.
Just your classic. I like it as well, but just your classic.
One with
your
4
classic.
doors. Sorry, 4 walls and a door.
Get a pint of Cobra with it.
Because I haven't got a roof, has it, that
I don't
one?
go that often in Indian.
No, I don't. It's been a while since I've gone to an Indian
Interesting.
restaurant. Let's do it. Let's do a podcast.
Was the need going Chris in the potholes on Scottswood
Oh,
Road?
God, aye.
And I can take my laptop. 2 birds, 1 stone. There we go.
Yeah. Get the guys dressed up as an Italian blokey.
Oh, it doesn't have to be an Italian.
Oh, it does not have to be, all right.
Nah, just restaurant, public restaurant.
A public restaurant. So a pothole with a cake next to it counts. Doesn't say much about the standards around here. Here we go. Yeah. Backstage, Carmella implies that she and Corey Graves will have a live sex sesh. Some of these segments I want to forget happened, and I had to revisit them here.
It got proven to be a cheese grater. It was a cheese grater in their sex bag.
Wow. That's hardcore.
I've not seen Corey and... In fact, I tell a lie. I saw about 2 minutes of the first episode, maybe, of Corey and Carmella.
Did you?
Was that an
On
accident?
the YouTube channel. And it was all about Corey and Carmella going to buy a house. And Carmella loved all of the house, but apart from the massive cupboards, which must have been about the size of this room, but they weren't big enough. That was what was going on.
Okay.
But she's like, yeah, if you think all we do is talk about sex, wait until you see how we celebrate, honey. So if they win, I assume we're going to see Corey and Carmella bonking.
Or play Hungry Hungry Hippos. Oh, it's my favorite, Carmella. Thank you. The Street Profits beat RK Bro after Randy. Oh yeah, Randy Orton gets a bit injured.
Yeah.
Sounds like. So the finish, usual goodness from these two teams. Gets the big ass frog splash off the top. Hits hard. Randy's in the middle of the ring and he's like, oh, okay, time to wander over to the ropes. Yeah. And he put his foot in the ropes, kinda, and then he got it pushed off. But then they went, it's 3, whatever. And it looked, everyone started doing the thing with the hand over the mouth, going, what's happening? And then it reported that Randy Orton only suffered a stinger.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I got the news.
So you
somewhere.
might not miss WrestleMania then. Probably.
Yes. I don't know much about stingers, but it
I've
seems
never,
the way it was all
Has
worded.
anyone-
2 seconds, I'll find it.
Why is it so
Here we
common
go.
in wrestling? Has anyone had a stinger here?
It's not just
No,
like the
I
repeated
think no.
impacts and then it just sort
I
of...
thought it was like an electric shock
Yeah.
feeling.
Oh, sorry. Initial indications that Orton has just had a stinger or a tweak. We'll continue to monitor Orton's condition, though. So just...
Is Sammy Guevara a Kip Sabian?
Oh, no, tweak, not a stinger. Have you had a stinger, Richard?
Oh, Kip's not going to like being called a twink. Sorry, take it with a stride.
I think
but-
it's meant to be like...
Is it like everything up until the concussion?
Isn't it when the
It's a-
build up of the
usually a
bumps
limb.
and then you have a bump and it just sort of sends like a shock?
Yeah, and it goes numb, I think.
Like Orndorff had one in WCW when he did the pile driver.
I think
don't know.
American footballers
get
might
up.
get it as well.
Yeah.
Just
I
repeated
just
impact.
assumed it was a concussion, but
I think it's
Nah,
more
I
of
thought it was
a
more of a
limb
muscle
thing.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Just what we know. While you're looking at that...
Did you ever get injured?
Oh, yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
Fair enough. Right then, there we go.
There we go.
Riddle's got a dry mouth though, because he puts the high in Ohio.
Hey.
All right, do you reckon the finish was how it was meant to go, but it just happened like earlier because of what
Yeah.
happened? Yeah.
Well, no, I got told the Alcabra was supposed to win because Street Profits beating them.
You got
Makes
told
sense.
by who? Adam Harris.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been going around messaging everybody. Do you want some hips, kid? Do you want some news? But I think they'll just ignore this and carry on what they're doing because obviously they've got the big tag battles happening next few weeks. So also Via is still coming.
Oh. Apparently now, they were saying on Reddit, this is now going to be longer by next week than Emelina.
Yeah, this was tying the record this week. Congratulations to
Wow.
Via.
What a wonderful accolade.
I'm sure that was his intention when
Yeah.
he set off from the house all those months ago.
Austin Theory talks to Vince McMahon about his upcoming interview with Big Pat McAfee. He's paranoid that Pat might attack Vince, but Vince says it's not that kind of show.
It's not.
So my
right.
Indian takeaway from this was that
Hey.
Austin Theory has now been corrupted by Vince or like influenced in his head because he picked up the pencil, and I'm sure that reminds me of when like he was talking about expect the unexpected and all that. I think that is it now that Austin Theory's starting to think like Vince or something. Am I just totally
Could
missing?
you imagine, right?
That's
You know,
giving it way too much credit, but it
Yeah.
does sound good.
the pencil is obviously in reference to the booking of the wrestling shows. What if he's changed the booking on the Pat show and it's Austin who turns up? Everyone's promised Vince and it's just Austin Theory
That
sat in the seat
would be funny.
because he's got the pencil.
Austin, he writes down Theory, smiley face.
Feery. Austin
He does,
Theory.
he does the reaction face he does with the photos next to it. So, yeah, that'll be great.
I can't wait for the interview because I hope it's just straight down the middle until the end where they do some silly bollocks to set up WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think Pat's he's got a task on his hands.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, you've carried SmackDown for months, mate. Now it's an interview with Vinnie Mac.
I hope he's got the balls to go like, oh, you're quite different when you just sat down chatting to us, Vince. So imagine he's terrifying backstage.
Yeah.
When he's just going. Everybody.
Was it, he was walking around every time he was
That
like
was all-
sitting down for Austin Theory segments, it was like grab his stomach. So people were like, oh, has he been stabbed there? Is he...
That
Is that where the
one,
fatal wound has come
Jesus
from?
is
And
back
he's
in the World
just
Wrestling
no-sold death for so long because he's Vince going, no, damn it.
there's one there almost sound. Oh, you've only seen one Star Wars. It almost sounds like Jabba the Hutt. Well, me solo.
I think he's in Star Wars.
Jedi mind trick.
When they have the pod race.
Yes.
Yeah, there we
oh,
go.
he is in it, isn't he?
Yeah, very briefly.
A young
CGI.
Jabba.
Yeah,
a young Jabba.
He's all young.
He's looking
fresh.
great. Yeah. He's more mobile, definitely, than he is later on. Yeah.
Doing backflips.
Oh,
Finn,
R.I.P. Jabba.
yeah, Jabba. Finn Balor beats Damian Priest to become the new US champion. Say, Priest has had a bit of a change in fortune. He's been looking good these matches. He stopped doing the getting DQ'd Ken Shamrock thing in straight matches on Raw. So, of course, Finn Balor beats him to become the new United States champion. Priest cuts a promo afterwards saying the fans will never get behind him like they do Balor, and that he's going to win back the US title despite us all. He attacks Balor, then slams him on the announce table. He's full on Damien.
I thought that was really unfair of him to say that about the fans because he has been getting quite decent pops on Raw each week, more than most. But
Yeah, considering how rubbish
No,
he's been.
that's not on Damien. You can't
not
say
on you.
that.
There's a line. You gone too far there, pal.
Yeah, Damien.
But hopefully he does just turn up next week and his name is Damien. Because there's no Priest about the man anymore, is there?
They could
Naughty
use,
boy.
They could use Priest ironically now. He's dark and evil.
Unless they called him Judas Priest.
Oh, great. Hell for leather.
Judas and okay.
Edge wants an answer to his open challenge for Mania.
Oh,
and it's answered.
2 of these segments in a row.
Yeah, I
by
was
the
going to say,
way.
back to back they did this. AJ Styles. Edge says he wants the real AJ Styles. And AJ says, yeah, me too. Edge suddenly attacks Styles. Styles fights back, but Edge hits a low blow and finishes Edge off with 2 concertos.
And then looks sad about what he's done.
does.
Oh, he's conflicted.
Because he's fully turned into the old man from the end of Home Alone who makes a save on.
Oh, shut up, man.
Why was everyone being so nasty?
He's 48
It
years
was one
old.
picture.
No, you know what? I like the fact that he's now embracing the fact that he's 48. He's not trying to look
Aye,
young.
but he still looks better than
crazy
the average
deranged
48
40.
I'm
year
going to
old.
say, yeah.
I mean, it could be like, HG and stuff is brutal on people when you hit 48. So it's obviously, all right, it's going to look like that. So before last year, it was like, look how deranged and great and charismatic I am. Now he's turned like this and he suddenly looks rougher.
It was just
And
the
I like
hair.
it.
He just hadn't wet his hair.
Yeah, hey, you get that messed up, you look horrible.
But
He looks fantastic
Yeah,
for 48.
come
And he's a
on,
wrestler
guys.
who came up in the 90s. And he's a father of 2.
yeah.
He should look older than he does of anything.
Oh, why don't you put in the Hall of Fame then, Ross?
I will do next week.
No,
if
don't,
if
you
I
win.
lose.
Remember when he came back for the Rumble and him and Orton looked at each other and Orton was like, "You've got a 6-pack? What's going on?" He looks great.
Yeah.
I did like how he's sort of like remembering who he was years ago.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do it, but he can't stop himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Damien inside. Call him Damien Priest.
Yeah.
Damien Edge.
We think we knew him. And perfectly done, but done back-to-back segments was like, all right.
Everyone loves AJ's bowels.
Yeah, they do.
Hoofed him
right,
again,
aye.
didn't he?
Nakamura.
And
Who was
Edge-
the other one?
Nakamura.
There was a third, wasn't
There
there?
was the third. I saw the
Joe?
tweet. Maybe Joe.
I can't remember the third one.
Shane? No. Oh, who was it?
Shane wouldn't go for the balls.
Miz?
Shane would go for the
Maybe
head.
Miz. Jericho?
Oh, Jericho hoofed him, aye.
Did he?
I think.
The best one was Nakamura's.
Yeah, because it made
That's
it.
all it was.
That's what the
Belted
feud
him.
is based on.
Well, yeah.
To
true.
go for all the time. Everyone's calling him some sort of dog because there was that segment with Vince McMahon years ago where he's like, I need the pit bull.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Edge is calling him a bulldog. What next?
Are they getting bigger? Yeah, they're slowly getting bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, one was like those little dogs that never shuts up. They're the ones you need to be watching out for. They want a pit bull.
Tibetan Mastiff next.
You're a Yorkshire Terrier.
Ends with a Great Dane.
I think AJ looks more like more of a sort of Crufts dog, like a fancy because it's
Yeah.
because of the hair. He doesn't look
Yeah.
like a pit bull or a bulldog.
He's one of those ones where the
He's
hair
just-
goes down the side so far you can't really see the legs. You see
Yeah.
little feet trotting along.
He did
He's
really
a-
well on the obstacle course bit.
Oh,
He
yeah.
nailed that.
Yeah. He's a sassy southern staffy.
Yeah.
So that was Raw. NXT 2.0. Here we can. This will save us. Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa wear matching gear and beat those dirty, dirty dogs in a tag match. Ciampa gets a pinfall on Ziggler. God, these two look good. God, this was a good tag match.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
The guns on Brecker.
All right.
I mean, it's not breaking news, but the way he caught Michael
Breaking
PSA is flying through the air was fantastic.
Yeah. Even the stand-up bulldog off the top.
I like the chances.
I was going to say, yeah.
We've
go
been
on.
saying like people, it's a TV crowd, like not a real crowd, but it was like a cauldron of atmosphere for the chances.
It was like Galatasaray away.
Yeah, but I was going more for an old firm derby. It's Celtic
right,
Park, maybe even Ibrox. Who knows?
Yeah.
Bobby Roode with the people going because he had Glorious, so there's all the entrance music coming back, and the crowd went, "Welcome back, welcome back."
Yeah,
and they
that
went,
was nice.
"Shut up, go back to Raw, go back to Raw." Yeah, nice moment there. Then later backstage, Ziggler's interviewed and says he wants a title shot next week, and Ciampa interrupts and says he should get the title shot because he just pinned Ziggler. Yeah, why are you getting one? Braun Breaker arrives and goes, he doesn't care. He'll kick both their asses.
Naive.
Silly boy.
The exuberance of youth. Terrible.
Yeah. And also, Bobby Roode may be there to watch. Yeah, but yeah, no, damn fine match there.
Yes.
LA Knight cuts a promo.
Yeah.
Talking about his history with Grayson Waller. He's interrupted by Waller and Sanga and challenges Waller to a last man standing match because this feud's been going on since Halloween Havoc.
Oh, yes. When they both dressed as Dracula.
Yeah.
That's what started the feud. Oh, that's like Jericho and the coffee on Cain. Wow.
Yeah, Waller accepts. God, LA Knight was so over. I'm looking forward to seeing a Grayson Waller match.
No, it's plants in the crowd.
Go
They're
watch
great
that first
plants.
match. They're not. That's not plants. It's legitimate.
Really?
You can't plant that.
The promo that he cut walking through the backstage area was way better than the promo he cut inside the ring.
Yeah.
He called him Outback Jack Off.
Oh,
Fantastic scenes because it's time to pay the piper, and he is, and I am him. Yeah, it's magical. Obviously, he delivers it a bit better than me, but
just a bit.
Just a bit. But he needs to be at WrestleMania in the main event against Roman Reigns.
Yeah. But Brock Lesnar can't make it. Wants too much money.
Who's the
so
next
I think-
charismatic man?
That's right.
After
No, it's
Brock
not.
Lesnar.
No, it's not Ricochet. No.
What do you mean? I'm Ricochet.
As long as you laugh like an idiot, you're over, apparently. But yeah, Grayson Waller continues to be the saddest thing to hit Oceania since the cancellation of Neighbours.
I thought it was going to be some sort of natural disaster, Joe, there.
Oh yeah,
thought
they got
we
it
were
wrong.
gonna-
I'm
It's
sorry.
that shark who ate that man.
Oh God.
God.
I just didn't
37.
know where you were going with it.
Yeah.
I've got this on the top of my head. 37 years, 99,000 episodes, and because they haven't been able to find a broadcast partner in the UK, they haven't got the funds to continue.
Yeah, they said you're the only idiots watching this.
Oh, neighbour. All right. Yeah.
There was a comment that was below Kylie Minogue's and below somebody else's that was like, this show should have been ended 15 years ago. It's been hard for the last 15 years trying to explain to my British friends this is nothing like Australian life.
Fair enough.
It will be good. So I like to go to Australia one day, or New Zealand, or anywhere over that place, and go there and be like, it's nothing like that. Oh,
Where are all the shrimps?
yeah.
Come on, guys.
Where's Toadie? Everybody needs good neighbours.
Where's Ed Sheeran? He was on a home and away once.
Was he?
Yeah.
Make me sick.
It was quite a funny joke. The woman, I can't remember who it was, but someone was like, "Oh, my like godson's coming over. He's a famous musician." They're all like, "Ah, okay, whatever." Teddy, she keeps calling him Teddy, and then it's Ed Sheeran, who can't act, but you know, it was a funny joke. And he plays a song.
Oh no, it's going well until then. Indy Hartwell wants Persia Prota to focus ahead of their Dusty Classic match, but Persia sneakily texts someone when Indy isn't looking.
Oh,
Who is it?
it's got to be Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They take on Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu, that wacky tag team, who beat them and moved to semi-finals. That's Kai and Chu. The thrown together tag team beat the established one. Later, Indy tries to console Persia about the loss. Dull Hudson arrives and gives Persia a boring hug.
I just didn't say that.
They tediously walk off together, and Indy's worried because Dexter hasn't texted her back. Oh no!
Dexter the Texter.
Sounds creepy.
The new bear heading
I
Lake
am-
Tahoe.
Dexter the Texter.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick, that wouldn't happen.
It's the new Tinless one.
Oh no!
The match was good, I thought, for what it was. I just didn't like the camera angles at the end again. Because they got inside the ring this time to shoot moves coming off the top rope.
Yeah.
You want the wide angle for them, don't you?
Yeah.
And I like the palm strike stuff with Wendy Chu. Whoever, when it was Persia, was like twiddling her hair. Pigtails.
Yeah.
Her hair tails.
Yeah, you good.
Go, and they reversed it in palm. Just like New Japan, that.
Yeah.
It's exactly like when yes.
When Ishii had hair, that's what he would do back in the day.
He used to twirl his bunches.
Last Legend easy beats Amari Miller.
Oh,
After which she says she's ready to take on Nikita Lyons. Later, Lyons tells Lash to invite her into lashing out with Lash Legend.
Bring it back.
So they can see this face to face.
Come on.
Christ.
That is terrifying if you're Nikita Lyons going into that cult.
Yeah.
Take on the Lion's Den with Ken Shamrock. Like that, all right.
Hey, she should get her own chat show called The Lion's Den.
Yeah.
Nikita.
Yeah, there we go.
I like the bit where Lash Legend has got the Amari sideways and like just bumping her head in between the ropes like that.
Yeah.
Never seen that done before.
I had no idea Lash Legend was so tall.
Yeah, she's mad.
until when she was just doing the talk show. They hid that.
She's sitting down.
Yeah. It makes it much more scary now. She's tall as well.
And it should. I don't know what happened with the injury. What happened with the injury? Was it? Whose
Oh,
fault?
yeah, it was announced
whose
that.
fault was it?
Yeah, I'm like, was there an injury? And they said, no, there's reports we stretched it out, and but she was fine. She said she was okay, but
I've just
no idea what happened.
thought of a brilliant gimmick for
Go
Indy
on.
Hartwell. Where she just gets really indie. She starts wearing basketball shorts and stuff. That's brilliant.
But her game gets worse.
Indy Hartwell, yeah.
Yeah.
She starts like hanging out at merch tables and stuff. Sets
was
up
a-
next to the ring.
Loses Oliver Tan.
Her tagline for a little bit was in the way was support indie wrestling, wasn't it?
Oh, no, it's brilliant.
Because she was the daughter of Johnny Wrestling, who, by the way, is not returning to wrestling soon. He put on Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank you for all the emails, but I'm not coming back soon. You'll know when I do." I didn't do the laugh.
Ricochet. JB and BJ, oh boy, are looking at an image on a phone saying they'd like to ride that all night. Electra Lopez overhears and thinks they're being grouse, but turns out to be a truck.
Famously.
Lopez says they wouldn't know how to handle a real woman, but Brooks says the joke's on her because he's never been with a real woman. So for all the people who are missing Neighbours, and you're looking for something to fill that Neighbours size gap in your life, please, please, please consider watching NXT 2.0. Alternatively, anything else.
I thought the segment got off to a hot start with the stuff about the truck, and then she thought it was about women, but it wasn't. It was about trucks. Then it took a nosedive.
Yeah.
Because he's never been with a real woman.
They're really making Brooks Jensen look crap.
If I was Josh Briggs, I'd tell him to go away from me. Wouldn't you?
Get away.
Get away from me, Brooks Jensen.
But they've got respect for each other. They met in the bar fight. They had. You remember?
No,
the origin.
I've got no
That's
idea.
why the tag team got thrown together, because they both were in a bar fight and they decided they respected each other after that. Just like the bar almost, but in one segment.
How dare you compare them to the bar? Yeah.
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 Do you reckon it could be a match? Brooks Jensen versus Electra Lopez?
What, a romantic match or a match?
A wrestling match.
No.
Main event, stand and deliver. I say. Why the hell not?
No, I don't want
I'll deliver. Just here's your money. Leave me alone. Moving on. Solo Sikoa takes on Gunther.
Yes.
And loses. Absolutely.
Yes.
Slap my own chest. This was good. Wasn't like balls out amazing, but it was good enough. Gunther, again, forget every time he shows up, he's lost weight. Lost the name, I know, but he's still the same wrestler. Looking fine. Beats up Solo. Wins. Fine. Nothing wrong here. Yay. 5 stars. Etc.
The story was that Solo Sikoa really wanted to wrestle Gunther, and everyone went, "You'll lose," and then he did.
But there's no shame in the
There's
way
no
he
shame.
lost.
There's no shame, though. Gunther's so protected.
He could have looked. Yeah, he could have looked way worse. Yeah.
Yeah. He was gunning for Gunther.
It was good.
Brutal ending as well, I thought. I liked how rough it was as well. I like rougher wrestling matches where it
Yeah.
feels a bit more realish,
That's why I love his matches.
on like a dance routine.
My
I
Nama
feel like Jim
is
Cornette now.
You too.
Gunter. Bloody Gunther.
That's what he says. That's his... anyway,
Gunner,
moving
as Thingy called him. Stokely. Malcolm Bivens.
He did.
Yes.
Best thing about NXT still. We see a video, from Joe Gacy and Haaland. Gacy says that Haaland is ready to take out Draco Anthony. Oh, that's nice. And he's not the cause of Haaland's anger. Later, Haaland takes on Draco and wins before dragging him to his feet and hugging him.
Potter. I know you do every time I
Anything.
mention Draco Anthony. You stupid old
I'm
man.
glad because it means you have something to say about
I'm
him
a
because I've got
Slytherin.
nothing.
Yeah.
He works hard in the gym. He likes coffee.
I couldn't see his legs.
Oh. He's wearing camouflage.
He wear camouflage.
Yay.
Just a floating torso.
Hi.
Weird finish with a weird pin with the arms crossed. Hit the microphone stand there. Sorry, viewers,
Ow.
listeners.
But
Listeners.
Holland, big guy. I don't know what to say.
nothing.
No, never mind.
Yeah. Tatum Paxley apologizes to Ivy Nile.
Who?
that lost next week.
Tatum Paxley?
Tatum Paxley.
That's right.
Well, I never.
Ivy says that if she really wants to be a part of the Diamond Mine, she'll have to learn the hard way.
So this has gone backwards, or this is strange, because last week Ivy Nile choked her out for losing the tag match, and Tatum's gone along, gone, sorry.
It's a story of jealousy.
Oh.
It's Toy Story, but with humans.
Oh, she's the new
Ivy
Buzz
Nile.
Lightyear.
Ivy Nile is Woody.
Yeah. Strange things are happening to me.
And Tatum Paxley
That's right.
is Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Tatum Paxley.
Oh.
Where do they find these names?
I don't know.
I
Can someone
genuinely
tell
don't
me?
know.
Some of them are like a random name generator on like a website, an old Flash website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatum.
Like the Toy Story analogy.
Well, Tatum, people have been called Tatum in the past. The character from The Simpsons, the Tyson ripoff.
Eric Tatum.
There's other
Surname.
Tatum. Yeah, it is a surname, yeah. The worst one for me still was Apollo Crews or Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne was around the time the Bourne trilogy was like big.
I forgot.
And
That
they
was, yeah.
They called him it so they could say Airborne as well. But
Yeah, that's all right. That
I
kind of
guess
works.
so. But Apollo Crews,
Yeah.
Apollo Creed is so similar to that.
Yeah.
Living in a man.
Were you even born? Someone should have said to him.
Were you even born?
Yeah. Were you even born?
You
Yeah,
went, look confused like that. Just did. Fresh from their fun time at the adventure park. Oh no. Cora Jade. It's just a murderer's row segment.
no,
Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez
they're my
beat
gals. They're my favourite tag team.
Lisa Leon and Valentina Ferros to advance at the Dusty Classic.
They're doing it. They're going to win. I
I'm
don't know if
happy for
they'll win.
I don't know which member of the other team it was, but her stuff with Raquel at the start of the match was impressive, I thought. Swinging around, doing rolly-throughs and all that malarkeys. All good stuff. Yeah. And her assisted dive over the top rope. I like the camera angle shooting up for that bit.
Yeah.
Because it made it look even higher. But using that all the time just doesn't work.
Do you see the picture they put on social media where Cora and Raquel were doing each other's poses? So Cora was doing the back
So
flex,
crazy.
and then Raquel was going like, "I'm a skater."
Wow.
Yeah.
How can you handle such insanity?
It's off the
online?
rails,
It's
isn't it?
too wacky for
What
me.
are they going to do next?
I tried loading that up, but my phone exploded. Backstage, Sarai is showing off her grandma's magical necklace.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton thinks it's tacky and offers Sarai one of her necklaces. Sarai isn't interested, so Tiffany attacks her.
Yes.
Oh, Sarai batters her.
Yeah.
Doing that to her grandma's necklace.
No, I hope Tiffany wins. I'm more interested in her character than Saray at the minute.
Got that
Sarai-
Macklemore thing.
she's like a schoolgirl, and then she walks through the Stars in Your Eye entranceway.
Were you in the office when we would put NXT on from the day before on the big screen to see what was going on, like the YouTube highlights? And we watched the Saray bit when she first walked through the smoke, and Jack Atkins just goes, Cilla Blah! not Cilla Blah, like a singer, you know. Oh, Cilla Black's.
She was a singer.
she was a
Oh, he
singer,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, he went Cilla Blah. I was like, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like Stars in the Eye. She's now on Saray, who obviously when she came over from Japan was like quite highly rated like wrestler over there. And now she was on Thingy this week. What's it called? Next Level? Upper Level?
Next level.
Next
Level up.
Level up, level up, level up.
Now we level up.
I took 3 attempts for us to get that right.
She was on that this week. And Kushida was on it last week. I'm like, come on.
They just need to level up.
Yeah.
Kushida.
Kushida.
Pull your finger out, will you, pal?
WCPW World Cup winner, Kushida. God.
Better than the rest of the world.
Yeah. And then the bloody Prestige came down and smashed up the trophy.
They thought they were so
prestigious.
Oh, imagine
Wrestling's funny, isn't it?
The Prestige
so
could be
good.
at AEW now.
Oh, yes, they could.
Joe Hendrick get the lads back. Some of the lads
Well,
back
not
together.
if we get any of the lads back together. There'll be some key
one of the
absences.
lads.
And even he's a debatable. Oh no, one of them was fine. One of them legitimately is fine. So Joe Hendry can get one of the lads.
It was fine.
BT Gunn.
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Anything could happen in wrestling.
Aye, true.
They're all dickheads, aren't they?
Someone who
Joe
definitely...
Hendry came back to North. He looked good.
He did. He looked wonderful.
good.
Yes.
Massive now, isn't he?
Aye.
He's so big.
But he's gone back to being funny as well. It's a good combination.
Yes.
Being big and funny.
Big and funny. We
Yeah.
like that. And there's none bigger nor funnier than Come Tuesday.
Perfect.
Who exploded this week all over Andre Chase. Buddy Hayward gets hit by Come Tuesday midway through the match, but tells Andre not to worry about it and go back to the ring. Come Tuesday wins.
Yes.
Just before we speak about the match, I need to send an apology directly to Come Tuesday. Because it might have been the Diddlers of Cultaholic account on Twitter,
the
said,
other one.
what an uncanny Come Tuesday impression Ross does. And they synced up the actual segment from last week's show and then put my impression on.
Oh, no.
It's not very good, so I'm going to
Oh,
stop
is it
there.
not?
I'm going to issue an apology to anyone who was offended by it.
I think his is more grainy. You kind of go for the come Tuesday, but he kind of goes, come Tuesday. I'm watching you, Wazowski.
I was horrified when I saw it side by side.
Yeah, but
So you're not
impressions start off being a bit like them because we're condescending and take the piss.
You're
Look
not-
at that. Go,
You're not apologising for doing it. You're apologising because it wasn't up to
Yeah, you're not
scratch.
apologizing for making fun of him.
If it was good, it would stay, but it's not good. Not accurate.
Yeah, because you're too emotive. Less emotive.
Come Tuesday. I can't really do it. I sound too...
Come Tuesday.
Nah, there's more
Yeah, he's not
gravel
that
in
dumb,
it.
is he?
yeah.
Come
Always watching.
Come Tuesday, my team, you will watch out. Sidestep to the cum
Sidestep.
in the main event.
Hey, we need to speak about the match.
Oh,
This was like,
no, we don't.
If NXT 2.0 had Austin versus Rock, this is Come Tuesday versus Andre Chase. C-H-S-E. Chase. Boom.
He should have done that. C-U-M. Tuesday.
No, but Chase does that with his kicks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Wait.
C-U-M-T-O-O-E-S-D-A-Y. Club Tuesday.
Stop. Did Andre Chase actually spell his name wrong?
But it was didn't spell it wrong.
Oh, you went CHSE? I thought he left out the A.
Oh, bollocks.
That was just you.
Issue a second apology.
Oh, I thought...
I apologise for our crap impressions.
I thought he actually had spelled it wrong.
And our
that
inability
would be
to
so
spell.
Oh,
But I
My
thought
stomach hurts.
Come Tuesday looked really awkward again while doing human things like walking. But then when he was doing wrestling moves, he looked fantastic.
Oh, he's all right. He's all right.
He looked
He is
fantastic.
good.
It should always be wrestling.
Remember?
It's just when he's like walking down the ramp like a SmackDown versus Raw 2004 character, and then trying to negotiate the stairs and just like stand still. It doesn't look right, but then when he starts doing flips and stuff, it's amazing. No, not flips, you know what I mean? Making his opponents do flips.
Yeah, Diamond in Black, when the alien takes over the guy's body, he's just trying to... Started nonchalantly watching the van.
He's really not. He's
That's
really
him.
not as bad as... He's not bad. He's really...
A Tuesday came through. Come Tuesday.
He's really not what we've made him out to be. I feel so
He's
bad.
worse.
He's not. He's not.
Bloody
He's not a
awful.
human.
He's a good wrestler.
Rubbish.
He's
Not
good
a real
wrestler.
human.
He's a good wrestler.
People only like him because cum.
No.
In the main event, Carmelo Hayes successfully defends the North American title against Pete Dunne.
Here,
With a
when
little
I,
help
was,
from Trick
when
Williams.
I had to do the odd segment in WCPW, I wasn't good at it, right? And I used to get
WCW.
so sad when people would comment saying, well, Jack's not very good, and he's the one doing reviews slagging off people. For and now we're doing this to wrestlers again.
Yeah.
He's probably worked really hard. He's 7 foot tall.
And you can't teach that.
Yeah.
Again, after the match, Carmelo says he's going to defend the title at Stand and Deliver in a ladder match, and they're clearly,
Oh, yeah,
they're
so he
clearly
beat Pete
so
Dunne.
rushed for time at the end. The
Yeah.
music was playing like at the Oscars, we keep on the rambling. It's like,
so he-
okay, say the line, say that. Ladder match.
Again, it's the exuberance of youth.
Of course it is.
He didn't have to put that ladder match on, but he did of his own accord, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Well, he wants to be the A champion. He's got to put on these matches. Did they say who it was going to be against or anything?
Nah,
a
just-
multi-man or? Oh, okay.
Just it's going to be a ladder match involving him and the title belt
Okay.
after a very NXT 1.0 match.
It was.
it
God,
was.
Carmelo Hayes is great.
Yeah.
I don't know how Carmelo Hayes has managed to. Like, he's one of the few who's like survived the transition from NXT to NXT 2.0, and he's very NXT 1.0, whatever they're called, black
I
and
get what
gold,
you mean, yeah.
black and gold. Yeah. I'm still my stomach hurts.
That's you.
I like the mix of fancy stuff and brutal strikes.
Yeah.
Both of them were doing it as well, not just Peter England.
Yeah.
Give him his real name.
Peter Boycott.
What are you on about?
I did the old, what's his finishing move? Peter England's
The bitter end.
binder end. Carmelo had in his face and continued. Terrible. I mean, terrible for him.
Yeah.
Devastating. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
More of this, though.
When they had that multi-man match and Pete Dunne was in it, I thought there was an outside chance that might be when he finally wins the NXT
Oh, the
title.
five-way,
when he came
yeah.
out in all white because of England were in the world
It
in the
looked
Euros
good
at the
'cause
time.
he's so tanned now.
Yeah, it looked but no, and now he's slipping. He's slipping. I beat Tony D'Angelo actually.
Yeah, he's a mighty man.
Yeah. Who? I don't
He's
know.
no LA Knight, though.
Uh,
Definitely not.
Nah, so NXT 2.0, I actually like the wrestling this week. It's just all these
Oh, yeah.
segments that exist only for us to talk about this on this show.
I guess what we didn't. So was the point of Andre Chase's match that it's going to set up Wagner versus
That's the thing you thought.
Wagner versus Bodie? Because they had a little thing on the outside.
He punched him in the head, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And then Bodie was down going, oh, behind!
Andre went to check on him and he was like, oh, we fight, go back. Go back.
Yeah, because Andre went, give me an A, give me an N, and he went, give me an I.
Ah, yes! In the words of Alan Shearer, Steve Reich.
Drop me no.
Oh, man. Tell you what,
Was that a squash
if
match?
Alan Shearer can go from being one of the most boring men in football to someone who genuinely can have a laugh on telly, I believe in Von Wagner as well. He can do it.
Wow.
He can do it.
No,
Yeah,
Because Shearer,
Von Wagner and
'cause
Alan
I
Shearer.
know he was like a local hero and all that, but Shearer
he is.
had no banter at all.
No, that was just for the media, though. 'Cause he never trusted them. Apparently, he was always like this behind the scenes. Like Kenny Dalglish.
Right.
Kenny Dalglish would always be a boring, grumpy man in interviews because he hated the media.
The other day, Jack Atkins said that Kenny Dalglish is a bigger hero and has a bigger legacy than the entirety of Newcastle United Football Club. So
It's probably well, it's not true at all, is it?
Well, I mean,
it's
what did someone say about Kenny Dalglish? Like,
Because football started in 1977.
Yeah, of
Didn't
course.
exist in the 20s and the 50s when Newcastle were
It's 'cause-
romping home.
It's because Aiden keeps saying that Kenny Dalglish is rubbish because he was a bad manager for Newcastle.
Oh, I see.
Jack
Yeah,
Atkins is a big
right.
Liverpool fan and takes great offence to that. 'cause-
I've seen other people say like Kenny Dalglish has done so much, but so for Newcastle people are like, yeah, he had that rubbish run. That's like the only rubbish thing he's done in his career.
He's
apparently.
basically did what Vince McMahon has done to NXT 2.0.
Right.
He had everything. He had everything done.
That mean
it was
that-
all ready, and he just dismantled it
Does that
and
mean
built
that
this rubbish
Triple
thing.
H was
Yeah.
Kevin Keegan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Right.
yeah, he signed all the good ones. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfect analogy.
There you go. Wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
what we're here
Oh, hey, good. Look, more wrestling.
Now
AEW
this is
Dynamite.
wrestling.
Yes.
This promo is
Oh.
wrestling.
Tony Khan
yeah.
opens the show with a big announcement. What's the big announcement, Ross?
He's sorry. I'm boring of honor.
Thank you, Ross.
I had to lean way back from the microphone there.
You did.
It's erratic. It's allegedly coke fueled. It's not even allegedly.
God, no.
I try to save that, but
We stop misquoting
In its
Danger Door.
in its
We'll get someone else in trouble. It's all right.
in its delivery, it's a compliment. He's got lots of energy.
Oh,
Danger Door
he's
is
straight out of the
almost-
80s, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very 80s promo.
Yes, I did say that. All right. Cheers.
No, it's not.
Nice when they messaged me like that.
It was manic. He's an excitable boy.
It must be nerve wracking as well when you're not used to it, going out there and cutting a promo on international broadcast TV.
Yeah.
'Cause you can tell he's a bit like, oh, I don't know what words.
Oh, man.
Thank you all for coming.
I love it was like, they opened their first show, one of the biggest shows ever. I'm like, the Murphy Rec Centre. There's about 200 people there. It's just funny. He's like, that big show. And you're like, you ever see like the year one Ring of Honor shows?
No.
The WCW knocked their smallest show was bigger than Ring of Honor's
God, there's
biggest.
been a lot.
one, two,
I
or
had
three.
do my first in-ring promo on a mic in that biker warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember thinking, my hand's shaking. I hope no one can tell that my hand's shaking. And I was really nervous. And that wasn't like a big crowd. But you were there. Thought, bloody hell, Botchamania's here.
Yeah.
Can't mess up now.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Me going, let's see this little show, then see if any of all the wrestling fans will be there, and they're just seas of people with like your shirts.
I'll
and
tell
your
you what,
shirts. I was
right?
like, oh wow, these guys
it
are
was
really popular.
mad. It was crazy. But I remember one bit distinctly where someone grabbed me. Susie went to slap me in the face, and I ducked. It was like the middle of a brawl going on, and we all got in the middle of the ring and ducked, and she slapped them instead. And I rolled out the ring to safety away. And I remember rolling out like opposite the main crowd side. And I distinctly remember, and I didn't know you at the time, you going, well done, Jack. And I was like, oh, that's lovely. Lovely of Maffew there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, thank you, pal.
I remember that memory.
You
Do you
remember that?
Do you remember shouting it?
I probably
Probably
did yell
not.
that.
You
Like,
did.
Go on, Jack. Good lad.
You went, well done, Jack.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because sometimes I go to the shows and it's like
I've
people
not messed
think I'm
up in
just going to be
front
there
of Botchamania.
like I'm there going, I can't wait for someone to make a mistake. Like no, I'm there to have a good time and stuff like that.
Sorry for I've made it about me. Sorry.
No, it's good. People love hearing about you because you're so interesting.
No, people
Walking to Bishop Auckland,
people
going
always
to
say,
shows.
People always say I go on tangents, and I do.
Liars.
Here's one.
They're jealous they
Go
don't
on.
have enough cool things to talk about.
Botchamania included something from Miller early on in WCW's run, which shouldn't have been there because
Why shouldn't it have been?
my memory's foggy of this period of time, but I'm sure we filmed it and then half of the recording got lost. So we had to re-record half the match or something, and Miller had to continue the botch rather than trying to correct himself, just to try and give the
Because it
sort
was
of-
already in there.
already in there.
It involves a wrestler who's
Yeah. You got someone's name wrong.
Yeah, he
but,
did.
So that's a repeat. Why did he say it twice? It was re-recorded.
he faked the botch for continuity purposes.
Because he
But
had
what continuity? It was a
originally
mistake.
made it, but then he had to keep
But
repeating it.
why would you be mistaken? Was it leading to something?
No.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's because they had to re-record a bit of it, and he couldn't go back in
So
time.
he'd have to mistake it.
Well, he couldn't go back in time and suddenly have it right and then get it wrong later on. So
Why
he had to get
not?
it
It's a
wrong.
re-record. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, they didn't re-record the whole thing.
How
just
can
like
you
half.
remember all this? I've got no
I don't know.
memory.
No, I don't.
I do remember.
I just remember you ironing for some reason.
Yeah, I've got
On
no
Twitch.
memory of that.
But
I don't remember exactly what happened. That's what I assume
I
is
hope
why.
I've got that right.
I've got a bit of dirt
Sure, I've
though
said
as
it
well.
before,
I said, I bumped into that man and said, hey, how you doing? Sorry about that. And he was, that's all right. I only found out I'm not commentating when they announced the new commentators. So I probably didn't tell him, by
so
the
did
way,
Ross, I
we're
think.
not.
Oh no, I jumped before.
Oh, you
right,
jumped.
oh,
All right.
I was sick of it, me.
Fair enough then.
I had no prep time, me and Miller. I was on holiday at the Euros, right, until the Friday night. And the Saturday morning, they were like, can you come into the office, please, and just commentate on WCPW about
Jesus.
all these wrestlers from the UK, like Joseph Connors. I'd never seen him before in my life.
Yeah, we weren't really up on the
And
UK
then we sat,
industry.
Yeah.
me and Miller got sat down. He goes, Ross, you'd be like Bobby Heenan. And Simon,
Yeah,
you'd be
easy.
like Gorilla Monsoon.
Easy.
There's your prep.
The greatest ever. Just be like them.
Oh, yeah, they made it look so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder. Well, I was crap. Miller was good.
No, you were
No,
good.
you were
Don't
fine.
say that. You buried me, but you were good.
That's what people wanted from you, though. I think the thing is, not compared to Heenan and Gorilla, bloody hell, you had your audience and you know what they wanted. You gave it to them.
I came out, and Joe Hendry had dressed me up as his prestigious little friend.
Yeah.
And I wore like his blazer, and he put tinfoil around me. And Ross went, he looks like a half-eaten kebab. I was like,
See? There you go.
yeah, that was a good line.
It's the content, that.
See, that's the big thing about you, Ross. You know exactly what the
The other one that
other people
the only
want.
other one I remember, but it was good. But it was when a couple of the medical team came down because there was a worked injury, and I'm sure Ross went. There's a couple of bin men who've come down here in like 5 days. It was good. It was good.
From one major wrestling company to another, back to AEW.
There's been a lot of WCPW chat today. Is there some sort of anniversary we've
No,
not
just-
aware of?
I haven't checked.
Just miss life being exciting. Or life on the road. Actually,
Right.
you didn't. You hated it.
I hated it, me. Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Didn't go.
It's just
After
weird
a
when
certain
you sometimes you don't appreciate how great things are until it's
yeah.
gone. So it's just the idea of,
I had a laugh.
all right, week 1, WCPW, okay. Week 2, oh, ICW's coming to Newcastle. Week 3, oh, North's running an event. Week 4, Absolute Wrestling's running an
Yeah.
event. Like, it just used to be absolutely nuts
Yeah,
in this area for that.
it was.
Yeah.
Odd.
It was, yeah. It was a great time.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
But it had its negatives.
Life's more relaxing now, and I enjoy it better.
I'll say that much, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got lots of, patience now. Because of the Ring of Honor debut, sorry, say again, Maffew. Because of Ring of Honor being purchased, Tony Khan now, God, that's loud
Hilarity
outside.
there outside.
Tony Khan's supposed to make a rematch of, well, kind of, the first ever show they did with, it was Bryan Danielson taking on Christopher Daniels. Because say, yeah, Loki was in that match as well, but
Yeah.
let's ignore that. And they have a lovely little match. Danielson wins with a triangle, causing Daniels to pass out because he's 60. Bryan gets on the mic and talks about the Code of Honor, which was, for people who don't know Ring of Honor, you have to shake your hands after the match. He goes to shake Daniel's hand, but remembers he's not in Ring of Honor. Like Buzz Lightyear, when he gets in a fight with Woody.
Sorry, but she's giggling like a schoolgirl.
He is, like, he's watching poor people getting punched in the face again. So,
No hesitation there. Straight away. Fantastic.
got that into me bonnet. So, yeah, so like Woody, I think, well, it's all right, we don't believe in random acts of violence on my home planet. Oh, that's great, but we're not in my home planet, are we?
Yeah.
He's in AEW. He beats Daniels down as a warning to Jon Moxley. Moxley arrives and says that for the first time in his career, he's going to beat Bryan Danielson. He wants Bryan to hit him, but Bryan just leaves.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic from start to finish,
Yes.
this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Paul Turner? I think they said Paul Turner was involved in that first match as well, didn't they?
The referee?
Yeah.
Was he?
I'm sure they said something about him being involved in some way. I'll have to go back and watch that.
Maybe.
I believe it. Sure, why not?
But a right touch, just to get to the words. Hey, what touch? The finish was amazing. I thought the way the moonsault got reversed, and then the moonsault got reversed into
Yeah.
the submission hold. Yeah,
I liked Daniels' like outside moonsault thing, springboard moonsault. It was like more of a springboard moonsault to the outside because he didn't really do that much anymore. And then he looked at the camera and went 51. Like
Yeah.
how old he is. I was like, wow.
Nuts, innit?
Yeah.
yeah. And then Moxley apparently rocked up in the well, not apparently. Renee said on Twitter, rocked up in the same clothes that she dropped him off in at the airport. No costume change for him. Off the plane, straight in there. His promo was really good as well.
Yeah.
The blood and the
He was
bullets.
particularly twitchy and sway in this one.
Hey, since he's come back,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Got the Michael Hayes thing going on. Is that what you're trying to say?
The
I
Dolph
was going to
Ziggler.
say the Randy Orton shoulders, but not this week.
Yeah. Good stuff. Can't wait for the match. Sting and Darby Allin are ready for their 6-man tag at Revolution. Sting mentions that there'll be heavy fines for anybody who interferes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Darby-
all 16 members of Andrade's crew then. All right.
This was a weak one from Darby, I feel. Don't want to be too harsh to Darbs, but
Well, Sting Jr.
I know he's not I know he never really cuts live promos because obviously he's not the most natural talker. But this one felt a bit particularly half-assed.
What
but,
did he say? I can't remember.
What's up, dude? Darby.
Yeah,
This is
it's
my
almost like being there.
This is my dad or whatever. I don't know.
Oof.
Who is that? That sounds like somebody.
Um,
Apart from Darby Allin.
Paris Hilton or something. Someone with a lot of vocal
Paris
fry.
Hilton.
Well, no, like someone who's like,
I'm like Darby
Oh my
Allin.
god, like someone with a lot of vocal fry. I don't know, it's like Stephen's brother. Stephen Fry. Yeah.
I call it you.
Yes, you did. Next, we get the Tag Team Battle Royal to decide the third team in the tag title match at Revolution. FDR start off against Top Flight. Hey, Darius Martin's back. God,
God.
that was a lot of time
Buzzing
off,
for him.
wasn't it?
I was worried for me.
There was a long bit of the match where he was under the bottom rope, not doing anything, and I thought, uh-oh. But then he was fine. He was just waiting.
He's just selling. Lots more teams enter. It all comes down to
I
Young
will
Bucks.
say I've noticed.
go on.
So like now that we've seen Dante on his own a lot, I think he's the Matt Jackson. No, sorry, I think he's the Nick Jackson.
Oh.
But I think Darius is the more charismatic in terms of his movements and stuff. A bit way throughout Bowens, and he did like the acclaimed, like he did it really sassy, and I was like, oh, I like this. I've forgotten about him.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. It's weird that like Leo Rush has been and gone in the time it's taken
Yeah,
for him to come back and heal.
yeah.
It comes down to Young Bucks, FDR, and Top Flight. Hey, Dante Martin and Cash Wheeler take each other out, and the Bucks eliminate Harwood after traction from Red Dragon. Darius Martin is left alone against both Bucks. He manages to reverse the Melter driver.
That was class. That
Yeah.
bit.
Eliminate Nick. Is it called an Alvarez driver then? Or during the ground. But Matt wins the help of a low blow. The Bucks celebrate with Red Dragon, but Jurassic Express arrive for a stare down ahead of Revolution.
And Christian does some ASMR into their ears.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what does that look like? But we know what it looks like, don't we? So.
Me and Maffew have been watching some ASMR ladies before the stream came on, before the podcast started today. It's incredible to get away with that. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's incredible.
But one of them was, so before they were like just going nom nom nom. But then started playing Jenga, which I guess that counts as a game.
She took her clothes off and started playing Jenga. That was the stream. She was licking these ear things.
Yeah, I've got to say, if I was making as much money to take my clothes off and play Jenga, I would also do
She
that.
had 5 million followers.
Oh, aye.
Incroyable.
Yeah.
They're asking her like maths questions and stuff like that. And she was like, well, have you forgotten about isosceles triangle? And I just go nowhere, really. Sorry, beg your pardon.
No, it's crazy, isn't it?
And she's like, Shrek came down. That was my Brian Alvarez impression.
Yeah, there we go.
quite
Should have
worked
gone with that.
It was.
Run on fumes. I'm sorry, lads.
I thought the match was perfectly booked in terms of Darius making his big return, because it was always a worry that while he was out there, we get left behind because Dante has been so good. But it was good to see him get that the big run in the match.
Yeah.
Shame about the way it ended.
I thought Matt could have played the finish of that match better because he super kicks him off the apron, but they've had a big battle first, and I thought he should have sold it as if like, whoa, that was close,
Right,
instead of going like, bye, mate.
Yeah. Hi, it's me, the Buck.
Yeah. It was very Young Bucks though.
Yeah, right. But no, lovely match of them.
Sorry, go on.
Well, now it seems like Red Dragon and Young Bucks are on the same page for now.
Oh, how long though?
I know. What were you saying, sorry?
I was Alan Angels. Is a skater boy now. He
Yes,
had one of
he
those
is.
belts on with the silver bits, the squares.
He was like Cora Jade.
And he had his ear pierced as well with a hat.
He had a
on.
cap, yeah.
Yeah, they should get married.
So, is that your
She's with
favourite
Blake
wrestler for you,
Christian
Jack?
still, isn't she?
Is she? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
What was I going to say?
She was a girl. He was Blake Christian.
Proud and Powerful got shafted again in this match, though, for me.
Oh.
Did
Yeah.
nothing. Which bleeds
Well-
into your next segment there, Maffew.
I was going to say.
Well, before that, Max Caster also slagged off Kane in his rap.
That was good.
No. Glenn Jacobs.
Glenn Jacobs.
Oh, yeah.
Kane the
mayor.
wrestler is okay.
But you can't now say you like Cain the wrestler, because then people go, oh, but what about his anti-mask stuff?
Yeah. Well,
No, he said, well, because he was caught in the fire that killed his parents all those years ago.
really
Silly.
funny that Kane's an anti-masker.
I know, I mean, just quite a
It's,
comedy.
it's fed into Kane's kayfabe story, how he's saying, like, it regresses children, like, I don't want to bollock.
Of course,
Bugger off.
of course he would say that if
He'd
this
been
was
wearing it
kayfabe.
after a fire, he had to put a
He
mask
should have
on.
had his Cain mask on, as you said. I think we should have.
I would know. I grew up.
I think.
Backstage, Chris Jericho got a promo on Eddie Kingston, saying he doesn't think he can overcome his fear of success. After he's beaten him, he'll laugh in his face and tell him to GFY.
Yeah, I was like, hang on. It took me ages to work out what that
Yeah.
meant.
T-shirt to AEW
Yeah.
shop. Whatever.
No, thank you. Santana and Ortiz interrupt, but they warily give Jericho a fist bump.
Swervington brothers.
They decide, like, who are we better off with? Win that tag team battle royal.
They're better off with Eddie Kingston.
This can't be
I know.
true because the narrative is that they're sick of being on the bench for the Inner Circle.
But now they beat Jericho and Hager in that tag match.
Yeah.
Maybe respect has been re-earned.
Oh, you don't go back, do you?
No,
Kevin
never go
Keegan
back.
didn't work out for him.
It wasn't his fault. Anyway.
But I thought Jericho looked fantastic here. I thought his skin looked silky
He looked
smooth.
great. He got a big cheer and he was smiling. But he's the heel in this feud though.
Definitely.
Everyone
now,
wants
yeah.
Eddie to win.
I think Eddie will win as well.
I think so too.
I hope he does, because this is like Jericho's re-signed. He says, I'm not going anywhere. Why would I leave? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because you never, like, put everyone over. And I'm almost upset the fact, like, oh, great. Okay, so Ortiz, that's great for them. But for winning. But that also does not, like, guess who's not losing at the pay-per-view?
I just like weird how like they made the big hoo-ha about doing nothing. Then they did something last week, and then this week they did nothing again in that tag match, and then they went back to Jericho. Nah, it's a swerve, bros.
If I feel like if Jericho was booking this storyline, he'd beat Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
They'd shake hands. Eddie would go, "You're the best." Then they'd team up against Santana and Ortiz and win that.
Can we, like, put a timestamp there? And so when that happens,
it's not
we
gonna-
can go,
no.
Jack, smartest man in the room.
No, please, no, I don't want it to happen.
They'd be called the influencers.
Yeah. Yeah. They'd recreate the Thrill Seekers video, but with Eddie having a miserable time. All of it.
Just them going through PowerPoints of their social media interactions. This tweet had 2 million impressions. I am Chris Jericho, the influencer.
It'd be like, oh no, people have already used that to compare. You know, the Nelson Muntz walking along and Martin skipping around him. That's like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yeah, it works better for Owens and Zayn.
It did.
Yeah.
Anyway, good bit, though. CM Punk cuts a promo wondering if he's the bad guy. Like Zangief in Street Fighter the movie.
The promo was more nuanced than what I've had to cut down a lot of it.
There's a lot going on it, because obviously back last week, MJF, good promo, basically very emotional, talking about how to deal with a lot of bullied, lots of anti-Semitism to overcome.
Yeah.
But the one thing that kept them going, he didn't want his football scholarship. He wanted out of football because he wanted to be a wrestler, hated football. And that one wrestler that kept him going was CM Punk. He even name dropped wrestling classics.
Yeah,
I think it was
on
a bit
Instagram.
of, it was a bit of speculation this week that Lou Tez used to post on there. I'm not sure if that was a joke or not.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, maybe. It was a thing I didn't get. Sorry. Sometimes you see the R sentence to me on Twitter and you go, am I at the very beginning of something or at the very end of
When
something?
did he pass away?
01, I think.
Was it? Oh, that was before Instagram.
Yeah,
then.
Instagram one.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, Matthew. Farmer Burns on TikTok.
Punk brings up the photo of him meeting Steve Austin and says he didn't lash out when Austin took his ball and went home. I love that picture of Austin Punk, by the way.
Punk
with that
looks
red hair.
like, well, what you'd imagine CM Punk to look like when he was a teenager.
MJF has used Punk to justify awful things he said about Dean Malenko, Brian Pillman's family, and Darby Allin's uncle. Punk calls MJF to the ring and brings up horrible things he's done to the likes of The Undertaker and Jeff Hardy, but didn't fulfill
What was the other one? He poured alcohol into an alcoholic's mouth, he said.
Raven.
Ah, Raven.
I asked that question and Jack Atkins told me because Jack Atkins is a massive Ring of Honor fan. It turns
Yeah,
out.
I remember. No, Ray.
So I was like, was it Jericho? I was like, didn't it happen the other way around?
Yeah, it was the other way around, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, Raven poured beer into
Jericho
his
slipped on
mouth.
him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Have I been sold up the Ring of Honor?
That was the
river?
thing. Yeah, they handcuffed him and went, nah, that was the thing. Like,
They must have done it the other way around as well. Cause
Maybe they did it the other one, but like, I was thinking it was referring to Jericho.
Maybe an Impact. Punk did it the other way around.
I thought it was Jericho, but no. Atkins is legitimately a big Ring of Honor.
I don't know why they wouldn't name drop Raven. Like,
Well, he didn't mention any of them. He just said, I've done this. I've poured ashes onto a man whose manager had died.
yeah, you're right. He didn't mention. You're
actually
putting
mention-
these
yeah.
names out, right? Okay, yeah.
I
that's
bullied
fair
a
enough
man until he got sacked when Jeff
then.
Hardy.
I shot a man in Reno just to see him
Just
die.
to watch him die.
Punk says he's reached a stage in his life where he's trying to be the good guy and offers a handshake. MJF hugs him instead, and Punk hugs him back. And then he hits a low blow, which I was talking to you beforehand. I'm like, we all knew it was coming. And Jack was like, I didn't.
No. I didn't know the line about the snake was coming.
Oh, I thought you meant you didn't know the turn.
I knew. I knew
bless
this
you,
was
mate.
coming.
I'm like, he's still naive. That's
wow,
awesome.
Jack's really stupid.
Now, sometimes I wish I could watch it with that sense of naivety, but...
I just didn't know the line of the snake was coming.
Okay. MJF beats Punk down and calls out the Pinnacle, who time the ropes with a dog collar and strangle him.
What a
MJF
visual.
quotes Punk's devil promo of Ring of Honor, saying, I'm the snake.
Mate, I got chills.
Darby, Sammy, and Sting run out to save Punk. Yep.
This was the biggest reaction I've had from wrestling since probably like Cole and Bryan debuted All Out, because I was sat watching it alone in my bedroom, and when he said the snake line, I heard myself go like, it just actually made a noise, which reassured me that I still do care about wrestling.
Come Wednesday.
Yeah, come Wednesday. Yeah. I didn't make it. It wasn't a sexual noise. Bloody! I shouldn't have mentioned I was alone in my
I was alone in the bedroom. I went, this was on a different. This was from a different era. This promo, from both people. Last week as well, from a different era, different time, different level. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Nothing else you say.
I tweeted about it, saying like, "Oh my god, like this is so good." And one reply was like, a lot of people were saying, "Yes, it's amazing." One reply, "Jack likes AEW." Shock. I was thinking, come on, this is actually really good. This was really, really good. There was so many things as well, like the white suit, and then he took it off when he turned heel or remained heel, and the dog collar visual of Punk and Raven, and it was so much stuff. Many things.
I think it's amazing that they did this, and then they did what they did at the end of the show, because it was just naff in comparison.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They should have swapped those two segments.
And one's the world title feud, and the other one's just, it's obviously a blood feud now.
Just there, isn't it? Yeah. Thunder Rosa,
he
Mercedes
bled a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Punk bled a lot.
Yes, he did. He's good like that little bleeder. Thunder Rosa, Mercedes Martinez take on Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter.
Who
Rosa
got no
wins
pop.
and gets a pinfall over Brett. Sorry. Yeah. It's just kind of just this thing that's happening.
I'm trying to imagine Bret Hart cutting a Britt Baker promo. And now I want Maffew to do it.
Go on then.
You know something, Tony?
Yeah. Tony, my teeth are better than all the American teeth. In Canada, we have real dentists. Boo. We have family values.
Have you seen the Reddit account?
All our kids have toothbrushes.
Have you seen the Reddit account, Bret Hart Berries? Have you never
It's a
seen
Twitter
it?
account. No.
Sorry, the Reddit account.
Oh, is it?
Oh, just occasionally he'll pop up. It's just like /Bret Hart Berries, I think. And he'll just do a big paragraph under certain things, just burying whatever's been talked about. And it's genius. One thing he always includes in it is like, my old man used to say, like, life is like a box of chocolates, which is an old shooter's way of saying you don't know what you're going to... He just says, which is an old shooter.
An old shooter.
Yeah. But just it's always really obvious.
I was talking with Lieutenant who used to talk with on WrestlingClassics.com.
But he says things, you can hear it in Bret. It's like, he was always a real jerk like that. And stuff like that. It's so
Hey,
good.
Brock Lesnar, got you one of these?
Did you
Him
see
in The Simpsons.
I think it was on Reddit as well this week. Someone must be one of Brett's books, and they had the quote
only got
about
one, but
Glenn
yeah.
Jacobs.
Oh.
How no matter what happened backstage at wrestling shows, he'd always try and turn things onto politics. And apparently, there was one time Brett saw Vince. I forget which book it was. Brett saw Vince McMahon and Glenn Jacobs having a discussion about politics, and you could just see Vince just didn't want to be there, but Glenn was going meh, 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 meh. And then miraculously, Glenn later got the mask, and the gimmick when he couldn't talk.
Oh, that's a speculation. Guess what, Cain? You don't talk ever. Leave me alone.
Fantastic, if true.
Yes.
Now there's wrestlers, people on Twitter being on, like Kane's been, other wrestlers have said, wow, Kane's so clever. He's so smart.
Him and Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Just above everybody else.
Again, the legendary story that happened in Ring of Honor time when they're waiting in the airport together, the Ring of Honor locker room, don't know what year it was. Allegedly, they were bored, so all the locker room took one of those intelligence tests at the airport. And allegedly, with all these people, the technical masters like Nigel McGuinness and maybe Danielson was still there, I think, the highest scorers were both Briscoe brothers and Necro Butcher.
I've heard Necro Butcher's meant to be really clever.
I mean,
But the Briscoes,
it's a huge waste of talent if
what's
true.
WWE has announced they've terminated their broadcast partnerships in Russia and have shut down the network in the country following Putin's actions.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah. That's fair.
Good on them.
Yeah. Strange.
WWE standing against
Yeah, I was going to say.
an awful regime in a country. Wow. When the next going to... come on, Maffew, move on. Alex Marvez interviews Tay Conti backstage. Jade Cargill interrupts and Conti goes to attack, but Mark Sterling reveals that Tony Khan has enforced a no contact clause until their match at Revolution.
You don't
No
harm a
touching.
green hair on her head.
Yeah. So you can punch her in the leg. Strange.
Yeah.
It was what it was, yeah. Just a backstage segment or an interview gets interrupted on AEW.
Oh, yeah.
It never happens, apart from in every single one this episode. But we didn't mention that they did the WWE thing of pinning the champion before the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mentioned it before.
Didn't like that. Like, on one hand, it could mean Baker's going to lose. Oh, sorry, Baker's going to win. Thunder Rosa's going to lose. But I still think you've got to have Thunder Rosa win this one.
I'll like it. I'll think
Yeah.
it. I'll change my mind on this decision if Thunder Rosa wins.
Yeah.
Because then it's like a playing on the expectations. But
Hopefully that's why they've done it.
I don't know.
Because now we're all expecting Baker to win.
If Thunder Rosa wins, who does she? Will there be a lot of like people for her to take on? I guess so.
You can have the Baker rematch, can't you?
Yeah.
I would get Jamie Hayter involved me straight away.
Yeah.
They just need more people up at the top, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruby So have a
Where's
rematch
she
with Thunder
gone?
Rosa. Don't know.
Where's Sheeda?
Parts unknown.
Yeah.
Destination unknown. Damn it, Jack. Are you even a punk?
Heart unknown.
Wardlow beats Cesar Bononi with loads of power bombs, even though Sean Spears said don't do. He says tries to beat down Bononi down with a chair afterwards to Sean Spears, but this time Wardlow stops him. He stares Spears down, who leaves. Backstage, MJF tells Wardlow if he wins the Face of the Revolution ladder match and beats the TNT champion, MJF will let Wardlow keep the title. Not that you'll win anyway. Oh, ructions. Wardlow says that because he's too busy making sure MJF wins. MJF slaps him.
Hard. Jesus.
Don't forget who you are. My family pays your family, he says, roughly. Yeah. Slow burn.
You don't work for AEW. You work for. You're not. When you're not a wrestler, you're my bodyguard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you reckon they'll have Wardlow win on Sunday or have Keith win on Sunday and Sean Spears
I like
shaft?
that word though.
Yeah, shaft Wardlow during the match because of what happened.
I think they'll. I don't think they'll have Keith win because that backstage thing with Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks made me think, oh, he's gonna get into a feud with Team Taz.
That was my rationale as well.
Yeah, I don't think Keith's gonna win.
Andy went for Keith Lee.
I think he might have. He could totally win
Yeah.
because then if he then beats Sammy, he's then got people to defend the belt against. But I think he might not now.
I think Wardlow's going to win after this one.
Who?
Wardlow will win the
Yeah,
ladder match
possibly.
after this.
I don't think Wardlow needs it, but
No,
at the
he
same time,
doesn't.
I don't really know who is going to win because there's all
Who else is in
there's
the
reason
match?
for any of them to win.
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy.
I don't think he'll win.
God.
Powerhouse.
Hobbs.
Ricky Stark.
Ricky Starks.
He could. He could win.
Keith Lee.
Christian or Ethan Page.
I think it's one of two.
Ethan Page.
One of Wardlow and Keith.
Whoa. Well, could be Cesaro.
Oh, it won't be.
Okay,
And then
might be.
in the alleged main event, Adam Cole and Red Dragon beat Hangman, Silver, and Reynolds. They tape Hangman to the
done it
ropes,
again.
and Cole attacks the defense of the channel. I'm going to do it until you join him. Before promising that the AEW title belongs to him.
Yes.
Just a match. Just
I
a
agree
feud.
totally with what Ross said.
Yeah, everything you said before, Ross.
If this was in the middle of the show, I'd have been like, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you can't do a thing involving the ropes and have it be less severe than what you've seen already.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't be doing it that way.
Often, this has happened before in AEW where their main title feud is actually less intriguing than some of the other things on the, which is on one hand, it's good because it shows how strong their booking is elsewhere. But the problem with Hangman is that the chase to get the belt was always nothing can beat that. So now it's like,
Plus, it's so weird. Again, I know they've said, but it doesn't really count. Adam Cole lost the feud to Orange Cassidy. And then he
Yes.
got the push to the main event. I'm like,
well, he's Adam Cole, baby.
yeah.
Well, it was a
came-
lights out match, wasn't it? So it didn't go on the official records.
He also
I
came.
saw it. It happened.
He also came out and stared down Hangman after the Lance Archer match, and he jumped the queue.
Was he not the top rated contender at that time?
Possibly, yeah, probably.
I don't know how
Yeah.
much that counts anymore.
Oh,
I
maybe he
think
does,
it'll be
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he just must have won a bunch of matches. So.
Yeah.
Ben Potter described it as Tom Campbell mentioned this recently, but it was originally from Ben Potter who said that a lot of the wrestlers on Dark are like they're grinding for XP,
Yeah.
and that's very true. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, computer games.
Ooh, nerd.
There's a
That's it. Adam Cole's going to win the title, then stream Legend of Zelda with the AEW title next to him.
He's so nice on his stream.
Thanks,
Oh, he's
guys.
lovely, man.
I appreciate you all so much.
Yeah.
He's just decapitated a man.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Will we get demonetized?
In a video game.
Yeah.
In a video game, he beat a dragon.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Also, there's an Impact pay-per-view coming up.
Is that?
Is there?
Sacrifice.
Oh.
Oh.
Bloody hell!
It's on the same weekend as an AEW one, so it's not gone.
Good God, really?
Yeah, I think
Oof.
so.
Didn't they just do one? Hard to kill.
After the Royal
Not
Rumble,
long ago,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Was it?
No, there was never one like last week.
Well, that was more of a TV special, I
Oh,
think.
TV special, right.
Maybe, though.
TV special that set up a pay-per-view.
Oh, where Bullet Club turned.
Yeah.
Bullet Club. Yeah.
Straight to hell with
You're
Chris Bay.
You're full of Chris Bay, huh?
Yeah, it's on the channel now. Quite frankly,
Fan of yours?
not enough people have watched it. Quite frankly.
Oh, fair enough.
Quite frankly.
Because people moan about why we don't do Impact content. Then I have Chris Bay, who is in the upper echelon, the top tier of Impact wrestling talent.
Yeah.
And no one bloody watches
He's
it.
very good.
Oh, March the 5th. That's when Impact is.
Yeah, it's this
Tomorrow.
weekend.
I'll rattle through the card, lads.
Not
That's
tomorrow.
what we're talking about.
Go on.
Honor No More, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, because there's a Ring of Honor invasion going on, versus,
Wait, for how long's that going to last?
Yeah.
versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
Yeah.
Alex Shelley with Chris Sabin
Oh.
versus Jay White with Chris Bay.
Oh.
Ross's Bay, Chris
Oh,
Bay.
well.
Nice man.
Yeah. Seems
Chris
like
Bay
I
makes up for Jay White.
Fan of us, apparently.
Hey, good on him.
feel old now.
I
Wrestlers
know.
have started.
He's 26.
Move on. Move on.
The Inspiration, formerly the Iconics, versus the Influence, Madison Rain and Sunil Dashwood,
Oh.
And Chris Jericho.
with Caleb with a K.
I got it.
Caleb Conley. Right?
Yeah, Caleb Conley, yeah.
That's for the tag belt. Trey Miguel defending the Impact X Division title versus Jake Something.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
Moose defending the Impact title versus Heath
Heath,
Slater.
world title.
Yeah. Go on, Heath.
What's the storyline there?
Don't know. The Good Brothers
Ugh.
and Jay White versus Violent by Design. Dina and Doring and
He's doing
Young
double
and-
duty, Jay White?
He's not involved.
No, he's with the. He's the Good Brothers Doc. With Chris Bay and Jay White. Sorry, they're
Oh,
I'm reading the
ringside,
Wikipedia
right.
thing.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, the Good Brothers versus Violent by Design. Rhino versus Eddie Edwards because Eddie Edwards has betrayed Impact and he's now Ring of Honor again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Jonah versus PCO. Big meaty men. Slap
Oh, yes. Okay, look forward to that.
And Mickey James versus either Tasha Steeles or Chelsea Green for the Impact. It's got to be Chelsea Green at the minute. Tasha's already had a shot, I think. Maybe. Anyway, Impact's doing all right, huh?
Oh,
They're doing fine.
PCO.
Just a bit of an unfortunate weekend to run a show.
Yeah, all the great talent being in Germany.
Oh,
Dub X
yeah.
Dub, 16
God,
carat.
what a weekend of wrestling it's going to
It's back. Wrestling's back.
be. Aye.
Good.
Love's got the world
Get
in
more
motion.
drugs and Carabao in. Bloody hell, that's actually a Carabao.
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 The cup.
I was the time when I ever see it, like the cup advertised, I was like, I never seen anybody drinking it in real life. You're,
yeah.
you're the first person I've ever seen
We
drinking
got
it.
commercial? Communal. Oh my God. Communal. Carabao in the office.
Yeah.
I thought I'd have a drink. It's all right.
Wow.
I've never tried one. Is it
Bloody
like
hell.
cherries or is it just like Red Bull?
Yeah. It's more like a seltzer.
I only really drink energy drinks on like pay-per-view weekends to stay away.
I need them for these podcasts.
But
Why is that? As went into hour 3.
I'm a bit of a snob. It's got to be a Monster or a Red Bull because cheap energy drinks remind me of like Tiger and Bijou. And I can't.
Three trips for a $5 your student
Oh,
card. Ha, ha, ha,
God.
ha.
And basement.
Yeah.
And basement.
Yeah, Jaeger shot instead of Red Bull, it's, energize.
Like a G6 playing in the background. Great days. Party Rock is in the house tonight. Oh, man.
I love this city. Anyway.
What? Riverside. Let's go.
Yeah.
Titanium.
Thanks for joining in.
Like Rihanna, that. Is it
See
Rihanna?
it, see it.
See ya. Whatever.
That was my toilet song. I'd always go to the toilet. It was too shrill. It hurt my ears.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, I am class on a night out.
Getting tinnitus
That's
from
wait.
Sia.
Richard Tubman found a fun new place to go last weekend.
Where?
Everyone, come on.
Is it Rise?
No, it's not fun. This was Friday night, not Saturday. It was Xerox. Xerox used to be at Central Station.
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to go there for a while.
But
Is
now
it
it's
good?
on. Now it's where Popolo used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a fun night.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the music was good. Baby, you can drive my car.
Xerox printers, aren't they?
Well, that's
that's
what
where
it
the original
is,
term
isn't it?
comes from, yeah.
but-
Oh.
I guess they're not a copy.
But it was good.
Oh,
well
that's
done,
how it
Richard,
was.
because we were getting into an argument about where to go next, and I backed down. I was like, "Fine, we'll go where you want to go." Had a wonderful time.
Oh, it sucks though because whenever he suggests something, he's like, yeah. And you go, no, I don't want to do it. He goes, yeah, but remember when you said you didn't want to do this?
And it was right. Yeah, I was right. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Was this like a club with like a dance floor?
It was more like a late bar.
Oh,
It wasn't. People were dancing and stuff. It was a mixture. Yeah.
I could not imagine myself in the middle of a dance floor now, bopping away. Here in the
I'll do the, I'm drinking thing going, I'm just doing this to be polite.
I have to have a drink in my hand to feel. No, I don't need to be drinking it necessarily, but I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why I can't dance properly, because this
there's a
drink, that's...
if there's a lyric you don't know, you can just have a quick look. Yeah.
Aye. So this is why we can't cover Impact, because there's just not enough space on the podcast to talk about wrestling. Anyway, that was the week of wrestling. See you in the next segment.
Let's have a rummage in our mail bags.
Let's have a little look. Yeah, sorry. And a little look in the mailbag. It's loaded this week. Number 1. It just says, The Ballad of Barkley Jackson. Oh,
Richard Tubman.
Okay.
Here we go.
Drunk.
Is the subject heading? This is for audio listeners, obviously. We need a
Of
description.
course. Barkley Jackson to print screen of an email. Drunk. External inbox. Hey, lads. I am really drunk. And walking home at about 1:30 a.m. after a big sesh.
Nice.
Listening to the pod on the walk home. I captained the worst team in the worst grade of the worst league of my city. What is the biggest upset you have seen, wrestling or otherwise? Thanks, lads. Barkley, Bendigo, Australia, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's another email. Drunk photo of me, I guess.
Richard, the photo, please. There he is.
Yes.
Barkley.
Very good.
Now, we had to try and work out what the words on the shirt said earlier, and Sam ingeniously flipped the image in Photoshop,
Smart.
and it said someone's name, put me out.
Okay. It's almost like a school leavers, like last day of school, and everyone writes
I
on
was
your
gonna
shirt.
say, yeah.
So there he is.
And then another email. To whom it may concern, please ignore those emails. Some of me is in pit and bar. Oh, no.
Well, that embarrassment's got a bit more. I thought I was worthwhile putting there.
But we have blanked out his email.
We've never had an email like that before in the history of the mailbag, so
No.
Barkley Jackson is making history.
I'd like him to get back in touch. Seems like a fun man.
I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
I hope his team's doing well.
Seems like a good night.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest upset then?
I've seen in like the Miracle on Ice or something. That's a
Oh, the American.
like seen in person. I don't know.
Leicester City winning the Premier
I was
League.
gonna say I wouldn't
Well,
say
no,
that.
we need to do wrestling, don't we? What's the biggest upset in wrestling?
Martin Kirby defeating William Ospreay at WCPW. That was a class match.
That wasn't amazing.
It
That was
was
Fine Spirit
really
Magazine's UK Match of the Year, I believe.
There was
fan voted.
There was a small pocket of Yorkshire-based fans cheering for Kirby, but then like Rocky 4, it spread.
Yeah.
down the
No, that
crowd.
was a good one. That was a real.
I watched a
Big
bit of
one,
Rocky 3 the other night.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first time ever.
Yeah. Oh, first time ever.
Yeah, with Butkus,
The dog.
the dog.
Yeah.
Big fan of Butkus.
Butkus.
Yeah. What did I think he was? Butkus? Yeah, the way he was saying it, I was like, that can't be its name.
No, because it's Dick Butkus.
Wasn't it his
the
real-
famous coach?
Wasn't his real dog?
Is it?
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, is that the one that he sold because he was so poor during
he
making of
got it
Rocky 1
back?
and he bought it back?
Oh.
Mate, that breaks my heart every time.
Oh, what a lovely
so poor,
story.
I had to sell your dog.
That's a beautiful dog, though.
Aye.
Richard met the cats. We went back to Bethany's after the night out with Ricky. Ricky! From back at What Culture.
Lovely.
And despite being allergic, Richard braved the cats.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Well, the cats were nice enough. That.
The cats were sound. One of them, Chutney's friendly. A lovely boy.
The other one isn't.
Just chilled. Just a bit more aloof.
I rang my brother yesterday, and his lovely, lovely lady has cats. My brother hates cats, but he puts with them because he loves her. And as he talked to me on the phone, he's going, "Oh, sorry, the cat's puking and pooing at the same time." I'm like, "Oh, cats can do that? I didn't know."
Do you watch all of Rocky 3?
No, just up until the bit where he's working in the meat thing. Then I fell asleep. It was like, when it's on ITV.
Oh,
one,
Rocky
it,
1 this sounds
Yeah, wait,
like.
which Rocky?
It was Rocky 3, I'm sure. It said on. This was like
On
late.
the meat
right?
thing.
Does he go back to the meat
Does
thing?
he fight?
Yeah, he was
fight
fighting.
Hogan?
He was fighting Thingy Creed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Follow
he ha-
Creed. That's,
He had to go back to the.
Yeah, it's Rocky 2.
Is it Rocky 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
He goes
one.
back to the meat thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's working like picking up the big meats. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does that in every one.
Doesn't do it in Rocky 3. See, Rocky 3 is all about him being a big
Learning
success
how to
now.
dance
And, like,
and,
losing
like-
it. Yeah, and losing his...
He goes to that LA gym with Apollo.
Yeah.
In fact, the last thing I saw was the press conference where it's him and they're all surrounded by all the fellas and whatnot. I don't know. I assume that's in every single film. There was the big rematch.
Yeah, Rocky
Oh,
2.
two.
then. Yeah.
Two, is it?
Two. Yeah.
Aye. Now, Rocky 3 is the one where he fights Thunderlips. Mr. T.
Thunderlips.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 4's in Russia.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Russia.
And Rocky 5 didn't exist.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. I recommend all
Have
the
you
Rocky
seen
films,
any
by
of
the
the
way.
Rockies?
No, that was my first exposure.
Oh, Ross, watch the Rocky. Watch 4 up to 4 and then
I need to, yeah.
Rocky 1's a genuinely good
Rocky
film.
1 won an Oscar.
Yeah.
It's really
It beat
good.
Taxi Driver, which you know had a lot of film fans. But no, Rocky 1's
I
still
convinced Bethany to watch it. She'd never seen any. I was like, let's watch Rocky 1 because it's actually a good film. And didn't realise how uncomfortable the scene is where he tries to seduce Adrian in the bedroom. Hasn't aged well.
He gets married as well.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I
Adrian.
thought, oh, this is going to be class watching Rocky. She'll see how good it is. Towards the end, when Adrian runs to the ring, I was like,
Yeah.
I can't cry in front of her.
Yeah.
But, oh, man. What an emotion.
You want to win, just want to go the distance to prove you
And he
could.
does.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Well,
Yeah, spoiler for Rocky 1. Yeah, that might be my biggest spoiler upset I've ever seen.
Rocky.
Rocky going the distance in the
for the
first one,
follow.
and then beating Creed in the
Yeah.
rematch, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rocky beating Ivan Drago's up there as well.
I mean, that's got to be a massive upset.
Oh, aye. Yeah, the power of, I think steroids was, it was implied that he was.
It wasn't it, but it was explicitly shown
Yes.
Drago was
Oh,
doing
yeah, he gets
steroids in the
injected,
training.
doesn't he? There's
He's got that 45-degree angle running thing he's doing. Stuff into
it's interspersed with Rocky doing wholesome training, like running up mountains and
Rubber
stuff.
Mountain invading the Russian police who were guarding him.
Yeah, he gets to the top of the mountain and goes, Drago.
Yeah.
So, is that when they play Hearts on Fire? Is that There's No Easy Way Out?
No, that's Hearts on Fire.
Ah, okay. What's some
No, it's not. I'm being silly. There's so many montages
Yeah.
in Rocky 4, but no, it's the montage theme. It's its own theme.
Nothing gets me more hyped in a Rocky film than when he's at his lowest and then you hear dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun. I'm like, oh. Anyway, Rocky's the answer to that email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Maven.
Yeah, maybe.
Totally in wrestling. Maven.
It's good up until Maven 4.
It's not hard to get drop kicked. It's not hard to get drop kicked and get up. Number 2. Greetings, Maffew, Jack, and Ross. After hearing your lovely chaps read my story about my colleague who has stolen your stories and how you were worried about how it now might become awkward between us as he too would have been listening, it was anything but. Sat at my lunch a few days after the podcast, said colleague came and joined me and thought it was absolutely brilliant that he'd been caught out and you lot had been speaking about him.
Good.
Through
We have-
gritted teeth.
Yeah.
Surely.
We have now become pretty good friends. Have been out for drinks most evenings after work since. Chatting wrestling and finding out even more we have in common, music, film, TV show taste. So thank you for basically playing matchmaker and setting me up. Oh, wow.
He's going to listen to this as well, by the way. Like,
This is
he's
so
gonna-
great. Well, that being said, my question is, I don't have one, but Genevieve's like Marmite. Cheers again, Ben from Peterborough. Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
That's so great because people have to ask, how do you make friends in like your 20s and 30s? And obviously for your podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like Marmite.
I love Marmite. Has to be with butter, though. I can't just have pure Marmite.
Marmite and butter.
Strange.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No.
On toast.
I'd have just Marmite by itself.
That's how I was
butter.
brought up. Yeah.
Oh.
Aye.
I like just pure Marmite, but if you add anything to it like that, it goes horrible in my opinion.
Oh, it's a lovely mixture. Marmite and butter.
Do you like Marmite?
Nah.
I love
He
Marmite.
loves Marmite.
How do you have it? Marmite and butter? Nah.
Yeah, Kayla has it as
That's
well.
the typical combination.
Yeah.
I don't care about being typical.
I guess you can
Look at us.
notice that none of us said, it's all right, because you either love it or hate
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No, but I like it only in that way. If I have any, like, there's other things you can get that's Marmite flavored and they're horrible, but Marmite itself is all right.
Shout out to Aldi, whose way cheaper alternative, yeast something spread, well, I can't remember the full title, is just like Marmite. Fantastic.
Oh, they have it in Australia as well, don't they?
Vegemite.
Vegemite.
He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
I love
He
Vegemite
said,
over there.
Come from a land down under.
Yeah.
Fraser got me the day with his leftover pancake sandwich comment.
Oh,
Apparently that was a joke.
oh, was it?
We're having a joke because Tom obviously hates people speaking about toppings on pancakes because he's a radio guy. It's
Oh,
like,
He
that's what
dreads,
it's
he
like.
dreads Pancake Day every
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
what toppings do you have on your pancakes?
So obviously on Twitter we were all asking, everyone get involved, ask Tom what toppings. Because we just have a bit of banter here, you know, just lads.
Yeah.
And then Fraser, the kitchen porter himself, chimes in with, there's nothing better than a leftover pancake sandwich the next day. To which I replied, what? Because I was like, that's the kitchen porter speaking. That's an authoritative voice on food. But it's not, it was a joke. Apparently he was making a joke about Christmas food mixed in with pancakes. It went straight over my head.
He could be a bit dangerous, that lad, can't he? 'Cause you
kitchen
don't know
porter.
if he's saying something serious or not, because he's got that delivery about
It's just
him.
the way, there was one day when he was working here and he's like, I was like, what's for tea tonight, Fraser? That's the sort of conversations we have.
do,
And he's like,
yeah.
I don't know, I'm going to go to the sort of clearance bit in Tesco. I was like, all the best. Look on Instagram later, he's got this mountain of rice, but he's got it shaped like the Teletubby house, like a perfect dome. And he's got these little vegetables like laid
really
out.
good.
He's really good chef. Like,
Yeah. He's got a
can
food
cook that
Instagram
guy,
that
yeah.
he doesn't update.
That's why it's called the Kitchen Porter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just because of his, surname.
No, it works. He is good.
Do you think he was like, you're right, you gits at school. I'm sick of you calling me the Kitchen Porter. I'm going to become really good at it. It's now a non-ironic nickname.
No, it's just he's really good at cooking.
He's a clever boy.
Like a boy named Sue, but for chefs. God.
But if you do have pancake sandwiches, let me know in the comments down below.
That would be weird.
Yeah. And how do you have your Marmite? Because am I just being particular? Marmite and butter?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's the way it's always been for me. You put the butter on first for a bed, Richard, yes?
Actually.
A bed of butter with Marmite on top.
I guess you do it with jam.
How much more?
I mean, you just dip it in, don't you, with a knife? And
What colour is it afterwards? Is it?
Well, it's a mixture in it. It's like a...
It's not like...
doesn't change colour, just a mixture of dark brown and yellow.
Anyway, moving on. Hi, guys. I recently saw that at EC3's Control Your Narrative, you'll be able to pay for a VIP experience that includes spending 3 minutes in a room with a wrestler of your choice. And that 3 minutes, you're allowed to say whatever you want to them without repercussion. What would you rant about for 3 minutes and to what wrestler? I would attempt to explain the Legend of Zelda timeline to The Undertaker. Because we know how much he loves video games. Thanks for everything, Alberto from Boston, Massachusetts.
I'm not going to think of anything funnier than Alberto's
Yeah, Alberto,
answer.
you've got the
nailed
best
it.
line.
Yeah, that was class. I don't know now. Can't think of anything that's going to top that.
Oh,
I wouldn't. If I didn't like a wrestler enough, I just wouldn't care. I wouldn't want to hang out with them.
It sounds like that's what they want. Oh, you don't like us? All right, pay us. To
Yeah.
say don't like. What was it, that football player
Say it to my
called?
face.
Yeah, exactly. Called the Boz. Where was one of these guys with, like a really big bust? Like,
Okay.
It was a draft. He was hot at college and just sucked at normal leagues. But he was such a good self-publicist that he sold anti-Boz T-shirts. His name was Bosworth. So it was like, how much is a Bosworth? It was like, not much or something like that. And loads of people bought them. It's like, he was selling them.
That's like Colonel Tom Parker stuff. Like Elvis, he sold I love Elvis and I hate Elvis badges. or something
Did
like
he?
that. My best mate's called Tom Parker. The Colonel.
I was wondering how you like, well, the Colonel, you know his
I
name?
know his no Elvis manager's
wow.
name, yeah. Just because my mate's got the same name as him. Yeah. Hope
What would I
Tom's doing
rant to any wrestler about? I'm saying.
I don't know.
Mine's quite relatable because Chris Jericho came to Newcastle and called us. He called us all Newcastle wankers, and then besmirched the great name of Sir Bobby Robson. So I'd sit there and chat.
Bobby Robson.
Whoa.
This was like 2004 before he died.
Oh, right, okay, right.
But it's when I think it was when he was manager in Newcastle. Obviously, it was one of the insurrection.
Insurrection at 03 was the
Yeah.
last one they did.
I was there, and I remember Newcastle wankers and speaking about the pub down the road, which didn't exist unless he was speaking about is it the Globe? Was that what it was called? Just like sort of over the road. And,
Oh, right, I know what you mean. Yeah.
no one goes there though, did
He
they?
didn't mean that. Yeah.
So
down the road.
Give him a lecture how Bobby Robson took Newcastle from the brink of relegation to European football.
Yeah.
Yeah, disgusting man. Chris Jericho.
Probably to Brian Alvarez in Brian Alvarez's voice.
He's a wrestler, he counts.
Yeah, there you go. He counts, yeah. About how. Just think of the nerdiest thing, Matthew. Be careful. Nah, it's going to go nowhere. Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1.
Ooh. I don't know.
Don't even
I
believe
can't
it.
watch the end of Shrek 2 anymore. I'm not going to say why. Well, I've dropped you selling it now.
Oh, go on.
Well, my girlfriend's parents were shagging while it was going on.
No.
We were in the lounge near upstairs in the room.
Yeah, I'm
above.
assuming they're in separate rooms.
Yeah, just to clarify.
I didn't even think.
Just, I'm in a hero blaring in the back. I need a hero. Oh, God.
Parents don't watch this, it's fine.
That's fine then.
Not anymore.
Kayla puts this on when she goes to sleep.
Oh,
though, so
no.
She
Oh,
makes it
no.
at the end of the podcast.
Oh, no. We're sorry, Kayla.
Where have all the good
No, stop.
One of them's
stop.
upstairs.
Stop.
I don't know why I said that. I got halfway and thought, why not? Well, we're in now.
Oh.
We're here now. It's happened.
Thank you, Ross.
You're welcome.
Greetings, gents. Before you get to my question, I've provided a link to a wholesome video of me successfully lifting a 140-pound dog in the fireman's carry.
Now this
Oh, you never know what we can get with this.
this is an all-timer.
Is it? Oh,
We've already
okay.
had the ballad of Barclay Jackson. And now we've got this.
Dear Ross and Jack, I wrote you an email. You never wrote me
Look
back.
at this.
And now, look at that. Doesn't look real.
That is a large
big
dog.
dog.
That looks like a small dog, and he's like a thumbnail. Like, well,
Here we go.
God, that is a big dog.
That poor dog. But there you
Wow.
go. It's at least
Huge
seems-
pop for lifting him up as well. It's like
the
WrestleMania 3.
form. All the way, look at
Bloody
that.
hell. He's squatting the dog as well.
Oh, mate. Good form, Peter. Good form.
Good on the dog being so happy and squat.
Look at tears going.
What a lovely dog.
Well done.
There you go.
There you go.
This is obviously built on the claim that Adam Pacitti can lift any dog.
And has he lifted any dog?
He's lifted a stone dog, an ornamental one in his garden or something.
A stone
Which
dog.
looked quite heavy, to be fair, so I think fair play to him. But he just reckoned he can lift any dog.
Yeah, he said it and just never did it.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to locate the biggest dog in the world.
Any dog.
Well, he could lift
A dog.
any. No, he doesn't. He can lift any dog. He thinks that any dog is. He could physically lift the biggest dog theoretically.
Okay. But he's not lifted any on camera.
No,
No?
he's got a cat.
Tusk,
Got Mr.
tusk.
Happy,
Yeah.
who I assume doesn't weigh as much as most dogs.
You'd hope not.
That was really good. I enjoyed
That was
it.
very impressive, though. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a long list of stuff here. I am the self-proclaimed dog lifting champion of the Cultaholic faithful. Fight me.
You actually are, though, because there's actual evidence of you
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
Is this going to be if you think... Wait, sorry.
No,
Be
140
careful,
pounds.
be careful with your
I
pets.
don't want to start that in case it
I
goes
do. That'd be
wrong.
great.
Everyone, be careful with your dogs.
We are
be
not
ca-
to be blamed if your dog, doesn't know how to work or sandbags you. Only lift responsibly and get your stuff, because that guy clearly knows what he's doing. Now onto my tale. This past weekend, I visited the local gym near my girlfriend's house to get stinky and sweaty. Not all of us can have the chiseled core of that sexual twink Finn Balor, but damn it, we could try.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I made my way to the turf area to do box jumps. I like them. When I noticed a very hench gentleman doing kettlebell exercises near me. I shot him a double take, but wasn't sure of who he was. Oh, unsure of he was who I thought.
If he was, I
Okay.
guess.
Oh, okay. The human fridge made his way over to me.
Who's it gonna be?
And complimented my Purple Beats headphones. It was at this moment I knew I'd seen this man before on WWE. You look familiar. Wow, okay. You look familiar, I said. Weren't you Lars Sullivan? He gave a kind smile and said, yes. Lars asked if I was a wrestling fan, and he briefly chatted about WrestleMania 8. I was lucky enough to have that mania on VHS when I was a kid. Lars told me his favourite match for that card was Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper. I think everyone's favourite match on that card, to be honest with you. We talked about the finish of the match. Roddy has Bret in a sleeper, about to retain his title before Bret used his first to push off the middle turnbuckle and roll his body up and over Roddy for the pin. Lars mentioned how if that had been a shoot, it would have been very difficult to kick out due to the weight on your shoulders and how your arms are entangled around your opponent's neck. I point out that wrestlers with similar finishing maneuvers, your Samoa Joes and Shayna Baszlers of the world, have fallen victim to the classic Hitman counter from '92. After reminiscing about a mania gone by, Lars apologised for bothering me and told me I had a good day. Knowing of the problematic views that have made him such a controversial figure during his time in WWE, in this quick interaction, he actually seemed like a nice guy built like a brick poo house, willing to talk to the person about the common interest in wrestling.
Well, I'm glad that he seems to be. Yeah, I'm glad that he seems to be doing better.
With that said, my question for you is, what are some of the most iconic reversals to wrestling to finish matches? The first to come to mind harkens back to SummerSlam 92, where Bret attempted a sunset flip on the Bulldog, only for Davey Boy to hook Bret's legs and sit down for the 1, 2, 3. Big fan of the three of you chatty patties and the entire Cultaholic / oh, Botchamania families. Thank you, Paul. This is the first time I've written into the podcast, and I can only hope that my last wish on this cursed monkey's paw is to have Maffew read my story / question. Lots of love. Sincerely, Aaron Kelly from Denver, Colorado. Hey, smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Aaron
wow,
Kelly.
Aaron Kelly, what a journey.
Yeah, that was a great email.
Bloody
It was
hell.
good from our and the dog video.
Yeah, you're the dog lifting champion of not just Cultaholic, but of our heart as well, pal. God, thank you very much. A lot of take in there.
Iconic reversals.
I've got one.
Okay.
Again, it's about Bret because it's all about Bret in the end, isn't it? Doesn't get mentioned enough. That little known wrestler. SummerSlam 91, the year before, he just sat down on or did he sat down on him? He's wrestling Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's knackered, but he still wants to put over Bret because he's a good lad like that. But Henning's working over him, beating up Bret. Like, yeah, whatever, screw you guys, whatever. Does the leg drop onto Bret's legs, but then Bret grabs Henning's legs around him, turns that round into the sharpshooter, which doesn't sound like much,
Yeah.
but it's so well done and doesn't look that rough. And the crowd very slowly realizes what's happening, and it's that like wave of, see, and then obviously he gets up and Perfect, we can barely bend over because he's in legit pain. It's like just and then like selling and going, that's enough. Oh, that's a good one.
It's probably making something really difficult look relatively easy.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one.
God, I'm trying to think of a wrestler here.
I know I've been trying to go
All
through-
I've got in my mind is Shayna, obviously, getting that done to her a million times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was an iconic.
It's anything but
finish the
iconic.
first time it happened, and then, yeah, God.
The one when Kairi Sane did it was good.
Best reversals wrestling.
Oh, another one.
The Bucks
Oh,
one was
the
good from this week.
Tombstone.
Oh,
Batista.
The
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah, in the cage.
God,
That'll
Elimination
do
Chamber,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I just thought of one if you want to do it. Halloween Havoc 98, Goldberg DDP.
Oh, yes. Out of nowhere. Ooh, I knew it. Oh! Orton and Rollins. The flip off the neck. And
Oh, that's
then,
a good
They're all
one,
going
yeah.
back now.
yeah. And I like the story that Orton was so excited that they'd managed it that he nearly forgot to pin him, and the ref had to remind him because he gets up and he starts doing his Randy Orton thing, and then you see the ref go over and he's like, "Oh,
Put him.
yeah,
Oh,
that's a great one." I
Yeah.
watched that with a non-wrestling fan, my old flatmate, and it was one of the first matches, so it was before he'd gone to bed, and I stuck it on, and he was like, "Whoa, like that's crazy!" It was class.
That was the last WrestleMania. I didn't work in wrestling. Well, not in wrestling.
Same.
For a wrestling YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
wow.
I was on my way to Italy away for England.
That's right, because you guys were at 32.
Yeah.
You poor get.
No, it was really
We
fun.
had a great time.
Oh, you had a great time,
I
yeah.
prefer to 33.
Yeah.
Because they're the two
Oh.
we've been to. And even though 33 was the better one, 32 had like, for a live crowd, Austin, Rock, Michaels.
Oh, yeah,
had all the
okay.
greatest hits. So it was, saw the Rock's last ever match
Oh,
against Eric Rowan. Yeah. I thought of
Lucky
another
you.
one.
Oh.
Eddie Guerrero reversing the F5 into the DDT on the belt.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, it's brilliant from that. Those were some fantastic mailbag selections this week. Thank you very much, everyone who sent them in. If you want to be on that long list of good people, then you can, of course. Don't have to lift dogs. You can just ask a question or just speak your mind by sending a lovely little email to mailbag@cultaholic.com.
.com. Where
.com.
came from there. E.
Wrist piss. Hello.
I don't know if you can hear that, but someone just started having a way through the
At the same time I said that.
at the same time
Oh.
as Matthew said that, yeah.
Hello, the box of toys / boys. Okay.
Is that Cockney Ryman slang?
I never heard that one before. I'm not a cockney.
Not Cockney either.
With the impending release of 2K22, it got me thinking of the great wrestling games we've had through the years, from Backyard Wrestling 1 to Backyard Wrestling 2 and everything in between. However, the kids today spend too much time glued to their Nintendos, their PlayStations, what have you. It made me think of how we got them into good old-fashioned board games again. Oh, here we go. Naturally, you can put wrestlers in there, of course. So let me know who you think would be the best wrestling figurehead for the following classic board games.
Okay.
Your pal, former Manchester United midfielder, Eric Jemba.
For God's sake.
So good they named him twice.
Of course, I remember.
I was
so,
more of a Kleberson fan myself.
remember Eric Jemba, I remember. So, fastest thought first, go Jack Ross, me. Monopoly, Cameron Grimes, or MJF?
Oh, Cameron Grimes.
Yeah, Karen Grimes.
He fits the gimmick more.
I think I'd like going Teddy DiBiase, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense because it's from rags to riches, isn't it? Which is
Yeah.
how Monopoly goes, and riches to rags quite easily.
And
so.
I can picture him dressed as Uncle Pennybags, the Monopoly man.
Is he Lord Pennybags or
Something like that. So,
some Pennybags?
yeah.
But for anything like that, you have to be rich, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to have a game of home bargains, Monopoly me.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
So what's on the?
I don't know, you can buy it in home bargains. I'm just
You
seeing
not bought it yet?
No.
I thought you'd be like straight away purchasing that impulse buy. Innit?
No, not yet. Could do one day, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what might happen?
Anything could happen in the Cultaholic podcast. Risk. Wow. Sergeant Slaughter or Captain Huge Erection?
I've got no idea what Risk is.
oh, Risk's like a strategic. You got to take over the world, and you've got armies, but it's like a real Earth map, and you've got to like, depending on how many soldiers you've got in each country you own or you have, then you roll dice and you've got better chances of taking over that one next to you. Stuff like that.
That's
Yeah,
soft.
that's a wonderfully timed question for current events.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
So, Risk, we don't know what it's about. Sergeant Slaughter or Captain?
Slaughter plays
That's
it more
slow,
straight.
yeah. Huge Erection was a crap leader.
Yeah, it was.
No, but Slaughter didn't have any people under him.
He took over America for a while.
He took over America.
Yeah. And Hogan.
No, with with Adnan and Cheeky Baby.
No.
Huge Erection had like 5 people in his team. No,
Yeah, but what did
Captain's
they
way
do?
more of a leader than
They
him.
never won any world titles.
They were more of like a ragtag group of. They were more like the A team, really. They were silly.
Yeah. He was Rocky 3. I'm still picking Captain. Scrabble. Matt Striker. or Jeff Jarrett? That's Jeff. Okay, that's good.
Aha. I'll say Jarrett. Also, anyone playing Wordle?
I know what it is. I don't.
Apparently, Tubman's quite a big Wordle head. I love Wordle.
I'm
as
happy
well.
for
Did you
you.
get today's?
Yes.
I got in 3 today.
My the part of the brain you need to do that and countdown does not work for me at all.
You've got
Terrible.
you've got a writing background like
I know
myself.
I do, but
like
that
myself.
part, working words and putting things in different orders, I can't do it.
Fair enough.
I'm the same. I used to enjoy playing Scrabble though. With my grandma, she had the deluxe Scrabble with
Was
the
she-
board that span.
Was she better than you? Because mine's
Mate.
mine's kicked my ass at Scrabble
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the Royce Gracie of Scrabble.
They had nothing to do when they were kids, so they just
There's it like
Scrabble.
Donkey Kong. What?
Yeah.
Scrabble, Maffew. So I'll say Jeff Jarrett because of the podcast.
Yeah, it's Jarrett, isn't it?
Cluedo, the big boss man, or Constable Corbin.
What? Hang on now.
Who's figured out a mystery in wrestling before? Those are 2 bad options.
Oh,
there.
Stone Cold Steve Austin figured out who ran him over.
Yeah.
He thought it was Steve Blackman at first. That was a heartbreaking day for me as a child. Steve
Didn't Mick Foley do it?
solve mystery.
Interview, yeah. Rikishi, tell us what we know.
Oh, did he?
Austin didn't.
Oh, damn. Okay.
In fact, you know who? Shawn Michaels. Because he got hold of the CCTV footage ahead of SummerSlam 2002 and had someone fix it to make it less pixelated.
Does anybody have a... I mean, it's been years since I've played it, but I was always Colonel Mustard. Does anyone have a person they were in Cluedo?
So is it Professor Green?
No, that's a rapper.
That's a
Professor
rapper.
Plum. Professor Plum. And Reverend Green. Ha, just be good to Green. Reverend Green and Professor Plum.
That's not what I
Americans
said.
call it Clue.
They do, because there's the film
Oh,
with Tim Curry and others.
right. Fair enough.
It's okay. But they had the gimmick where there was 3 different endings. And depending on when you go to the cinema, you get a different ending.
Oh, don't know if I like that.
Yeah, but then when the show, like on Netflix or whatever, they shows all 3 endings.
Okay.
So, yeah. Mousetrap.
Oh, good news for you.
Oh,
Jay White versus Mike Bailey has just been announced for some sort of New Japan show in Dallas.
oh, great.
That's Dallas.
Yeah. Mike Bailey is great, by the way.
So's Jay White, Matthew.
Mike Bailey is great. Just haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen this Jay White everyone's talking about. The cat or Hornswoggle to pick for Mousetrap.
All right. Okay. Why Hornswoggle?
I guess because he's small.
I'll
he
go for
can
the
fit in
cat.
thing. That's a bit
Is it
mean.
the cat or is it Ernest the cat? Miller.
It must be Ernest.
Is it
Oh,
Stacey?
Ernest the cat. No one's picking what's her name, Carter.
Stace. Big Stace.
Big Stacey Carr.
I'll go for the cat.
I'll go for the cat as well. Those
I'm big.
dancing feet.
I'd love to play Hornswoggle Mousetrap.
Yeah, but you
That'd be
know
great.
Hornswoggle.
Yeah, because he'd do it.
None of us are fortunate enough to know Ernest the Cat Miller.
Star of Fox News, Hornswoggle.
Oh, is that off the back of the feud?
Him and Warwick Davis.
Yeah, not Warwick Davis.
No, it wasn't Warwick Davis.
In that
Look
film-
at me being horribly offensive. No, it was
Which one? The one who... The,
Peter Dinklage.
the
Peter
guy who
Dinklage,
played...
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say... Oh, I thought you were going to say the guy who played Mini-Me, Vern Troyer.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, God, he is!
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
Dead
sad.
scared of Hornswoggle.
No, he's actually dead.
He's actually
Scared. Sad, I mean.
Anyway, Twister.
Hornswoggle did a very funny thing when we saw him in Vegas, Matthew. Because you'd obviously been messaging him, like, where should we meet and stuff. And I happened to be with you when you met up with him.
Yeah.
And he was coming down an escalator. And when he saw you, he sold it like a wrestler and turned around and started crawling back up the escalator.
Oh, I forgot
it was
about
really
that,
funny.
yeah.
What a physical comedian he is.
I'm so glad you guys were there to remind me of the things that happened at that event.
You met X-Pac, do you know this?
X-Pac was there.
X-Pac and comedian Ron Funches were horribly irresponsible that evening. Horribly irresponsible. Giving you that much weed.
Did you meet them?
Huh?
Did you meet
No,
them?
no.
Oh.
Oh, so was him. Had to hold him up at the end.
I would like to meet X-Pac, I think.
Like, Matthew, like, it's going to say goodbye now, Ross. Bye. Twister. Dean Malenko or the Great Khali?
Well, it's the great Carly.
Oh, Dean Michael, the man of 1,000 holds.
Imagine Carly playing Twister.
I literally can't.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Put your
this
foot
seriously.
down. That's it. Then the game I quit. Operation. Dr. Death Steve Williams or the Doctor of Style Slick? They're both real doctors.
Imagine Slick like doing like wound sewing. Very flamboyant.
Wasn't he, what's the term for someone who falls asleep?
Narcoleptic.
They're very close together on the
It's
word
like
jumble there.
What is it? Like I always get a shock when I hear like the word like pediatrician or something. I'm like, whoa. But no.
Yeah.
I'll go for. Ironically, I think Dr. Death would be better at this.
Yeah. Slick's quite light on his hands.
Slick's a hustler though. He's a trickster. I wouldn't trust him. He'd steal my kidneys.
Oh, yeah, mate. You're not looking. Yeah. You fall asleep. Pop-Up Pirate, Paul Burchill or Hook?
That's brought back so many memories. Why Hook? Oh, because literally Hook, right? Okay.
Do you ever play the game where you
Paul
used to
Burchill.
Hook's a pirate, right? I didn't get that.
Hook's not going to want to. He would have the most boring time with Hook.
Ethan Page would be like, hey, we're going to play
Yeah.
Hook. He's like, I'm going now.
Yeah.
Do you ever play the game where you put your head over it?
No.
No, it's like Dirty Sanchez game or something. God, that's brutal.
We used to do it.
Well, I had the,
Oh,
Hurt.
but that thing
Get off
goes
the
up.
forehead.
It's like a death match.
Yeah.
I had Crocodile Dentist. You know the one where you've got to pull out the and then
Yeah.
it bites down. But I saw some YouTubers do
I know
it
what you're
with
talking
nails.
about. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Oh,
For all
well,
the
wait,
money and
proper
all the-
nails, because ain't thumbtacks I've seen, but like,
Maybe it was thumbtacks, but
Jesus, nails.
I don't know what it was. But it was some sort of sharp object.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Cactus Jack over it. Yeah, I picked Paul Burchill because there's no way Hook would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was a good bunch of them. Thank you very much.
Eric Jemba Jemba.
Yeah, thank you, Eric Jemba Jemba. If you or any of the midfielders, who people don't remember anymore, like want to get in touch with us about your Reese pieces, your little thoughts or queries there, please send them to mailbag@cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
You know, doing that, Jack? What a lovely long slice of podcast pie I've all devoured this past few hours. And there's just a little sliver left, covered in Marmite, obviously.
And butter.
And butter. But before we do that, a quick shout out to our lovely Patreon producers, GTA John, Reno2200, Noah Anderson, Akajua, and Nick Rabi.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Magnificent, lovely, beautiful human specimens. The big question this week, of course, it's an easy one for us. What is going to be the best match at AEW Revolution on a Sunday for a change? Not Saturday, just to throw people off there because I wasn't aware. Here is the rundown. Break it down. Hook versus QT Marshall.
It'll be fun, but it's a pre-show match.
It's a squash match.
Yeah.
Is what it
Good
is.
squash eye. Chris Statlander versus legit Layla Hirsch.
Intrigue.
Yeah.
Statlander saying there's a new side coming that we've never seen before. Is that a gimmick change or just her being more of an aggressive alien?
Yeah. Not a friendly alien.
It's going to be Dr. No. What? Emperor Zurg. Toys, to carry on the
Well
Toy
done,
Story.
yeah. Jade Cargill versus Tay Conti.
I think it'll be good, but I don't think it'll quite be. I think it'll still be good, though. Not the best
Predictable,
match.
isn't it? I think that's what let it down. It'll be lingering in the back of your head there. Just going to win.
I'm happy for it, though. The AHFO, which is Andrade, Isaiah Cassidy, and Matt Hardy versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting.
It's Tornado Rules, so it'll be fun and wacky.
Every
And-
match in AEW says
This will be the debut of Jeff.
You think?
Or the thing that sets up the debut of Jeff.
Your Mal walkout.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not happy with the team.
He's just getting pushed out.
Yeah.
He's getting pushed out of his own little stable he made. Then he sold
Modest
Andrade. So,
to
yeah.
the
Developing
top.
the AFO.
When Modest hits the speakers, I lose my mind.
Yeah. Jurassic Express versus Ho Ho Ho. Red Dragon.
Yes.
That's all I wanted from this week's podcast.
And they said Green Giant.
Versus the Young Bucks. 3-way match.
Right, so I've got a real nuanced opinion. It's not that nuanced opinion, but normally, under normal circumstances, just with the people involved in this match, I'd go, yes, this is going to be one of the best matches on the show. But Ross has pointed out recently that no one cares who the Bucks are friends with and if they're friends or not.
This is a good point.
Oh, but the comments on the pictures video from yesterday, which is live, by the way, obviously, because the comments are from yesterday, said a lot of people care about the friendship.
Well,
and I'm
we
chatting
don't.
bollocks.
All right, we don't care who the Bucks are friends with because all their
Yeah.
feuds descend into who are they friends with.
Yeah, and I think that's what will ruin this matchup because those two, they'll be like, oh, yes, we're getting along, and then, oh, no, we're not getting along, but then, oh, we're getting along, but then we're not getting along.
This reminds me of one of the first ever promos I ever watched in wrestling. It's burning in my mind. It's The Rock when he's feuding with Triple H, but Triple H is feuding with Angle because of Stephanie. And The Rock's like, The Rock says this. Triple H, can he trust Kurt Angle? Can Kurt Angle trust Triple H? The Rock could care less. It's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be good, but I think it might get weighed down by unnecessary drama.
Yeah. Lots of being the elite stuff there. John Moxley versus Bryan Danielson.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is the one.
Churchill the
Guys, I
dog.
had money with Churchill.
Oh, yes.
Will I get thrown off doing these voiceovers because there's something that happens in my life? Oh, yes.
Oh.
Like Vic Reeves. God, remember he used to
Oh,
do the
yeah,
voice,
you've
huh?
said this before.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
He rides skateboards now, doesn't he?
Does he?
Churchill the dog, aye.
Oh, from Vic Reeves.
Well, he played for me.
Oh, Mr. Skateboarder.
He was on. He's mates with Jules Holland.
That's right. aye.
What an
And he was
annie.
on the Hootenanny, and he was crap. He can't sing. I know he did Dizzy, the song,
Yeah.
but it's not very good.
Yeah, you are right.
He wasn't good then, though. It's not as if he's.
We still love him.
It's not as if, yeah, it's not as if he's got worse.
He was in the air above Maffew Mam's school.
That's right.
Thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's the first thing she said to me.
I
on
thought
Monday.
Yeah, I know. She does
I
everything.
thought he'd be from too
Claim to
far. Is she not from Bishop Auckland?
No.
Oh,
No.
she's Teessider.
Nah, Darlow.
Oh, that's sort of. That's not really.
You kind of Teesside if you're not good with geography, and obviously the Americans aren't. But it was nice because he was on the radio one like years ago, and she was like, "Oh, you can ring up and enter this contest." She's like, "Ringing, ringing, ringing," and he's like, "Hello," in the end, he's like, "Oh, do you remember me? I went to school with you." She's like, "No." But she won. She got some prizes. So I was
fair
like,
enough.
wasn't exactly, I was like, she wasn't like, "Oh yeah, we're friends. We went out." I was like, "No,
No.
I just happened to be there at school." So people who weren't at school with each other were Jericho and Eddie Kingston, a singles match.
I think this would be a brawling affair. I don't know. I was about to say with the most brutal match of the night, but I don't think that's
Nah.
true.
No.
That's Danielson Moxley. I think.
Oh, no, Punk MJ.
Oh yeah, that as well. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Lots of
I think,
brutality.
you know,
Yeah.
I think Moxley Danielson's could be as brutal as the
think?
as the dog collar match without it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they've made it all about blood, haven't they? First, we must
Blood has
bleed.
been a theme. Yeah.
Yeah, before we get together.
I
Like
I will love-
me, MGK, and Meghan Markle,
Oh, Megan Fox.
Fox.
and you nearly it's like, oh no, we talk
Bollocks.
Markle. I will love this match if Kingston wins. I will hate it if he doesn't.
Yeah. Right.
I think he's going to. I've predicted he will.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to, but
Yeah.
P&P.
The thing that made me think was Jericho's very cocky promo. They can't then have him win after that.
of course they can. That's all they do with him. I'm the best. And then he wins. Face of the Revolution ladder match for a future TNT title match. So to run down again, Keith Lee could win it. Orange Cassidy,
Nah.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Nah.
I'd love it if you won. Ricky Starks. Be nice. Wardlow. Christian Cage.
Or Ethan Page.
I think
no.
Christian Cage will be in the match
No.
to be the face of the revolution.
He's not. Or Ethan Page.
Yeah, it'll be what, you know, standard affair, innit?
I think it'll be fun because there's big lads in it. There's a mixture of big and small lads.
Yeah.
So I think it could be more entertaining than your average ladder match.
What if Ethan Page wins because everyone's brawling and he gets out like an obscure toy set, like the old Ghostbusters set, and goes, "Hey guys, here," and everyone just runs away, going, "No, I don't want any part
Ethan
of this."
Page seems like a really likable man.
Yeah, I think he's an amazing self-publicist.
Aye.
A lot of work putting himself over and
I
stuff.
think he could be in the match because even though he's viewed as like a sort of amateur, like technical, like he's really all-rounder, isn't he? He's good at everything. But he takes some sick, but like the feud with Darby and Evolve, he does some horrible stuff. So he can,
yeah.
he can do it. So yeah.
Yeah, just lost in the shuffle, as they say. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Wait, was it Evolve? I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
No, I know, you're all right.
All right.
Versus Thunder Rosa.
Sleeper match of the evening, I think.
Oh,
I would hope so, but
I think
the
too
build's
much-
not been there.
I think too much bollocks going on.
Thank
Not
you.
literally. Zero bollocks.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
Tony's there.
Tony.
Tony's bollocks.
Ah,
Stop it.
Tony's bollocks.
yes.
Thunder Rosa needs to win though.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sometimes the Power Rangers get the ends like, all right, can you just hurry up?
I don't think it'll be a disaster if Britt wins, but I think Thunder Rose. I think they need to refresh the division a little bit. Yeah. It's not Britt's fault. She's done a great job.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
but
Just,
but
you
yeah.
know, yeah. CM Punk versus MJF dog collar match.
I think this will be
Absolutely.
match of the night.
It's a good show, isn't it?
I know.
Second best for me
Oh.
after Moxley and Danny Elson.
I have to go with that one as well, to be honest with you. I want to steal your pick, but yeah, just so hyped for that.
You can take anything you want, Maffew.
Mwah. Adam Page versus Adam Cole, singles match AEW title. Will definitely end the show.
I think it'll be really good, but it'll suffer from. It'll be like the old NXT Takeover syndrome, where they've done everything in all the matches,
Yeah.
and then the main events seems worse because of it.
It's the 11th match of the night. That one.
Yeah.
11th.
And some of the matches will be like approaching half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young Bucks will be the longest one though.
Oh no.
Because we must find out if they're going to be friends or not friends. How can they go forth?
Yeah.
Do you think Jurassic Express will win because the other teams will be scrapping?
I hope so. That'll be I think they're a great tag team, so they should have a lovely long reign until we get sick of them and we'll complain about them to lose.
Yeah, but
that
Jungle
time is
Boy
not
is
now.
so handsome and charming,
That's pretty much there.
and he's got a dinosaur.
Yes. And Luchasaurus, woof woof,
Yeah.
moo moo,
Roll.
raw, whatever.
So I'm going for Punk MJF.
Yeah.
Are you both going for the other one?
Yeah. So invested in it. Love the feud, love the build, love the tease that Danielson may win because of he's assembling a team of young technicians. He goes, stick with me, lads. I'll show you what to do. Yeah.
I think it's good.
I mean, Huey, Louie, and Dewey to Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
And yeah, that looks like a sweet show,
It
as
does.
always.
It looks like a good card.
Not as always, nearly. They've got a very high success rate, AEW.
Feels like it's been quite a long time since the last AEW pay-per-view.
It was November, wasn't it? Excuse
Was it?
me, sorry.
Full
What was the
Gear.
main event, the last one? Phil Gay was...
Hangman.
Hangman and GBI when he won it.
Yeah, was it when he won it? Yeah.
That was in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the one
God, it
before
was a long
that,
time
the
ago,
one
yeah.
before that was
Adam Cole's debut.
Adam Cole and Bryan's debut. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
That was just, so that was
So then Full
Christian
Gear
versus
was
Kenny.
Hangman's win,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
That was November?
Wow.
God, yeah.
That was
a
I know everyone remembers
Yeah.
All Out because it was groundbreaking and stuff, but Full Gear was a really good show
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Can they make it 3 in a row?
Ooh.
Oh.
On that amusing note aside, next week is a long way away. Is there anything that you guys are putting out to produce to keep us going
Yes.
until the next podcast?
I'm doing What Happened At on Sunday night, early Monday morning, directly after the show.
Ooh.
I'm also... So the weirdest episodes thing, there's 2 episodes out as we speak. The third one's already been recorded and is currently being edited by the very talented Lukey Blue Shoes on Twitter. And the 4th one is currently being written by myself. So they're going to become more of a regular thing, hopefully. So if you enjoy them, drop a like and all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. What about yourself, Ross?
Yeah, WTF on Sunday. Adam's live stream obviously taking place while the show's going on Sunday night on this YouTube channel. Sunday afternoon, Sunday afternoon there's a live review show with Tom and little Andy. That's also on this
Monday afternoon.
On Monday afternoon. Bollocks, it's thrown me off as well.
Yeah.
Monday afternoon. So Sunday night, Adam. Monday afternoon, those 2 at 1 p.m. GMT. I'll be later in the afternoon with WTF. Then Wednesday, DDP on Straight to Hell.
Whoa!
The boys with
DDP?
Diamond Dallas Page.
Bang.
We did it at the end. Bang, together.
Do you?
It's a
You
whole
bang together?
Yeah, we
Oh no, I'm not even laughing at the pun. I'm just laughing at the idea of it.
Yeah,
Did
he
was that
goes
his
right there,
idea?
and he's sort of looking at me, going like, "Yeah, gotta do that."
He called it in the ring.
I felt so small.
Watch
That's
the-
on
watch the
Wednesday
diamond
night.
cutter.
He rebooks the ending of Ready to Rumble.
I was about to say you're being ready to
Ooh.
rumble, but I'm glad you did.
I asked him
I
that.
bet he's a good interview.
He is. His dad said very few words during that hour and 4 minutes. It was
Fair enough.
fantastic. But I said to
Yeah.
him, like, when he saw the script and he saw a diamond upside down as a pussy, what was your first reaction? It was quite a good answer. Yeah. The video of tomorrow, Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, before obviously Revolution. That's on the Sunday again, Ross. Shut up. Saturday afternoon, that video goes live. AEW versus WWE. Objectively, we sit down and discuss who was better.
Yeah. Objectively, who's the best wrestler? Better than all the wrestlers.
That is
Best
Jimmy
promotion.
King.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Try my best there. Myself and Tom will be covering one of the last SmackDowns before WrestleMania X7.
Oh.
Yes. Are you ready? It's one where Deborah gets introduced because that's what made Austin Rock amazing. That's
Yeah.
right. Also, Comatose Linda. She's back and doing nothing. Hotter than ever.
Oh god.
So, got that sorted out. And in the meantime, I remind you that patreon.com/Cultaholic for either voting on the Hall of
God.
Fame or complaining about the Hall of Fame in the comment section, whichever you like to do. It's been red hot at the minute. You can join in all the fun there. And mailbag at cultaholic.com
Yes.
for everything else, pretty much. The Reese pieces, the questions, the dog lifting. In brackets, only do this if you actually do it, don't get hurt. And if you do, we're not going to get any money, so watch out. This has been Jack the Jobber.
Cheers.
This has been, as always, Ross on
I
Wrestling.
just want to win one Hall of Fame this year. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Again, no one will judge you if you
Give
don't
me
vote
what
for
I want.
Ukraine. It's okay.
Give me what I want.
Jeans and bears are in this Hall of Fame. It's
Give me what I
okay.
want.
And I've been Maffew. You've been fantastic. I'm going to end this week's podcast by pointing at the big old sign like we're Ronda Rousey, and after count of 3, saying that famous expression we all know
What's
and
it gonna be
love.
this time?
1, 2, 3. No, none of us have anything.
I don't know.
Um,
Join us. Just join us.
join us.
Join us,
Yeah,
yeah.
how about that?